Cek 1 3. Halo, welcome to the stream guys. Welcome to the grand finals day. Let's go. Sebentar. Kita join dulu. Halo. Dari mana nih admin Fuyu?
Halo?
Nah, nih udah ada.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Halo Abel, halo Ai. Welcome to the stream. Anjir.
Hello.
Tadi kalian nonton kan? Yang fun match nih.
Nonton nggak?
Pakai yang ada di sini nonton fun match. Oke, Fuyu, halo Hian, welcome.
Halo.
Gimana guys? Yang tadi guys, oke nggak sih? Apakah fun match-nya terasa fun? Nontonlah satu match aja ya. Bang, casternya bahasa ini dong. Ya ke tempat e-sport Indonesia aja kalau kayak gitu kan.
Telat soalnya kalau yang live stream Indo nggak sih?
Iya, pada akhirnya telat, makanya takut spoiler juga kalau kita di sana.
Telat dan kita pernah loh kejadian di spoilerin di sini.
Ya, langsung gua ban.
Langsung di ban
Gak
orangnya.
ada fun match. Ih, kamu kemana aja strike?
Waktu itu apa ya? Gue inget banget tuh. Itu kita udah yang official global stream aja masih ada yang bisa nge-spoilerin.
Iya, makanya.
Makanya apalagi yang Indonesia potensi spoilernya lebih gede sih kalau menurut gue.
By the way, baca pincet ya guys ya. Nanti ada banyak giveaway tuh. Anjay. By the way,
Betul.
Anjir ngomongnya gitu banget tuh. Tipe gue harus ada. Oke, strike. Kalau alasannya kayak gitu gue gak bisa bantah sih. Emang itu kewajiban lu. Gak bisa bantah bangke.
Betul. Bang Tiwan main lagi ya?
Ya enggak lah. Nanti mereka di International League Stage 1 ya. Di Madrid enggak coy, libur dulu. Nyusul RRQ liburnya, anjay. By the way, nanti gue bakal visit tim kapsulnya RRQ ya, by the way ya. Untuk satu orang guys, soalnya tadi aku kalah. Aku taruhan soalnya.
Makanya nggak boleh taruhan, nggak boleh
Ya.
judi.
Jadi
Siapa yang ngajarin?
yang belum punya RRQ punya VCT tim kapsul nanti boleh ikut. Nanti gue bakalan sistem Nightbot ya. Sistem Nightbot nanti gacanya. Sebenarnya sih taruhan-taruhan gak official itu guys. Gue sendiri yang bikin biar ada itu, biar ada gregetnya gitu loh. Tapi ternyata kalah beneran, ya udahlah. Tapi kalau seandainya kalian udah punya yang RRQ, misalnya kalian menang GA-nya, kalian udah dapat RRQ, udah beli, ya udah gua kasih yang PRX aja gimana? Aman aja kan? Jadi seandainya lu udah punya, ya udahlah beli yang lain gitu ya. Aman ya? Yokai kalah kami senang babi emang. Minta kapsul DFM. Ini serius anjir. Ada yang mau kapsul DFM anjir. Masih ada ya yang believer ya. Sama DFM, oke. Yokai kalah bawa berkah anjir. Ya berbagi aja. Sebenarnya tuh gue ngomongnya ini gue beli buat diri gue sendiri awalnya, tapi nonanya bilang dijadiin giveaway aja nggak sih? Ya udah gas, gue bilang. Makanya gue jadiin giveaway aja. Gak apa-apa kalah, yang penting menghibur. Betul Rian. Itulah tujuannya fun match, betul. Membela diri banget nih ya. Kalah soalnya.
Coba kalau lo menang pasti ngomongnya nggak kayak gini.
Iya. By the way, nanti kalau udah mulai matchnya nanti gue bakalan ambil ini dulu ya, ambil makan dulu ya. Aku suka momen sekte sesat di Lotus. Anjir
Tuh
lah.
kan bagus gimmick gua. Bagus gimmick gua.
Ada. Ya tapi kan yang bikin itu, yang gue bilang, percaya klinik kan gue ya.
Coba
Parah.
dari kita berlima yang nggak ngikut siapa? Lu doang.
Ya karena gue ngeliat kalian tampak bodoh kan. Wih, by the way ini 4 RRQ 3 Gen.G. Masih ada yang percaya Gen.G, coy. Kita bikin vote dulu nggak sih? Sebentar. Gen.G atau PRX? Nih, gua nggak bias nih hari ini nih. Gua nggak yang PRX gitu loh. Nih gua beneran nih, PRX sama Gen.G nih. Oh. Yokai nggak ikut jadi kameramen sudah pas tadi. Aduh. Itu aja ya. Itu aja mungkin match kalau kita kagak pakai Odin 5 kayaknya bakal selesai cepet aja. Itu yang bikin itu game lama gara-gara kita pakai Odin semua di akhir-akhir. Momen Odin aja ketika jawabannya adalah Odin aja. Udah mau dimulai by the way? Bentar. Oh iya dimulai coy. Udah mau walk out kayaknya. Udah mau masuk ke panggung kayaknya. PRX versus Texture Esports. Ada betulnya. Ada lagunya gini. Ya udahlah bebas lah ya, namanya juga grand final. Oh tapi masih opening. Nanti aja deh. Gue pikir walkout anjir. Kenapa gue ngomongin walkout mulu ya?
Entrance.
Iya entrance. Gue udah tolol aja sumpah. Capek coy. Tadi itu capek sumpah. Capek ketawa aja. Aduh. Halo Bang Yokai. Kenapa Honkai anjir? Salah banget. Ini Willy yang kemarin.
Honkai itu bukannya game sebelah.
Makanya ini Willy yang ente Willy. Will ya kalau beda, ini beda Willnya. Oke. Sorry. Mulai tolol kalau udah ketawa mulu ya.
Halo Trafi.
PRX sampai stage mana? Itu kagak lihat baca ini judul ada apa? Tulisannya.
Kalau capek biar di-carry fuyu Kak. Iya nih makanya gue lagi makan. Biar bisa ada tenaga. Capek coy. Ini belum mulai kan ya? Belum.
Ya capek bayangin gua anjir. Gua literally habis dari bandara langsung siap-siap. Terus ya tadi itu fun match tuh. Pesawat gua jam berapa tadi? Jam 7 kan? Jadi gua harus berangkat dari jam 4 itu.
Iya gue lupa tahu ada beda 1 jam.
Iya kan di Banjar kan 1 jam lebih cepat ya.
Pialanya udah sama PRX ini match cuman format. Bacot.
Bacot.
Stray baru saja memberikan 10.000. Jadiin giveaway-nya 2 kapsul yokai, 1 RRQ dan 1 PRX. GW yang tanggung yang PRX.
Sumpah?
Let's go.
Ini beneran.
PRX.
Ini nggak troll atau enggak?
Anjir, Google-nya bahkan Google-nya kayak nyimeng banget. Let's go.
Ini beneran nggak sih?
Google-nya nyimeng, coy. Apaan dah? Lu serius gak? Let's go katanya piye? Gimana? Mau 1 PRX, 1 RRQ? By the way, entrance ya? Sorry. Sorry. Udah mulai. Seriusan nih? Mau ditambahkan kayu?
Boleh.
Berarti 1 PRX, 1 RRQ ya? Oke ya? Mau ya? Anjir, respect strike. Di itu dulu. Kasih dulu baru gue ganti ininya nanti. Baru gue ganti ininya, pincetnya. Ini lagu aman kagak ya? Bodoh lah ya, udah grand final ini.
Ya udah kita tutupin. La 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 la.
Ya ampun. Tampaknya sudah berat gak sih?
Udah habis belum? Udah.
Minke, sorry ya meskipun di sini posko kemenangan PRX, aku mendukung Gen.G. Time out dulu ya.
Ini ada pialanya nggak ada lah. Anjir bener nih time out.
10 detik doang. 10 detik doang. Ih, apa? Harimau gini.
Katanya tadi hari ini enggak gimmick-gimmick.
Apa emang biasanya gimmick apa biasanya?
Gimmick gak tau, PRX.
The pillar of Gen.G Meteor, leading the team their IGL and Captain Munchkin, the highlight maker Lakia, and the ace up their sleeve, Texture.
Iya, orang-orang
Grup RRQ finalis semua coy, berarti RRQ nomor 3. Wow, hashtag FIFA
promosi
RRQ.
banget nih, promosi VCT kapsul banget nih. Kayak kita
Iya,
ya.
kemarin juga gitu coy.
Beli, kami butuh dana, kami butuh suntikan dana.
Mungkin PRX udah gini kali, kita nggak usah kayak gini juga, yang beli udah banyak gitu kali ya. Kira-kira haters yang monyet nambah berapa kali lagi nih? Nah ini nih masalahnya kemarin yang ngitungin si Furin Kazana itu akhirnya dia itu resign tuh dari jobnya.
Tembus
dia
itu anjir,
ngitung.
tembus limit itu. Hatersnya tembus limit anjir.
Bentar ya guys, gue ngabisin 1 slice lagi nih pizzanya.
Buruan, abisin biar gue bisa ngambil makan.
Emang makanan udah nyampe?
Udah.
Oh ya udah ambil dulu, udah sana. Ambil dulu ya guys ya.
Udah guys, gue mau ngambil makan dulu ya, bentar ya. Fuyu carry.
Monyet haters count 11.554. Oke mas. Oke dah. Makan, boleh, silahkan. Tandanya gue magang gue dibayar, gue kasih suntikan dana. Gak apa-apa. Utamakan dirimu sendiri dulu. Jadi lapar anjir ya, makan lah. Sekarang udah jam 3 nih. Makan, min yokai, iye. Tadi klik PRX sunset 5 duelist coy. Iya, masa lu gak ngeliat sih tadi, parah banget. Udah di-leak. Stratchcut Alex apaan sekarang Minfu ya itu tadi 5 duelist sunset. Tadi udah di-leak. Ya nggak? Ya nggak Higon, ya nggak? Wink. Sambil bikin mie dulu nih gua. Boleh, silahkan. Kalian gimana ceritanya bisa bikin channel bareng? Oh, bentar ya, nanti gue jawab habis ini. Mapik dulu nggak sih?
Because I was the first map to kick things off between these two teams last time, and it was really close.
It was close, but it did favor Gen.G, so you might want to think twice about playing that same map again. But then again, after seeing
Ciko mana? Ciko terpantau tidur.
Gen.G's improvements all across the board. Now we're starting to think,
Tapi biasanya habis tidur gitu dia tiba-tiba garuk-garuk gua.
Like maybe you want to ban out something that they're good at, like an icebox maybe.
Yeah, I think you've got 3 tough choices here as PRX, where you're gonna have to fall into a map that you're not comfortable with.
Ini berarti nggak ada yang di ban nggak sih mapnya? Ada yang dua di ban ya.
Haven't played behind
Masih
yet.
ada, Mas.
So kind of curious if that's something that Gen.G is gonna lean into. They were able to get over DRX. It was an overtime, a map that DRX is.
Karena ini lama, jadi gue langsung jawab aja ya. Tadi ada yang nanya gimana ceritanya bisa bikin channel bareng. Ya intinya gue gabut. Terus emang tadinya gue emang pengen bikin tuh yang berhubungan sama Valo, tapi ya akhirnya Yokai ikutan juga. Buat selengkapnya lu lihat aja video Q&A kita, itu udah dijelasin lengkap. Ya, kok sunsetnya di wah parah banget. Udah tahu nih mereka PRX mau pakai 5 duelist langsung di ban coy sunsetnya warga. Parah banget. Karena udah ketahuan stratnya parah banget. Nah, malah Ascent coba. Gimana ini? Gimana ini Hegan?
That was the map that PRX had a slightly better time against T1 on.
Parah banget, takut dia. Ketar-ketir ngeliat tadi stratnya. Malah Ascent sama Split. Apa itu Ascent? Map generic. Parah banget gua. Gen.G nonton Irsen tadi berarti. Iya nih. Parah banget stream snipe.
Alright, and then leaving Breeze for the last one. Bind PRX.
Takut mereka sama Phoenix PRX coy, betul.
But we also did see how Gen.G counters DRX's Yoru pick.
Aduh, map decidernya Breeze lagi, aduh. Alek udah senyum-senyum resah tuh. Senyum-senyum resah coy. Astaga.
Oh, ISO.
Look, there's like 4 agents for Seiren.
Gear Breeze lagi, dan Breeze decider map. Let's just hope mereka somehow bisa menang sebelum decider map. Ya nggak sih? Senyum pahit, iya coy. Alex senyumnya senyum nervous gitu. Nggak ada orang yang senyum. Oh my god. Oke.
Classic composition.
Oke, Gen.G main apa sih kom generic gitu, composition generic gitu ya. Kalau misalnya PRX dia ada Viper, mereka main double controller sama 2 initiator. Oh, actually they don't play Sentinels at all.
It doesn't really matter if something and Monyet are working in tandem to secure a lot of these sites.
Ini BO5 ya, yes,
it's
BO5.
Just, I'm more worried about what Gen.G has prepared because the
Kenapa
way that
bedol?
they played Ascent against Zeta Division shows that they absolutely
Bangkai kemana Win Fuyu? Bangkai lagi ngambil mam.
You're gonna have a little bit more ability to adjust to the fast-paced PRX comp with the KO in there to shut things down.
Kayak kemarin nih komposisinya Min Fuyu, iya kayak kemarin. Cuman maksud gua kan yang Gen.G itu kan kalau misalnya lu ngeliat tim main Ascent kan pasti komposisinya gitu ya. Udah pulang Min kayak udah.
Another grand final, but this time a very different face on the other side of the arena. PRX punching a ticket as expected by a lot of us to get to this point.
Mending Min yang cash Min win aja, Bangkai makan dulu. Ya gue juga mau makan tuh. Pizza gue masih 1 slice nih.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, not entirely unfamiliar faces, right? We've got head coach Solo and Lucky on that
Bosan mirror pick mulu, paling bener lihat tim yang berarti ngasih kom beda. Betul. At this point ya, gue udah nonton VCT dari tahun berapa tuh. Itu komposisinya pasti kalau misalnya Ascent pasti keluar Killjoy. Pasti keluar Jet. Tapi jujur aja ya, semua map juga pasti Jet keluar sih. Lama-lama bosen coy. Kai, ini gimana Kai, si Sunsetnya malah di ban. Sunsetnya di ban coy, mereka takut ketar-ketir sama strat 5 duelistnya coy. Oke lah, let's go. PRX is attacking first.
Of course, the Death touch upon it, but the compositions no changes here from what they last showed.
Kira-kira kenapa PRX ganti di Ascent ya? Mungkin mereka punya strategi lain, mereka bosen dengan cara main controller satu pakai Omen, cara main standar. Dan kayaknya kalau menurut gue ya, kalau misalnya standar kayak gitu pasti orang udah tahu nggak sih, oh ini cara counternya gini, cara counternya gini. Mungkin dengan Viper dan Omen mereka punya strategi yang agak beda. Mungkin dengan Viper ya, mereka bisa menguasai mid dengan lebih matang lah ya, karena mereka wallnya Viper bisa ngebelah mid coy, so it makes it easier for them. Oh iya, polling belum ditutup. Gimana nih cara nutupnya? Gue bisa sih nutup bentar ya.
A bit of a timing mismatch there. I mean, Meteor, he did his best to hold on to main and even popped the nanoswarm before he went off. As you see, a lot of damage still quite doable here for Gen.G considering the health.
Just having to back away.
Nih gue tutup dulu ya guys ya.
That ever so familiar back gen position this time.
Anjay.
No rifle in hand, can't get
Udah
the
ditutup ya
win.
guys ya.
Will get taken down. She's going to be the only one here dead on the side of PRX as they take the pistol round.
Now, a lot of this, of course, is PRX just knowing when to keep up the tempo. As soon as they get that contact, they understand that it has
Lo
to
udah menang map 1 ah?
skill. They want to push through.
Udah.
I mean, you know it's the jet peeking out.
Oh, udah menang map 1 gini? Cepet banget ah.
Make sure you destroy everything
PRX
before
terlalu
backup arrives. So
GG.
it's a matter of Gen.G just maybe not expecting the entire force to follow at full tempo speed.
Map
full
siapa
range,
ini yang
all
pick
the way
guys?
up mid.
Coba dilihat di pojok kiri atas.
No cheeky force buys him again.
Ya orangnya balik ah, TO juga ah.
Map picknya PRX banget lah.
Instantly and he is taken down.
Ini
Buat-
map pick.
TO juga.
Gen.G
Dadah.
It was really set up to try to disrupt mid. So Gen.G
Dipikir dia hijau, dia selamat anjing.
no, it's a pass pushing to A.
Prowler in, lock it gone. Texture having to dash back to try to get some headshots through. Moonbot pulling his attention. That Monyet picks up a 3K. Looking now for
Ayo, Monyet, dan-
Meteor goes down to 15 HP. Jump shot.
Anjay.
A 4K for Monyet. And you gotta say,
Yokai
this is
baik
the
banget
hottest start
semuanya
we've
di
seen from
TO.
him thus far.
Beda banget ya.
I mean,
Capek,
we saw
Cok.
the win contribution graph as well. Monyet
Lu makan,
not
lu lagi
really
makan.
being a
Ya nih
big
makan dulu ya.
part of the round wins that
Oke,
PRX has gotten. That's not to say that
boleh.
he's not necessarily apparently playing his role. We see whenever he's playing this raise, his goal is to just create that space, create those angles, create those trades for his teammates, and
Oke
no better
lah.
teammates to have for
Gue
that
sambil
other than this
sandaran
squad of
gak sih?
PRX.
Capek.
Of course, always good for that follow-up kill, and now the Forsaken
Lu
owner
mau
right
ngapain
around
sambil
three.
ngapain juga orang kagak ada yang tahu juga.
Lucky as well.
Iya sih.
Gonna be looking to try
Cuman
to
mikrofon
utilize
gue
that.
jauh
Who's
kalau
gonna be
misalnya
able
gue
to come on top
sandaran.
as they do get ready
Jadi
to
mikrofonnya
spray
masih
each
ke
other
bawah.
over there towards B. See a slight creep up from Mind Freak working his way into B main. Munchkin eating some damage
Waduh,
there.
Ciko.
Ciko, shut up.
Facing on the Boombot. No one's got situated there in Wine.
Get some one-step
Orang
closer
lagi
to that
WP
crash.
gonggong.
And they could try to bring that back over towards the B side as well. I mean, PRX, they've already accomplished their mission here in the very beginning of the round. Disrupt A main control. That keeps them guessing on the A side. And now you can shift your focus.
Anjir. Oh, gua pikir dari Odin yang bunuh di situ anjir.
Good opening.
Udah,
By the way,
udah,
PRX.
udah.
For the side of Gen.G as they look to get themselves on the board in this bonus round.
Oh,
Lock running
kok bisa
down.
bawa Odin nih orang tiba-tiba anjir.
Seems like
Kok bawa
ultimately
Odin?
PRX do want
Udah gitu
to
laki
end
aja
up
juga
moving
lagi.
on this B site. Alarm bot giving that early warning here.
Yeah, without
Ciko,
the
jangan
full
gigit
line,
kabel,
slow
aku
down
nge-lag.
just a bit, trying to set up for the
Oke.
pinch from main.
Prowler
Even for second
sends out.
using.
Lock it
Oh, itu dari
right.
tadi udah gua kasih foreshadow anjir. Tadi di fun match.
Iya.
Second elimination. Spike down.
Boleh.
Can be retrieved.
Kok
Now finds
gini?
himself in a position where you have to ace clutch. Tap on the spike, see if anybody's
Bonusnya
close
tidak
by.
cair.
Oh, he's
Hear
more
that it's not held.
Yeah, he's more focused
Ya,
on
ya
taking
udah,
down the
emang-
threat
emang-
of the spike. Now he's gonna stick
Ini
it.
emang gue yang udah lama nggak main apa gimana? Apa kok Prowler Fit jadi agak lama dah? Kayaknya udah lama nggak sih ada perubahan di Fit?
Yeah, one of those rounds where it doesn't feel so bad for either side. Lakia playing heroics there with the Odin, just making
Odinnya
sure
ke bawah
he
dari
keeps
fun
playing
match,
a little
anjir.
bit classic W gaming style. Meteor with good
Bisa.
coverage, too,
Odinnya
all
masih
the way
jalan
from
ya, guys, ya?
backside, or rather towards their spawn, able to create that crossfire. Of course, a lot of delay on the nanoswarm, even picking up the kill onto something. Not quite sure what happened there. But this is, I mean, all the way through the paranoia as
Halo,
well.
Sandy,
Just knowing
welcome.
that you have the crossfire ready to
Yang
go.
belum like, di like dulu ya guys ya, biar rame guys.
Halo, halo.
Biar nanti
Iya.
giveaway makin rame juga. Yuk.
Iya, masa kalian nggak mau giveaway?
100-kan dulu.
Absen Min, halo Aldin. Kok aku nggak disapa Minkai itu, Minkai.
5 juta.
Anjir,
Yeah,
parah
up on top.
banget.
They didn't quite catch the fact that the jet had flown right over the thrash. And this
Ya udah,
seems to be
4
something
deh.
that Gen.G has
Kayak
gotten
lebih baik
through
tuh.
PRX. Whenever they
Kayak
get
lebih
that
baik
Crash
aja.
map they use to
Kayak
get those,
lebih
they will
baik
use it
tuh.
right off the bat just to get some map control, and then they'll happily rotate to the other side. When you have that updraft, you can really fake them out.
Still double stacking in this position and Texture.
Waduh.
Yep. Then he wasn't on the board, now finds himself.
Kedengaran sih itu kayaknya.
Gak nyangka dia.
Nah kan, ketahuan anjir, ketahuan.
Ya.
Wah, teksturnya tiba-tiba quadra-kill anjing, woi. Turu aja, woi. Ngapain hidup gitu?
Ente dah, ente.
Ya monyet top rank ini sesuatu ini.
Cheater sih, kok bisa cheater?
Oh monyet top rank ini gagal monyet top rank sih. Salah lagi aja. Salah lagi dia di mata gua.
Serba salah. Gak bunuh-bunuh salah. Top frag juga salah.
Salah ini.
And there's the energy we were talking about. Still an investment coming in though from PRX. Stingers.
Halo Minfo, hayo, halo. Siapa tuh? Nata, Hisham. Jauh coy monitornya. Fuyu wallpapernya masih ada kah? Masih.
Gak pernah hilang kok.
Pretty much everybody on the side of PRX. 3 players going to be caught on that as they try to push their way through, but through the smoke, Munchkin's going to be able to find Forsaken.
Kalian ya?
The angle fast enough by the Molly. Now spotted here at back Gen. Nade coming out, flashes being sent. Monyet going on the hunt, but doesn't want to push into his own nade too much. Texture swinging out, finding one.
Oh, teksturnya sih. Teksturnya lo one man army, cok. One man army.
He's meant to be the one picking up all these frags. Munchkin just buying time, gives him the call that they saw Monyet get into the side and another 4K.
Anjir, 4K lagi dia ya.
Ini orang apa sih?
What an unreal catch-up. He saw Monyet top in that chart.
Map defender aman kah? Ya udah.
Now he is.
Kalau langsung pulang kah?
Gen.G in the lead, and it looks
Masih
like
ada omongan kayak gitu dah.
getting ready to come through.
I'm not surprised, especially with
Udah grand final.
Udah grand final masih ada omongan kayak gitu dah. Bingung aku nggak baca, yang nggak baca judulnya aku bingung. Apa air anjing?
After the first one, he's like, oh yeah, this feels common enough. Just calm down on the 4K.
Nah, Alek, kita pantau Alek kayak gimana nih?
PRX, Alex wanting to try to slow this down a little bit, maybe slow the momentum from texture.
By the way,
as well.
terakhir Breeze.
I mean, you have to consider the impact that timeouts can have outside of the server as well. Sometimes just one player is heating up too much.
Mana kita
We've
butuh
seen
cam
coaches talk about it time and time
Coach
again.
Alex
has showcased it time and time again. Even
Terlalu
in the
brutal,
back at the
makanya
end as
disensor.
well, when side player was just popping on that sunset map, just calls the back-to-back timeouts.
Mana
Really
boleh.
slows down the tempo now. Gen.G, they've been on the receiving end of this against multiple teams even throughout this kickoff. And given the energy they showed on stage, I don't know if it's going to be enough to cool off the primary duelist in texture.
I mean, he's just been
Nggak dikasih sama sekali.
so consistent. I mean, maybe a handful of times those first couple matches that we were
Gak
seeing.
kayak sama sekali, terlalu brutal.
Itu loh, tekstur loh, bunuhnya 8 itu ya, 4 tadi. Quadra-kill 2 kali.
Try and compensate.
Ini kenapa Omen
I mean, after yesterday,
sesama
it was
Omen?
just steamroll the whole way through.
Ada apa yang terjadi?
Yeah, the fact that they even feel comfortable to kind of tell each other that, right? It's just saying, I'm having a tough time this map. Someone please carry us through, and then I'll get right back into it in the next half. Comms like that, you love to hear from a team that has so much trouble finding the right ingredients around themselves. As
Kamera Alex missing, kayak kameranya rusak nih.
Bringing that reign of terror to an end as texture does get taken down. 0 point to 9.
Odin ya.
There's a bit of that
Lawan
utility.
harusnya Odin.
Spotting out 3 players. Mind Freak still lurking around
Nah,
outside.
teksturnya udah hilang nih. Win rate turun gak sih? Masa iya?
Lumayan.
This has to be, oh, they don't
Masa
spot
iya?
meter. This is huge because the pinch might get slowed down. Find the killjoy.
Ya ampun.
Learnbot trigger might have actually caught him as Karen
Waduh.
be able to find 2. And after
Karon
a good
akhirnya
start,
pecah
finding
telur
texture,
kayaknya dia
getting
tuh.
rid of the tip of the spear right off the rip, and suddenly down to Mind Freak and Divide. They were working some miracles yesterday. Can they deliver some more?
Waduh.
Now, the answer is going to be no. Divide just stuck out here outside of A main.
And this is the trouble that PRX is going to have throughout this
Aduh.
match. As Munchkin gets another kill through
Kok
the smoke
bisa?
once again.
The 0 point didn't even go off.
Gak ada tekstur meteor,
He was just
haduh.
ready for
Iya
it. He's
betul,
just ready for a
waduh.
reaction with these pre-fires. I mean,
Waduh,
this is
waduh
where
ya
that
terus.
experience comes in for someone like
Lu makan
Munchkin.
apa kayak?
But Gen.G, there are no slouches when
Masih
it
ayam.
comes down to these 1v1 duels. So PRX can't just get away with trying to create a distraction one side and then just push as one force step by step into another area. They're going to get craftier. They're going to have the aim to fire back. I mean,
kompat
hiding from
dua.
that Prowler was everything.
Apa
Kayaknya
dua?
emang
Apa
harus
dua?
gitu deh, harus haters, harus mode haters.
Apa
Monyet
dua
gitu.
orang ngekillnya lo pakai itu, pakai through the smoke anjir udah hack.
Get along even, given the history they have and the egos they might have from the pride that they've built up throughout their careers, but
Duh,
they
gua
are
bersihin
getting
lagi.
along just fine.
Watch it.
Nggak jadi untungnya.
Seeing him around the studio, just hanging out, and oh boy.
Don't think they would have spotted him just yet.
Mind freak. Still does get tagged down to
Dan
Oke,
biasa
dapat dia.
nonton sampai habis ya PRX ya.
Gonna rotate back
Oh, eh.
around towards Gelato, joining with the rest of the squad. And potentially, we'll have to hand off that Guardian to somebody that's a bit sturdier on the HP bar.
Yeah, and the anchor here from Karen. The paranoid buys just enough time for all of backup to arrive.
He does get in, but he's get dizzy. But now he backs away, and the kills start flowing.
Waduh. Oh my god.
Yang nggak bisa sih, apa saving anyway sih.
Onto the enemy kill
Iya
joint.
sih.
Mind freak, the player getting tagged up right off the rip by the operator. It's last one standing.
He's had some amazing clutches yesterday, but with 25 HP and a Guardian, you have to imagine he has to see
Iya
for
sih,
the next
kemarin
40 seconds. At which
kemarin
point,
Mindfreak
Gen.G,
mainnya
there's nothing
gila
stopping him
banget sih
from going on the
clutchnya.
hunt, especially for Lakia. I mean, toss that Odin to someone else, go and make this Hunter's Fury happen for the next round.
30 seconds left.
Tapi
Web defender
masa?
nggak sih?
Masa sih?
Mind freak will swing in. Texture will get the shot. And Gen.G will continue upward. 5-2 now.
It's impressive how many moments like this that Karen has in his very first VCT tournament. Yeah, he played one event in the offseason at Convergence, but
Lu ada liat
Karen,
meme-nya dari RRQ nggak?
Yeah, he had some individual moments,
Yang
but it was a
Patrick
very
meledak.
short-lived event for the squad of
Enggak,
Gen.G.
belum.
Yang
Apa tuh? Gimana
grand
tuh?
final dua tim grand final grupnya RRQ semua.
All these maps that they had to play.
Iya maksudnya
Benefited someone
berarti
like
dia ngelawan
Karen.
dua
He is
grand finalis
fitting
basically.
right
Iya,
onto the
coy.
stage. He's been starving for an opportunity like this. Now he's taking advantage of it fully. So many 3K highlights throughout kickoff.
Oh.
Tapi emang RRQ NTD grup sih emang dari awal emang.
Actually here. It worked before during this week.
It's, I mean,
Tampaknya ada tactic pause atau something
This
nih.
isn't like a T-Rex where we can just sit still and ignore it, and the pause ends up going away. So it is in fact going to be a tech pause.
Tech pause.
Much
Kok
to
tech
the chagrin
pause?
of literally everyone.
Yes,
Pause.
yeah. But we've been able to
Pasti
sort
monyet
this
ini.
out a little bit quicker here, so hopefully we'll be able to get right back
Apa
into the
ada
game.
Monyet
kopi
numpahin
tumpahan?
apa lagi
Things
namanya?
like this happen, and what's important at this point is going to be keeping up that energy for the side of Gen.G, right? I mean,
Sure.
no matter what the reason is, it happens now and then. It's part of a
audio
real tournament.
issue.
And for Gen.G, it's about keeping that energy up. And for PRX, it's about not letting the thoughts get to your head. Because obviously you can't discuss any of the actual gameplay here during this part of
Baru
the tech
banget
pause.
bangun dari farmers tadi, Hamu capek.
Oh, looks like audio issue. Our old
Kamu
friend
hard
Maria
carry
gets us
tadi.
leading once more.
All right, well, we'll see if it gets
Dan
sorted
Fuyu
out
ini
quick
masih map
enough.
pertama
Talk
kan?
about the
Iya,
match so
masih map
far, though.
pertama.
5-2 lead on a comeback from Gen.G after losing the pistol round. So
Carry
far, this is
and
one of
the
those
beban.
maps that's looking like you got the pistol, but what more did you make of it, right? You got the two
Sure.
rounds that you're supposed to get if you win the pistol. Obviously, the pistol won off the back of some nice shots and really fast tempo, as PRX often does. But then, once the buys came in from Gen.G, they just fire right back.
Yeah, it's just incredibly impressive. And again, I mean, for Texture to just kind of
Iya
start
sih,
things
kayaknya nih
off,
audio
not really
issue
be
cuman
present in this
bohongan
first
sih.
couple
Menurut gue
rounds,
ini gara-gara kameranya
slingshot
Alek
his way to the top of the
ketonjok kayaknya
standing.
kali dia.
Walah.
As well was right there with him. This is a scary team, and it's been a very long time since
ngomong tech pause, gua
there's
makan
been
dulu.
any kind of real belief in Gen.G. You know, not
Ya, gua juga
since
ambil makan nih.
the 4-0 start and then the insane fall off at the beginning of Pacific last year. It was just like, oh, okay, this team peaked early.
Yeah.
And there's no hope. Okay, now they're they're
Gak
bringing
ada
it
guys,
solo.
gak ada ketahuan
wasn't able to
cheat.
get
Ini
much
kayaknya
done
udah
when
mau
he was
selesai
coaching over
bahkan.
on Damwon,
Ya nggak sih?
Lakia, he
Harusnya.
Belum
wasn't
kah?
able to get through some of the
Udah,
matches that they
udah
were
selesai,
expecting,
udah
but he
selesai.
did win an Ascension.
Yeah.
Is this going to work? They have Karen. Who is this guy? But I mean, they have made their names known.
Yes, and I was part of that group that was doubting this team. I mean, sure, a story of redemption sounds great, but that's all on paper. I felt like maybe all of them had enough chances, and now I'm proven wrong, and I couldn't be happier about it.
PRX. See if they can get themselves back into this game here in round number 8. Operator, of course, still in the hands of
Lalu ada
Textures.
OP.
He is just aggro pushing out. Ooh, goes for the flick.
Hmm.
Can't quite
Kena,
get the
kena.
connection, though.
Huh.
This time,
Huh.
Mind Freak getting away unscathed.
Yeah, but something like that really puts a damper on PRX.
Tapi mau di
Really flush him out of this
obey ini,
position.
Mike.
Are they ready for the Odin backup, though?
Oh.
Prowler comes out.
Prowler
Oh.
coming in, and yeah,
Oh, nice.
Lakia not able to find a kill.
Lakianya
Damage out.
coverannya tidak berhasil. Di beban mati duluan. Nice.
Cloudburst gonna be
Gets
slapped down. He does
Beban,
get the
coy.
shot. Karen's gonna covering fire here.
Makaronnya lagi nyala
Third
juga.
kills. Mind Freak pushing forward.
Jadi gara-gara
Shot
gua habis dari banjir ya.
Here's the footsteps.
Bahasa banjir gua ada keluar-keluar.
Quick traded by Divide. 1v2. No command, 2 flashes
Yuk,
available
masa
here for
iya
the
2 lawan
Senpai.
1?
Dapat lah ini dapat.
Senpai, though, could
Dapat lah,
reposition
masa
if he so
enggak?
chooses.
3 lah, masa masa
Walaupun
enggak?
dapat
Considering that that
pakai
might
OP
be
ya.
picked up, Munchkin surely goes for
Harusnya
the
bisa.
look at the creds and everything. You have to. And if it's Munchkin, there's
Tapi kan
absolutely
pernah
no
pemain
possibility.
chamber ya, jago lah OP-nya.
Thrash.
The other Thrash, but 0 point. Going out to interrupt, and it does.
Oh nggak kena.
Just in time as well.
Stops it and it distracts before the dive can come in. Flash. Sent.
Waiting for a peek out.
Tembakannya hidup.
Sayang coy tadi ya.
Pushing forward, trying to flush him out. Swings
hampir.
Nice.
Hampir.
Munchkin making it damn close, still making it costly, but PRX will be able to break the win streak.
Barely so, though. I mean, yeah, off the back of the Thrash, sure, a nice triple swing to take out what they thought was the operator. In fact, it ended up being the Odin and the Sova. But then the Thrash, I mean, you
Oh ini yang lawan T1 kemarin ya, compositionnya ya?
Yeah.
Bodyguard for the side of Texture. And Meteor, I don't mind the timing. He's trying to just make sure Texture can stay alive for just a bit longer. Misses, obviously, the kill just fast enough, but he's dwindling the numbers down for a potential clutch.
Straight back into it.
Late storm push out.
Ini settingan ya? Iya settingan. Katanya.
Ya ampun ya orang sumpah.
Anjir.
Something finally able to get the punish 100 series while crashing in as Lakia hunting for a tag. Doesn't manage to find anything else.
Curang, nggak bisa gitu, ulangin.
Orang apa sih ini?
They don't know about this. Mind Freaks lurk. I mean, surely you have to know. Paper
Kok
X, they've been
bisa?
lurking so much this entire tournament.
Kok bisa ultinya kayak gitu?
I mean, he's just shoulder to shoulder basically with Munchkin. He was just sat there at top mid. Mind Freak slides his way in towards String. They very well might think that this is protected.
Ini ya, udah situ tuh.
He ends up falling and his Mind Freak swings in.
Ya,
Lakia somehow survives.
Defense-nya sih solid sih tapi.
Just taking that momentum right back out of PRX's hands.
I mean, ini udah composition default agent buat main di Ascent ya.
On those swings out from the smoke. Mind Freak's timing as well. I mean, Mind Freak I think waited to get the info.
Menurut gua sih ini udah default for a reason sih menurut gua.
Fast 180 from Texture for the anti-flash from his teammate. What a start for the team, and that should be the next timeout coming out right off the bat for PRX.
I mean, we saw this just yesterday, you know, on that opening game, a split, PRX needing to use both timeouts in the first half. And yeah, they went on to win the map, but I mean, it was multiple overtime resets, and it was damn close. This is a very bold attempt here from the side of Alex.
Alex ketika murka, parah banget sih. Setiap kali time out pasti gitu tebakannya si Alex lagi marah-marah.
The style of timeout from Alex really just as soon as he has enough to say, he calls for it. You can see he's not stopping, he's not missing a beat here, and oftentimes it brings results. Is it always going to be the safest and wisest way to call timeouts? Maybe not, but if it works for your players and if you have trust that in a best of
Tapi dia
series that's
masih
going to
kalem
be
sih
a
itu,
long haul,
ngomongnya masih
then
pelan-pelan
you
coy.
wanna correct things as soon as
Nggak bakal
they
marah-marah anyway lah.
and I don't mind it at all.
Kali.
Real question is,
Grand final masih map 1 udah marah-marah nggak kali?
successful this tournament as well. I had my doubts on the coordination between Solo and HSK. Of course,
Itu
Solo
kan coach
joining a bit
itu
late
harusnya
into the
menenangkan.
season, but so far they seem to be on the same page. PRX with another weak buy here.
Ngopi Kai, oke ngopi silahkan. Gue juga mau ngopi. Habis ini.
Sheriffs across the board aside from something. Otherwise, does
Pelan-pelan ya, mikir ganti kamera berapa duit. Ini parah banget sih.
Caught by this one. Wingman's gonna be cleared out. So under the corner to buy, using that hero rifle to good use. He's meant to find one.
Gila, Kia nggak bisa mainnya pakai Odin.
Ini. Kayak tadi kita nggak pakai Odin tuh berlima.
Nggak bisa.
Caron is nasty with it.
Nggak bisa gitu dong.
Has the spike in hand.
Salah bisa ini. Itu OP ya? Oh nggak.
For now, just staying sat here in market. Texture swung around to alley. If he tries to push out,
Banyak waktunya, masih banyak. Aman.
he's gonna be giving them line of sight.
Yeah, he has all the time in the world though. Still a full minute, so
Nice.
playing for this mind game to try to get them to search for him
Oh
first.
my
I
god,
like it.
lainnya ketemu sama Karon.
But swing around.
Timing.
Eventually will find him a 3K. This Gen.G moving up 7-3.
Minkai, mari makan, mari, boleh.
PRX considering the buy that they had. It's looking dangerously close. But Gen.G have proven in this tournament they are the kings of the thrifty.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's how they shut down the entire team of PRX. And Lakia just dwindling down 2 is enough. It slows him down, gives an opportunity for Karen to find these 1v1s. And how many rounds
Orangnya lagi failing it,
multi-kill? I gotta say, I think probably all of his kills.
Ini teksturnya udah PR ya.
back
Nama
to
Karon
back
lagi
as
anjing.
Keeping pace with texture. As effectively a brand new player, VCT, that is always a good sign. Something,
Nice.
however,
Something got one, dapat tekstur bahkan.
textures head off.
Sekarang misinya adalah membunuh Karon untuk dapat win rate lebih tinggi.
Something gets taken out by the nano swarm.
That's the second time today.
Monyet dari round 3 killnya nggak nambah, nggak ngaruh tuh yang lain. Yang dihitung dosanya cuma monyet.
Narrowly avoids getting sprayed down by the
Memang.
the wall.
Emang
Gonna be invested.
begitu.
That's actually just to cut off that alley access, but as we can see, Gen.G, they're not going anywhere.
Karon
near
nyala
it.
gara-gara fuyu bilang komennya pada turun di bawah nih.
Oke, nice, udah dapat satu nice.
Come on, yet.
Satu lagi, mantap, Bang Monyet.
Into Karon.
Ayo, monyet.
Nyet, nyet.
Monyet!
Him down, and suddenly it's the 2v2, the spike uncovered by this pit.
Waduh, nice, tinggal satu.
Free people find it, the spike
Nah,
Cupukan lagi ya kan, cupukan.
he goes down. PRX.
Dipikir gak ada bullet tracer, oding babi.
Vigil 7-5.
Yeah, a little bit of an
Ada nggak sih, kan dia nggak ada silencernya ya?
Ada lah. Badannya
Badannya
gede gitu, Odin.
was on board to empty the site for a potential nightfall. Texture just thinking he could get away with a greedy kill and dash out into market. Fortunately, he gets taken down and that's an instant trade all the way.
Monyet
onto
dilarang
here.
dipuji.
The plan falls apart. But if
Gak
they
bisa
can
aja,
get
harus
Tahu nggak sih, padahal pas di
it
interview tuh dia
should
tahu
be
loh kalau
okay
misalnya
for
dia
the second half.
bad
Thrash
perform
online
gitu
now,
loh.
though.
penuh pressure.
See if
Padahal dia
Gen.G's
kayak
ready for
tahu
it
kayak
this
ya
time.
gue tahu gue nggak perform
Last time
well.
it was used, we just
Tapi ya
didn't
udah
see
gue
much value
ngelakuin
coming
sebisa
through.
gue
Something
gitu.
getting caught.
Nyet.
Rush play outside of A.
Udah gitu kemarin pas wawancara mikrofonnya itu kali lagi deket banget sama mulutnya coy.
Itu aja belum
No Odin.
adjust aja. Time
Thrash is gonna be
apa
coming
face
in.
mainnya PRX kan you know lah.
Thrash not gonna be able to make the jump.
Iya kayaknya belum biasa sih
He's
kalau menurut gue.
connecting.
Udah
Manya
gitu
jumping forward. Looking
bayangin
forward.
lah, lu baru pindah dari satu tim, terus lu disuruh
Oh,
main
kagak lihat
buat
dia.
one of the best team
Hah?
in the world. Menurut lo aja coy, pressure gak sih?
Gila bot house-nya lama banget nge-clear-nya anjir. Nice, something dulu. Tiba-tiba
Lu
rata.
perhatiin deh cara mereka masuk ke bot house-nya, bener-bener gantian gitu coy. Satu berlindung di belakang box, terus terus satu ikutan berlindung, terus yang satu pindah. Reposisinya cakep banget coy.
Emang harus gitu.
Yeah, and yet, as the backup arrives, it's PRX who are able to actually just flood the site and then hold all the trade angles, all the crossfire. So PRX, when chaos comes, they know how to adapt
Ayo,
into it.
yang
They know how to
dukung
really
PRX kok.
thrive in
Kok
those
malah main
situations.
HP
And,
gini?
I mean,
Kok nggak
now
nge-like
suddenly,
gini?
a 4-7
Like
half
dulu,
is
Mbak,
not
Mbak.
when Gen.G thought they'd have
Buka
going
Iron
into the
Senpai
second
dulu,
half.
Mbak. Like, Mbak.
Meto Daisuke.
Like.
They still do have that advantage of having both timeouts in the back pocket.
Sure.
But we know how
Mental
difficult it can
Gen.G,
be to
yes.
stop
Also
PRX if
kayak
they start
menurut lo
stringing
aja lu
together those rounds,
gantiin
if they start getting streaky.
orang yang jago banget,
Even the
emang gak
timeouts
pressure.
might not be enough to really try to slow their roll.
Apalagi kan dia yang pakai race ya.
Gen.G going to be looking to come out here that pistol, tie up that score line, and get that much closer to closing out this first map.
Yeah, and something Gen.G
Dari
will
4
have
tim
to
yang
keep an
masuk,
eye on,
3
and of
tim
course,
Korsel
some of these
punya, iya.
retakes that PRX has planned with this composition. I mean,
Lo tau gak sih kemarin Gen.G pas menang mereka bilang apa?
Apa?
Aku udah cerita ya.
Yang mana lupa?
Ya, pokoknya dia bilang kayak kita bakal revenge T1 ke PRX.
Oh, brotherhood
Terus dia
gitu
bilang
aja.
kayak semacam kayak gimana perasaan kalian masuk ke grand final? Terus coachnya kayak bilang semacam ya sebenarnya lebih baik sih kalau misalnya 2 tim Korea yang masuk grand final. Dia ngomongnya gitu coy.
Anjir, apa sih dia orang?
Ngegoreng, lagi ngegoreng.
Mau cari musuh anjing.
Makanya gue kaget coy pas dia ngomong kayak gitu. Anjir,
Oh, berarti
nyari musuh
Gen.G ini
banget.
ceritanya pengen jadi pilennya
Kayaknya iya deh,
Pasifik.
kayaknya iya.
Gak masuk
Bisa
bro,
jadi,
mau kayak tekstur gak serem anjing. Mainnya serem mau kayak enggak cok. Kok pilen
Bro ingin disenggol, lebih tepatnya pengen didatengin buat silaturahmi sih kalau menurut gue.
Oh, tuh lihat tuh. Mainnya yang anjing.
Very much open at the moment. So break the window, try to fake somebody going up, and Meteor is going to look to hang back, lurk there within tree.
Bangsa cubi villain anjing.
Parah banget, gak boleh gitu, fast shaming namanya itu mah.
No, they still have the numbers advantage in the site as well, so they're just trying to buy enough time, but Mind Freak.
Check for Forsaken as well off screen, getting the shots through the box to be able to take him down. Munchkin now looking to try to hold the side. Dizzy up over the top, does manage to get the flash out.
No one's in main.
Blinded up, swing around the back. Munchkin actually able to steady the aim, finds a headshot there on Forsaken, and now something with everything to do. He's been spotted, shock dart, a little bit of a dodge there from the side of Lakia. Is the wingman
Winnable.
now going out to try to start this
Let's go.
defuse. The push
Something.
forward.
Wah, saya nggak dapat langsung.
Ya,
Kalau dia dapat langsung masih winnable itu.
Gen.G will tie up the pistol round count and now move up by 3.
I mean, we know that the devs over at
And then-
Riot were just waiting for that wingman to finish that defuse.
Something lagi nih yang harus
Showcase what
bekerja
Kickoff is
nih.
possible of here at the pro level.
Something
of course, someone who's capable of-
Monyet need to be step up lah monyet, or your haters gonna
Both of your
up mulu.
initiator and, all that utility all the way up through mid. You
Udah
send
berapa
this
itu?
when you send the drone.
Apanya?
Really selling that
Hatersnya.
you wanna go for a B pinch.
Waduh.
And then it's just the
Social
force
blade-nya tidak aman.
barreling through A
Udah
lane.
minus itu.
PRX just bit right onto it. Nothing more than that.
Free side sih. Hanya free side
Force
aja.
ups again. We saw them
Kok bisa?
going for that force buy.
Ya.
But
Oh,
Stack.
mereka salah betting kah?
overall
Stack,
yesterday and
Iya,
finding great
nge-stack.
success with it. This time
Oh, tapi mereka masih
really
rotate,
sticking with
mau
these
rotate gitu
classics.
sih.
One sheriff in the hands of Mind Freak.
And this
Ham,
is
kok smoke-nya
this
gitu
is
ya?
a nice play by PRX because this is that screen that they often like to use for a retake onto B. They'll pinch in from both main and defender spawn, try to utilize that toxic screen for a nice pinch. So just trying to sell the fact that they're not here, but no info now. They want to start dwindling
Oh,
it
buat
down.
retake.
Yo.
Still managing to come
Waduh.
up with 2. Despite the fact that he only has a ghost and he also puts the
Well,
fire
mereka
on
cuman
44,
bawa
Mind Freak at 76.
Sheriff sama klasik sih.
Langsung masuk infonya. Banyak di sini, banyak.
Killjoy player in that position. Now Spike can get planted.
Gen.G sama
If it wasn't
PRX
for the
yang ke
sheriff and the
Madrid,
ghost,
iya.
You have to imagine this is one of those rounds where you just call for the save right away, go down to the spike, but they're not even in a good position to do that. Looks like they will try to wait for it. Just trying to pick off some early kills, trying to bait them out with the audio.
Kayaknya sih mereka mau berkorban untuk spike aja nggak sih itu?
It's a
Maybe.
strong read on it. 0 point.
Atau
Tapi
ya
kayak
exit
udah
frag
keluar
aja.
sih.
Now Munchkin is going to be spotting over towards trees. They reopen the door. And as they see
Jasonnya
nothing,
nih, gue takut Jasonnya
very much
kena.
assessing it.
Tuh kan.
Everybody's
Semua
gonna
sih.
assess the map. Mind Freak will be able to take
Ya
one
elah.
more down with him.
Trying to
As
bring
they're
this to
trying to
Munchkin.
juggle it over.
Munchkin.
Can he get it? He
Dapat.
got it.
He was celebrating for a little bit.
Apak
so
sama
wasn't paying
Pasifik apa
attention
bedanya,
there, but-
Min?
I mean, this esports thing doesn't
Sama
work
nggak
out
sih?
texture. You can join the circus. Fantastic juggling.
Sama kan ya?
Gak tau ya,
It's things
zaman
like
apak
that
dulu
where you start
Jepang
to
sama
notice
Korea
that
nggak
Gen.G
masuk
is
sih.
really in it for the
Oh,
victory.
oh
They
iya,
really
iya,
wanna
benar-benar.
get this
Kalau
first title
Pasifik,
in 2024,
Jepang sama
'cause
Korea masuk.
little
Kalau apak
things
tuh
like that
cuman
could make or break
Southeast
the snowball
Asia,
towards a map win.
India masuk gak?
Apa aku
This
ya kali.
is
Ya kayaknya
Beda
iya
sendiri
deh.
deh kayaknya India bahkan.
the turning point it feels like here for PRX.
Ingatku South Asia itu.
Still so much firepower available to Gen.G, but Odin now.
Jadi Pasifik tuh termasuk Jepang, Korea, Indonesia, Singapura, Malaysia. Lebih gede lah ya jangkauannya. Apak Asia Pasifik iya, Asia Pasifik cuman jangkauannya tuh mana aja gue lupa.
Scratched up a lot of members if you were a Gen.G player. So you know that the A site should be weak overall. Meteor going back to try to just disrupt the default
Waduh.
just a bit from PRX. Make sure they have to
Kejedot
spread out
banget.
once again.
Itu picknya emang kayak gitu.
Just activates its
Jump
turret and
picknya.
now
Oh,
returns.
Oke.
Yeah, peeking back out.
Ayat,
Smoke
ayat,
comes down.
defender sided Mayat.
Gen.G just
Ayo,
getting
Nyet.
loose and starting to drift
Masa
away.
iya? Masa enggak? Masa iya?
And
Masa
not
enggak?
spotting anything. Potentially recoverable here for the side of something, but still considers to be a great risk, and now it certainly is one.
See if he's wise to this.
Yang pesisir
Little
Pasifik
wary of
masih
the
masuk sih
catwalk
harusnya.
push, but not quite
Harusnya
down
tuh setahu
on the
gue
grass.
Australia masuk sini juga nggak sih
Oh.
Pasifik?
Loh, timingnya.
Timing jumps away.
Waduh.
Munchkin's
All
gonna
the
try
way
to sell
back.
fake. On to B once again.
Waduh.
Gonna do his damnedest. Moniette in position here. Just waiting a
Ini
little
nih.
bit more.
Munchkinnya coy.
Just cutting off
Coming
the
down.
backup should be enough here for Munchkin. Oh, he
Ya
hears Rocket and he calls for them
ampun.
to go to B.
Aduh,
What a
Odin
break.
Mati harusnya.
Swings out
Ya,
from Mind Freak.
timingnya, oh my
Missing each other,
god.
Mind Freak. He could just be able to shut this down.
Timing.
Depending on when he decides to
Ayo,
swing out.
shoot.
The time's so very limited, but now he's turning his sights away so the spike can get planted. Moniette
Oh,
jumping forward.
what?
Shot from Munchkin. Looks for more. Munchkin gets the
Mind Freak,
third.
Mind Freak yang bingung.
Last one standing on this side of the map.
Masih bisa tapi masih bisa.
Three.
Oh,
Tinggal
bisa,
tekstur,
bisa,
tinggal
bisa.
tekstur.
Join in, pushing his way in through Mark.
Masa iya? Ayo something.
Oh, win
Let's
rate,
go.
win rate tapi masih tinggi sih, ada tekstur ya. Ya ampun, win rate-nya tinggi banget nih orang. Ya
Oh my God.
ampun, nih orang gila sumpah, nggak masuk akal nih orang. Oh my god, we need to ban texture lah.
This is beautiful.
Kalau
This is
orang
beautiful
bilangnya
from
di
Gen.G.
Valorant bakal
You have
ada
an
band agent
incredible
nggak?
goal
Bakal
from
ada band
IGL
ini nggak?
who
Band
puts
itu
himself
nggak?
at
Band
risk to not
band
only sell
band
the
pemain
fate,
kita.
but you are still looking at the clock to say that we
Ya
have
lama-lama
some
nanti
margin here.
roster Valorant 10 orang beneran anjir.
Back to the A side. Then
Bisa
really
band agent, band
Band
playernya.
pemain.
bonus. This is everything you could hope for.
Mana
Gen.G
boleh.
doesn't close this map out. I think these players have plenty to be upset about because this should pretty
Lexter
much
kok
spell the
bisa
end of it.
gitu ya? Bisa, namanya dia jago gimana dong?
Beautifully serving that one up. Once again, just slowing things down.
Oke.
Is texture something able to find that
Something
headshot?
sebenarnya
Backs his way out.
lumayan nembaknya ini.
Time over, catching Mind Freak on that lurk forward out of B main.
Cuman nggak punya agent kabur aja dia pakai
Trying
Gecko.
to push this. He does have a Bulldog and Meteor at 11 HP. Severely
Tuh
disadvantaged
guys,
here.
dengerin kata Andika. Wah, yang nonton 400, like-nya belum ada setengahnya. Yang bener aja.
Taking down something.
Betul.
Giving that advantage back over to Gen.G as Lakia is here, sat outside of Gelato, and this time Monyet not going to be able to win the fight right around that ult orb.
Yeah, they should be able to go over to B. Meteor heard the exit from B main. You got the kill in mid as well, so you know that Forsaken was pretty pressured on the B
Nice.
side.
Nice timing. Sheesh.
Before that ping would come
Dah
down,
baik
catches
cooking, dah
Lakia
baik cooking.
completely off guard.
Ke timku, ke
Finds the
timku.
punish, keeps things close as well as recovering a weapon.
Oh, for second harus dapat ininya anjir.
It'd be wise
Karonnya
to
ini.
just tuck in somewhere, make
Bahaya
sure that you
banget.
can cut off
Tapi
the
Karonnya
backup.
masuk
Ah,
ke
Karonnya
They're a little scared
cempel
of
lagi.
Meteor so low.
Iya. Waduh.
Find this right now, Forsaken doesn't think about it.
Waduh. Waduh.
Karen finding the kill, leaving it out.
Clutch.
Goodbye on its lonesome.
Dah baik clutch.
Find a quick pick onto Meteor would bring it into a 1v2. He still holds onto a paranoia as
Ini
well
agent
as
PRX ke
1
outdrop
TP.
ke counter sama KO. Ya, I mean there's a reason why
Three
KO is a
members,
popular
they can
agent.
watch every single
Ada
possible
alasan
entrance. It
kenapa
doesn't matter if the
KO
mind
tuh
games are here or
agent
not.
yang di-pick pasti di map ini gitu loh.
Let's go for a shadow step here.
Udah gitu banyak
Oh, the Munchkin enters
belok-belokannya.
that smoke right away. Doesn't
Kalau
want to take any
lempar
risks.
The flash into the back, but now
Dagger
very
pasti
well
kena.
aware of his position. The swing out.
Udah nggak
Wah,
bisa.
udah di
Meteor
Pick
does
the boys
remain
gitu gimana,
standing
Chan?
at the end of it. 11 HP and 11 round wins. Gen.G 2 away from taking their map pick of Ascent in dominant fashion.
And finally, an operator comes online for PRX, but it just might be
Ganti
too
roster
late.
waktu ganti
What
map boleh
Gen.G's
nggak sih?
been doing here is really
Kayaknya
just
setahu
shutting
gua nggak
down
bisa
the
deh.
possible compositional advantage.
Ada
nggak
that
sih kejadian
PRX is
kayak gitu?
looking
Kayaknya belum
for.
ada
I
ya
mean,
di
they have so
Valorant.
many ways where they could really initiate this attrition of all that utility. and, and they just have, I mean, Gen.G just has the counters to it. Obviously, this
Ente
composition,
map
the class
1 Alex
composition
baru
of Zen is
ganti
good for a
harus
reason.
ganti meja abis ini. Ya siapa tahu dia comeback. We don't know.
No one there to greet him. The snake bite, now the free entry coming through.
Free side.
Planted. And as Meteor plants this,
Reset
also
lah orang di
gonna
ulti
get a
gitu gimana coy?
So many ultimates here for the side of PRX that they're just one away from things that they could very well
Kemarin
utilize.
Afrika
Would love
match
to
rotasi
have
roster. Oh iya
this
kah?
retake going, but now it's just
Emang iya,
that
Kai?
tempo lockdown.
Ya, yang mode-mode kayak Jing diganti sama
Try to rush right
monyet
Oh.
gitu-gitu kan ada mereka campur-campur gitu kan.
Ya elah, padahal gue kira langsung oh my
But
god.
they lost the war.
Lagi dan lagi orang ini.
Biji next gak sih?
Gila nggak sih?
Anjay.
Texture nggak masuk akal, Cok.
Now at map point.
I mean, Texture
Dia
pretty
jago
much
itu.
asking how big's your mouse
Ya,
pad
ada
something
aja tuh.
because you ain't flicking for this one. Shuts him down.
Even the high sense not going to save you there.
My gosh. And I think one of
Texture
the
nggak
things that
dicoy.
might be, I mean, sure, they face against each other in Group C, but one thing that really is keeping PRX scratching their head is you just haven't seen a Korean squad
kelihatan
play
betisnya ya,
for
coy.
contests like this.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they just greed for these duels, and they're not backing away from it.
The confidence right now is just something that is so dangerous that PRX has to deal with, but breaking the confidence of Gen.G has proven to be incredibly difficult for every single team that has faced them thus far.
Oh, they
Lo kira kalau di rank udah
Wow,
dikatain
the
dark
Warriors up
system.
Try to take down this pit.
Swing on the corner.
Yo.
Oh,
Dead.
ya
Flash up on the back of the
ampun.
wall, gets the full
Yo, next map.
Oh no.
Balas di next map.
And Monyet will
Balas di
find
next map.
kill. Showstopper at the ready, spotting.
Gue udah balas di next match anjir.
Keeping in this one, and also finding that spike. Texture, however,
Waduh.
around the back. Regains his audio, dashes away. The boombot only able to find the kill. 7 bullets remaining here. As Meteor, the cover
Waduh.
fire out in mid, finds it, and it's a one-tap.
Bersih banget lagi lastnya.
13-5.
Nggak bisa coy.
Baru map 1 saya ketar-ketir. Santai. Baru map 1. That's exactly why. Map 1.
Giveaway dulu nggak sih?
Iya nggak sih, biar semangat.
Berapa
Ya nggak sih?
berapa langsung? Berapa? 4.
Jangan 4 lah.
Berapa?
Ya udah 4. Waduh.
Nah, jadi
Ya udah 4 boleh.
4 dulu.
4 lah. Boleh.
Weh.
Bacot.
Hey,
Paman Beruang baru saja memberikan 10.000.
Paman Beruang.
Ambil hoki gawe nih preks menangkaan.
Oke, semoga. Bentar, giveaway dulu ya, bentar ya.
Giveaway-nya pakai sistem Nightbot kah nanti?
Ini pakai Nightbot nih.
Oke. Gas, silahkan take it away, yokai.
Nah, kita sistem pakai keyword aja kali ya.
Boleh.
Kalau kayak gini. Oh, gini. Pakai yang gini langsung juga bisa kali.
Bisa.
Harus pakai
Tapi kalau
keyword.
kayak gitu nanti gue bisa kepilih juga nggak sih? Mendingan lo keywordin aja.
Nah, ini kalau lu kagak ngomong sekarang ini aman sih harusnya.
Oh, oke.
Ini baru dihitung soalnya nih.
Oke, boleh.
Coba ngomong guys, coba. Chat maksudnya bukan ngomong. Katanya kalau nge-like persentase dapatnya lebih banyak.
Emang boleh.
By the way, ini nanti ini ya, kalian lihat nih. Ini ya 16 orang bakal aduh ketutupan sama avatar gua, babi. Baca pincetnya, oke? Baca
16
pincetnya ya.
orang ya guys ya.
16 orang kita akan bagiin in-game code untuk di-redeem di in-game-nya. Nanti itu isinya ada kayak gun body, spray,
Sama player card.
nah gitu ya. Udah kah?
Lu nggak bisa ban words gitu ya?
Ban words? Agak sih kayak.
Oke.
Oh di sininya ya maksudnya.
Oke. Padahal pengen gue idein yang ngetik claim nggak bisa dapet.
Yaudah kita batasin dulu nih sampai bentar ini 15.48 deh sampai 15.48. Kelamaan. Oh 10 detik terakhir. 1, aduh 10 detik mulu capek banget tuh.
Ya udah gue yang hitung 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10.
Roll it. Oke, zero. Mana nih zero? Lu komen Instagram lu ya. Komen nama Instagram lu.
Saudara Zero. Enggak, gini aja. DM kita. Ya udah boleh. DM itu juga nih. Mesti itu juga nih.
Zero mana Zero? Ini menunggu message-nya Zero nih. Zero, message-nya mana? Halo, Instagram. Kalau enggak lu DM dah. Ya lu DM. Zero ya. Ini ada nih Dava Priodi ya. Yuk.
Silahkan DM kita dapat.
Ini dulu aja dicatat dulu ya.
Boleh.
Jadi langsung gua connect situ ya.
Bentar. Mana pulpen gua?
Bentar.
Siapa namanya?
Itu lihat di layar gua dah.
Dava Priadi. Oke.
Prio. Pakai O.
Hah?
Priodi kilo.
Oh, oke. Iya.
Hati.
Maaf dapat.
Boe ya. Mamae. Roll it lagi ya.
Ya.
Roll lagi.
Iya.
Oke, 1, 2, 3, 4, let's go. Gian Nugraha, silakan DM itu, kasih tahu Instagramnya apa, terus langsung GM juga kalau mau. Gian Nugraha, ditunggu
Pada
jawabannya.
Saudara Gian Nugraha, silahkan.
Pastikan kehadirannya dulu nih di message nih, bentar. Gian, anjir manggilnya gitu banget ya. Gian. Gian, cok, buruan. Mana ini orangnya? Gak dibalas, Pak. Gak keluar ininya. Oh, itu ada tuh. Itu ada tuh Gian tuh. Instagram lu apa? Ada orangnya, woi.
Ini pada reroll sama nih tadi pas giveaway yang tadi juga belum
Ya.
10 aja udah pada hangus.
Ya makanya
Biasa ya,
toxic
netizen
banget
emang.
sih. Toxic banget sih. Gini aja dah, kalau pokoknya yang gak DM langsung hangus dah gitu aja deh. Ya, sudah mereka DM ke Instagramnya kita ya. Kalian tahu kan Instagramnya kita?
Tadi siapa tuh? Dapa Priodi, tolong.
Kalau nggak DM, udah bye bye. Katanya udah DM tuh Gian. Gian udah DM.
Oh ya Gian udah. Nih
Udah,
udah.
next ya.
Oke.
Kita langsung roll berikutnya. 1, 2, 3. Tara, why so serious? Apakah ada orangnya? Kenapa selalu serius? Kenapa begitu serius? Anjir dibilangin wibu, parah banget nih orang-orang anjing. Kacau anjir. Ini satu lagi ya, abis ini satu lagi. Buruan, why so serious? Lu tapi juga harus message juga nih, biar kita tahu ada keberadaan lu di sini. Kalau nggak ada, kita cabut nih. Kalau nggak ada, kita cabut, woi. Nih ada nih, why so serious? DM ya. Di deskripsi ada tuh Instagramnya ironsenpai. DM. Yuk, next ya, terakhir ya. Siap ya, oke ya. Yuk, udah yuk.
Mana why so serious? DM lu belum masuk coy.
Ya udah, tapi gue langsung roll ya.
Ya udah.
Yang keempat, 1, 2, 3. Tada. Al, congrats Al. Di mana nih? Al tadi ada tuh tadi. Ada nih Al nih. DM ke Instagram dah. Ya. DM ke Instagram. Tuh, aku mau dong katanya tuh. DM Instagram. Kasih tahu juga Instagram lu deh sekarang deh. Instagramnya apa gitu.
Ini Instagramnya si Why So Serious apa ya?
Waduh, telat banget lo kalau itu.
Ya lu, ya udah.
Tadi gua nanya. Oke Min, iya apa Instagramnya? Instagram lo apa, Al? Instagram. Tuh nah, Alsukaikan.
Sukaikan mana? Oke, ditunggu DM-nya ya.
Oke, udah 4 guys ya, udah 4. Nanti kita kalau udah break lagi 4 lagi gitu-gitu ya. Sabar ya.
Sukaikan, oke, udah masuk ya.
Oke, pelan-pelan Pak Sopir, pelan-pelan. Kita nanti lanjut lagi nanti.
Nah ini gue sambil masukin yang
Scam pala bapak kok, scam cok. Gue pikir
Sabar, yokai sabar.
ya, gua ini lagi capek anjing. Ngomongnya scam tak pelintiri satu-satu cok.
Apa yang dipelintir? Bacot.
Bacot.
Sky baru saja memberikan 10.000. Punya GW hubungi lo apa Fuyukai, buat tata caranya.
Ini apa nih strike?
Oh, DM aja.
Ya udah DM aja IG. By the way, udah mau mulai. Udah agent pick.
Triple duelist
Split
for
another
PRX.
Yoru.
Let's do it. It
Triple duelist lagi aja.
But what really makes a duelist effective is confidence. It is so important.
Hey, Al, welcome to the membership, Al. Kita ke DJ member.
Every time the cam was on,
Pakai emojinya biar yang abu-abu ini.
He was looking happy. He did at one point, but he got that like 3K. PRX, they need to feel confident. You have 3 duels. You have no confidence, that's it. All right, let's go into our second game split over to our casters to take us through the action.
Thank you very much. Yes, here we go again. Ladies and gentlemen, if you weren't tuned into the matches yesterday, first of all, what in the hell were you doing? What were you thinking? Missing out on those...
Iya, yang nggak dapat dia, nge-scam sendiri goblok emang. Goblok.
triple
Gak usah di sini,
duel
anjing.
from PRX, but that's okay.
Santai,
Bringing it
santai.
out
Oh my
for you
God.
once again. The
Oh,
question
lol,
is,
anjing.
can they get the win?
Santai. Oh my god.
Yeah, and now starting on the attacking side as well. So Gen.G, they've been banning it since that tough loss against RQ, 11-13, as the desk touched upon. Now they're bringing it back. Now in that game, their defense was, by miles much stronger. So trying to just get a head start here on the rounds. And guess
Lama-lama
what?
nggak usah
PRX,
buat
they
abu,
favor the
anjir.
attack here with
Membership
this
aja
composition
nanti.
as well.
All right, for now, nice and quiet over here at B.
Hai, kami kira nak welcome to membership. Tinggal DJ main. Join member.
Flash held at the moment there from Locky as a nice interrupt on the plant comes through. The rush back out. Able to find one yet with two. Meteor up in heaven. Finding one before getting taken out. Amazing fast hit coming back in here from PRX.
Udah mulai.
The last one standing with just
Ya kan
Sheriff
gua
in
lagi
hand.
ngurusin giveaway.
Looking for some kills, looking for anything here, but with another paint shell as well as everybody hounding him down, he will fall. Dubai, the only casualty. PRX will once again claim an opening pistol.
Yeah, I thought Gen.G might just be going for the delay there with the paint shells and then take that time to clear out back alley once more, but they kind of initiate the retake immediately, and that actually favors PRX as they've already gotten off of the spike plant. They still have all 5 members available, still good positions from within the site. So Gen.G, we'll see if they kind of reconsider some of those timings, because we know how crazy PRX's post-plant situations can get, especially with Forsaken Juru.
Meteor still going to be picking up that Marshall. He's on the jet. Very standard eco buy from him. Otherwise, Kalian ready for some close contact. But something.
Damn.
Things that we saw he was so damn good at.
Oh, tapi kena ya? Kena sekali itu padahal.
With the Vandals and finding the headshot instantly. So he does it once more here. Start off this round. Mind Freak hanging back will take a bit of damage, but finds the elimination there on the Lakia. Now with Kalian making his way over. I think he's going to have to take
Oke, halo kawan, selamat di stream.
Shorty on the retake, probably not going to be the best thing.
Yeah, good backup from Forsaken as well. So we see that Mind Freak's pretty low.
Waduh,
You don't
waduh,
want to lose
tembakannya
those rifles.
begitu.
Forsaken going down with the Sheriff is fine. You still have 3 rifles that you bought up. Want to try to keep that in play. And Divine hears that. He's ready for the quick kill on to Kalian.
Oke.
That's
Nggak mahal, nggak
2-0
mahal.
for PRX once again.
That it is. This is where we saw the turnaround and the streak beginning for Gen.G. So PRX, see if they're going to be able to clinch this conversion on the bonus round, or if Gen.G will be able to get themselves on the board. But really nice hot start there from something. Mind Freak with fantastic anger, just not allowing them to find any presence around this ramp.
Yeah, given the compositions once again and PRX,
Infokan. Oh, 2-0. Oke lah,
Aman,
boleh
aman.
lah.
looking to throw something out of the book.
Aman.
to get
Tekstur
this bonus round conversion.
terpantau
You
belum
want to get as
menyala.
many on the attacking half as possible.
Does it again.
It starts with that.
Gila, something lagi gacor anjir.
Swing main.
Dikasih jet langsung gacor lagi.
Over at screens.
Harusnya kasih jet aja nih orang anjir.
Footsteps.
Emang comfort
Off
picknya
2-0
udah.
Meteor just around the corner. Lakia swinging. They're going to try to double face here. As, yeah, it's not ready for that swing to come back through. It's going down. The rest of the team rotating over towards B, where Kalian's still going to be sat. By just kind of dodging around that Trailblazer a bit. And I guess just didn't see anything at all. No peripheral vision on the dog, I suppose. Forsaken, but that outlaw to use that way to find Kalian. Texture up and have it
Langsung hilang tapi.
one back. Mind Freak very quickly replies with a kill of his own.
Bonus cair coy.
Damage there on him on yet. Cancel on the plan for now. Means that Meteor
Bonus
does
cair
manage to
coy.
but widely with the teammates
What?
coming through. PRX not going to be concerned about their losses whatsoever. They convert the bonus and start off 3-0.
I'm a little shocked at how confident Divide was that the Trailblazers didn't see him. I mean, he just knew exactly the angles that he would be able to scout, especially
Padahal
on the
ini
top of the
loh.
screen. I think that's
PRX masih
more so
attacker
what he
loh,
was
belum
beating
defending
on.
loh.
The fact that, of course, when you're right up against that top of the screen, your vision does get
Kan
blurred a
split
little bit
defender sided
already.
banget ya.
And with all that distraction, you know that the site should be weak.
Langsung TO. Panik gaming.
From the Gen.G side, finally using one.
Kok gini gitu?
It's Alex just saying, all right, good guy. Good job, guys.
Yeah, he's like, this time I want to tell you.
Ya,
good
turun
job.
dulu teksturnya. Giliran something dulu.
But
Ambil
first
spotlightnya.
time that we're seeing from the Gen.G camp, just given how
Oh, 3 duelis lagi ya stratnya ya?
Ya itu Yoru tuh sebenarnya dijadiin inisiator sama dia.
Iya. Ya kan kemarin mereka bilang itu si apa namanya? Yorunya dipakai buat jadi pengganti Sky. Padahal tapi Sky masih dipakai loh di sama tim lain. Mungkin karena ya itu si kekuatan healnya ya yang masih tidak tergantikan.
Gen.G gets a little curious because they still don't have as much information either. Of course, they're also
Gasin
running a double
13-0,
duelist here, so not as much
boleh,
util
boleh.
that you're used to having, especially with the sky changes. I am curious if Gen.G might consider trying not to use the operator too much, right? Don't try to build up to that too much economically because you might get the first kill, but when you've got the Raze Jet and the Yoru like all TPing into sight, that just spells trouble.
Oh, I mean, we saw how easily, for the most part, Forsaken was able to deal with those operators as well.
Yeah.
When he was the one going into the dimensional drift or just TPing into a position where they suspect that side player was going to be posted up, more often than not,
Dia masih
he was
aman,
coming away with those
aman.
eliminations. So it could be the game plan that they try to stray away from that. We'll have to just wait and see as things continue to develop. For now, full stack from Gen.G over on the A side, as they are very quickly going to learn that they have gambled wrong.
Side.
That's unfortunate.
Itu siapa yang mau?
PRX will just
Ngeplan
wait.
siapa itu dibuang
to
begitu
have
aja?
somebody
anjir.
that needs an ult point.
Oke,
Siapa
thank
yang
you,
mau?
Strike.
Try to
Siapa
go for
yang
the
mau
spot
plan?
plant.
No fun yet, finally volunteers. Saying Showstopper's pretty good, I guess I'll take that.
Bisa beda side kayak gitu
Knowing that they
ya.
had the time as well. Now,
Namanya
it's,
juga
I'm gonna be curious if
stacking,
PRX
gambling.
all decide to push
Stacking.
back out of main because it
Salah
looks like
nebak
that's the
basically
idea.
ya.
They don't want to push any deeper
Soalnya kalau
into
emang
the
Iko
side.
ya itu.
So
kayaknya,
PRX
and
perhaps the idea, not really
quantity
necessarily going for kills, right? They just want to say we want to snowball as much as possible. We want to keep the weapons we have. Don't necessarily hunt for kills. If they die to the spike, that's it.
Oh iya.
Creeping up. Freak finding one, Charon. And off the back of that damage there, gets the nice headshot.
Mah action
You're gonna
frag
want
aja
a double
sih.
stack here. Something alone could be dangerous.
Action
Yeah,
frag
checking all the way
kebanyakan
back
ini.
over towards spawn. Heaven for the time being.
Dibikin
not
mahal.
being checked. As Lockett will fall, but Karen with another nice shot. Texture as well.
Mahal
Some solid
sih.
damage here, as Karen's gonna be able to find
Lah.
three. They
Baca.
clean up, they can't stop the spike.
Stray
Menang.
baru saja
PRX menang.
memberikan
Strike.
100.000. Last
Gen.G
sebelum
doing some
pamit
damage, recovering
wakaf.
some weapons.
Oke, Strike, thank you ya.
This is by far the absolute worst case
Thank you
scenario
udah
for
mampir.
PRX on that round. Sure, you're supposed to win the round. Yes, you can buy up to most of your weapons. But giving over those kills and the free weapon upgrades, that allows for the operator to still be a considered
Second-
purchase here for
Oh,
Meteor.
shorty kill ya,
Gen.G,
shorty kill.
A ray of hope. to
Jangan
get
teorinya
back
aja,
into this
teorinya
first
aja.
half.
Oper tuh, oper.
Essentially, I mean, Meteor not going to give them the opportunity to really swing in towards main. He's just going to try to greet them off the rib. Does have Lock here to try to back up, peel a bit, but with the
Yes,
dimensional
oh.
drift
Ketahuan,
coming through, he's
ketahuan,
gonna have to
ketahuan.
back away very swiftly. Now the paranoia as well
Mati
crashes
itu, mati.
in.
Nice.
Is out of the portal, and he's
Mau
not
kemana
judging
lu, nggak
and
boleh
Lockett
pergi,
falls.
aduh.
Something is the
Waduh.
one, of course, the headshot Meteor at the same time. Munchkin will make his way up into heaven. Will be able to take down the enemy jet, but now a 3v4.
Monyet ekonominya selalu yang termiskin.
Nice.
Waduh.
Ramp. Shuts down one. Karen just
Karonnya masih ini kah, masih
managing to find the
menyala
elimination
kah karonnya?
Texture waiting on that flash. Swings
nice,
in.
nice, nice, nice.
Forsaken's gonna be good for it.
Forsaken nyala
3K
banget
here
coy pakai
from the
Yoru,
Yoru.
sumpah.
PRX, well, not gonna be losing all their weapons this time around. And in
Ininya
fact,
dia
they
aja.
pick up the operator themselves.
Yeah, you can imagine how you're going to counter the
I mean,
Yoru
yang bahkan
volume.
yang bawa
Once you
Yoru
hear
ke
that little
scene
whisper
kompetitif
from the
awal
other
kayaknya
dimension
Forsaken.
following you all into the site, things get
Actually ya, pas zaman dulu banget kan ya.
Yang make it work di bind
That just
pertama
really
kali.
sets up all three
Iya,
duelists
iya,
for
iya.
Habis itu
great
sampai
entry.
fanatik
And I was gonna
sempet
say
kalah
overall,
gitu.
this is actually one of the first matches where I felt that Divide
Sempet
had
nyoba
very
counter,
little
cuman kalah
impact,
sempet.
but right there holding that close angle, trying to get back into the swing of things himself.
Still a purchase coming through, but obviously the operator not in hand. Something just gonna look to eat some of that damage. As the Trailblazer, nice timing, does get cleared out before it can spot him in this position.
Oh.
Flash coming in, Texture on the swing.
How?
Not ready for it, ends up getting taken down. Dominance
Deadlock udah
continuing
dibawa
for
jauh
PRX.
game mode, tinggal ISO kayaknya. Wow.
Gen.G, they can't get
Really?
too curious about
Hah?
this. I like that they're retaking control of
Deadlock
ramp,
udah
but
dibawa
that's about
jauh
all
game
you
mode.
get. You try to push
Yeah.
in
Di
through the
VCT.
smoke. That spells trouble.
Well,
Look at this.
Jadi Hamu
those-
nggak ada ya
of
lagi
the
ya,
just
Deadlock
lack of sound,
agent.
They're drifting off. They're moving away from this A
Deadlock
site.
agent jawabannya titik.
I don't blame them, because otherwise you're down to a 2-2 split, right? So I guess they're just saying, listen, worst case scenario, we go for a 45 retake. You do have the Cosmic Divide. We'll see what they have cooked up.
Wah,
So I don't blame them, but you're
baru
right.
ya
I mean,
itu.
they go for the
Parah
gamble because they
banget.
don't hear the audio anymore. And it's
bisa gitu ngomongnya aja.
another free site for
Wih,
PRX.
Satchel apaan tuh
You know,
tadi
they're happy to
monyet?
fight, but they're just saying, okay, well, if
Satchel
we're
monyet?
going for free with no content, we'll take that
Satchel.
as well.
Exactly.
Satchelnya ke atas.
Get off the mine. Yeah,
Exactly,
Showstopper
Satchel
now
monyet.
online.
Satchelnya ke atas.
Oh iya, Potter cookie.
Gen.G.
Kalau sampai itu bener-bener menang lagi, Potter
How
coach terbaik
far do you
Valorant
really
aja.
push to try to get this retake
Yeah.
going before you just have to call it off. Lockett does have a stinger, so he
Dia
wouldn't
kemarin
mind
menang gak sih? Best coach?
sacrificing
udah
for the,
menang.
you know,
Menang
chance
kan?
to
Tapi
try to clean some
itu
kills up.
itu kan bisa jadi hoki ya. Kalau sampai 2 kali gitu misalnya, berarti kan bener-bener gila
Oh
soalnya.
no.
Lockett will be able to find one. Karen now though Last man
Nggak
standing.
mungkin.
Oh,
Push onto the corner is going to be good for the kill into something. He was down to no HP.
Oh, wait a minute. Babi, baru gua bilang nggak mungkin nih, nggak mungkin.
Mind freak sends out the paranoia. He tries to swing the wall. TP's in.
mainin aja nggak sih?
Nice.
Mainin aja nggak sih? Masa
First of all,
iya?
Caron thought he would have
Untung dia
Melihat
itu.
apa tuh dia ke atas?
He threw his best
Melihat
shot he had
bintang.
in that
Melihat.
game, like 1v1 when he was just enshrouded in the
Melihat
darkness,
Apa?
but
Itu
Apa tujuan?
pada
I've been
kono
seeing and
sekai
watching
wa.
these games, I feel like we're getting
Udah,
right close
nanti
to
kopi
peak
kanan.
Mind Freak once again. Reminiscent of the performances he had back at Masters Copenhagen, where he
Tenang,
was helping
senyum.
carry so many
Aron
impact
senyum udah.
Basic Masters Copenhagen, we can still look at champions.
That's true.
That Astra play, the 1-2-3
Anjir, mereka
Pearl,
saking nggak maunya ngasih poin lagi itu aja. Semua timeoutnya dihabisin. Dia attacker. Dia attackernya PRX.
Absolutely thriving in this chaos.
Wow.
Jadi udah nggak ada TO lagi mereka.
Lagi pose buat prewed, lihat kan? Itu joke lama banget gak sih? Lihat awan di sana.
Itu nunjuk awan.
Nunjuk awan ya.
You know, once you're down that one man, suddenly these retakes are looking tough. We're seeing
Selalu PRX harus dicambuk dulu baru panas. Kayaknya iya deh pakai teori apa tuh namanya reverse psychology gitu.
I mean, they don't really need it at this point. All of them performing well up to their own standards here on the second map, looking very comfortable and proving that this triple duelist wasn't just a gimmick.
Bang, tambah salon pas buat tekstur, waduh.
I mean, sure, they might have cooked something up just because this tournament is relatively short.
Bapak,
People aren't going to have as much time to
jadi
anti-strat.
turu
So
dulu.
yes, there's merit to that. But hey, that's power to
Istirahat,
you. You know how to play the
istirahat.
tournament. You know how to play the system. You might as well be ready for that victory.
Every other team with hopes of Madrid around the world likely going to be looking at this one. Only for
Masa
PRX to
iya?
do something
Masa
completely different when they make it over to Spain. Manya jumping forward, trying to see if he can get somebody out in the open.
Nice.
Something has now in mid. Locky just jiggling on the corner.
Oh, Meteor punya.
No info.
Oh, bukan
no
tekstur.
flashes. Your retake is now more difficult. You don't
Gua
know
kalau
if
lihat
you're
Blaster punya
stackable for the
tekstur
2-2
takut
split.
anjir.
So Gen.G, if you don't want to give up this round right away, I think you do
Gen.G
have to
lagi
play for
cek
contact.
tiket
It's
harganya
risky,
berapa
but this
tadi
is what you
TO.
need.
Lah kan mereka udah di home ground. Lah,
Orb going down. Okay,
Aduh.
2v2. Surprise fight goes the
Kaget.
way of
Kaget
Gen.G.
kalah lagi.
Texture. Putting their team here in the
Ugh.
most winnable position.
Would you expect, coy?
Munchkin reads it perfectly. Sides back over to main. The swing in. Snake fight at the ready.
Oh.
Flash connecting on
Oh,
him.
nice.
Will just get sprayed down through the smoke.
Winnable
Flash
banget.
back
Ya
in,
ampun,
he's attacking.
nyet.
Manya does fall. Texture now swinging back over to the ramp. Forsaken winning the fight.
Forsaken clutch.
Bisa banget.
Clutch gak sih? Clutch gak sih?
should be able to
Dari info dulu.
Dapat dua-duanya dapat.
Rotating around. And it looks like they think that he's just going to end up snapping back over towards A. Fakes the teleport.
Tipu-tipu.
Exits over here at B.
Tipu-tipu
They call
gaming.
the bluff as much as they could, but it's Forsaken. He knows how this works. He sees their movement all the way to the end, even leaves that one extra seed of doubt, spotting Caron nearby, and now he has a gate.
Something skin gosong mulu dah ya. Ya mungkin
Crash set up.
skin hokinya
He'll
dia
play
yang
with
skin gosong
40
kali.
HP.
When does he tap it though? Surely this is a fake.
Ya, di T. Sulit.
Get up to half. He's going to have to do something here soon. The fake TP coming
Oh,
in. But Karen's just stuck to it.
Oke, bagus anjir.
Unfortunate, just couldn't
Dia nggak
find
expect
the
di smoke-nya sih itu.
onto the headshot.
Dia nggak
Hero
expect di
picking up the
smoke-nya.
kill as well. The setup was there. You know, you can't doubt the Master Yoru here in Pacific, but Caron just sticking with it close to the wall as well. So good positioning with Meteor able to cover
Kan
it.
setidaknya mahal.
Iya,
This is where
coy.
it starts. I mean,
Yeah.
Munchkin with the call that we can't just keep getting shaken up back and forth after we lose one guy. We have to even out the numbers. And this is how they
Buset
win
dah.
a lot of these rounds, where they don't get the first kill, right? They've been very good at converting these.
Well, that's one step in the right direction here for Gen.G. Again, it was, widely that attacker side that we saw PRX getting the most value from the triple duelist. Understandable. As Flash pack bouncing backward out of that smoke. Not much damage taken
No.
here. Bot comes in, texture decides that that's his swing timing. Something
Okay.
swings up in towards heaven.
Tuh bunyinya enak
Finds Locky
banget,
the
coy.
right click. Should
Klasiknya.
looking for a little bit more, but Forsaken able to keep his teammate protected.
Hmm.
Whittled away at, but keeps them in with the man advantage.
They have information on two of the members. I'm pretty sure they should have spotted the jet.
Timnya
up
nggak
ahead as
ngeping
well.
ya. Roundnya ya
Waiting to see if anybody else comes swinging in, but
Nggak tahu
Forsaken
sih.
playing right on the edge outside of the garage.
Nice. 3 lawan 2 winnable nggak sih? Tapi weapon disadvantage. Walaupun bisa ngambil sih sebenarnya.
Something masih ada.
Oh.
Ya ampun.
Ready for it. Now looking for the push
I
forward.
see.
Something able to win out.
As long something is alive,
Munchkin has the
Kuncinya
pick.
di something kah kalau PRX?
something jet sih. Sama aja kayak tekstur sih.
So risky.
Iya, oke.
If he wins
Jet
the open
rada
fight,
kurang ajar.
something jiggle peeking. Not a weapon
Something.
ends up falling. Munchkin still though completely unaware of Mind Freak's
Kok
position.
bisa?
Just rely on his
Ketahuan,
intuition, but now
ketahuan.
knows. Time is going to be dwindling. Smoke coming down.
Nice.
Swings out. Mind Freak.
Kayaknya kamu kecepatan bentar.
Able to find the kill.
Oh, refresh dulu.
PRX not allowing for Gen.G to string anything together. 7-1.
Refresh bentar ya.
Worse and worse this time.
Oke.
Looking very possible with the economy in this one, but a very quick kill and exit from something on that one. And I want to give props to Munchkin. He reads the jump timings onto the jet over from something, and he peeks out right as he knows the jump is landing because he hears the float. But at the end of the day, it's Mind Freak once again. 10 kills and 3 deaths. What an impressive scoreline.
Kenapa emang lu refresh?
Kalau lu kecepatan.
Going on the entry, gets the full flash. He's going to be taken out by Texture with the nade.
Oh my god, monyet.
Texture goes leaping forward. Sends it into the corner. Mind Freak TP is actually on the back end of the showstopper going off. Now gets himself tucked away, but the spike for now getting drifted over towards that B site, rotating back around through the attacker spawn. Meteor, however, way out ahead. He can hear these footsteps.
Oh yeah, notwithstanding the weapon situation, this is the best round Gen.G's looking at so
Oh my
far.
god.
There's the one tap.
Oh
to
my
Kalian,
god.
putting him down. Doesn't want to continue to hold the angle, showing respect to the opponents that he's facing. He pulls back, also very well aware
Monyet
that
kayaknya emang belum katem pakai race gitu gak sih?
The Seekers are going to give him sight of at least one.
Gak tau deh.
Oh, sungguh nih orang.
Oh my god, meresahkan.
Dia ngeri banget aja.
Takut gua, coy. Bener-bener nyulik pakai one bullet doang.
Mind Freak to try and see if they can somehow engineer this 2v5 retake. Otherwise, Gen.G, I mean, it was on the tip of my tongue right as the round started, but they pushed the go button so quickly. But these guys, they're thrifties throughout this tournament, have been impeccable, and they're looking for another one now.
That's how they're able to overcome so many of these opponents. And Texture has the
Ini,
lineup.
ini.
2 more in B main as well. So even if they get through this race, it's a
Teksturnya,
difficult
coy.
one.
Udah gitu nggak ketebak posisinya di situ. Dapet.
Grab well coming through, time dwindling, 12 seconds.
Wah, nggak ada waktu sih, nggak ada waktu.
Waktunya susah. Kayak gitu, taruhnya dapat lagi.
Oh, udah damainya udah nggak ada waktu, dia udah nggak ada waktu. Udah nggak bisa. Enti.
Gen.G get themselves up to 2 rounds.
We're going to have to go back and look at this entire tournament because it wasn't just yesterday. Gen.G, they have been clawing their way back into not just maps, but entire matches and stages, phases of this entire kickoff tournament to stay alive off of these thrifties, off of these 4v5s, 3v5s, things like that. And you wonder just what it is. I think Karon's a big part of it. Just the shots he can make with these sheriffs, with these guardians, things like that.
Gaming.
He's leading the charge right now. He and Mind Freak. Topping the board.
Sumpah orang-orang kayak gini makannya
Oh
apa
my
apa dah.
Testing the limits there, but coming out on top.
Rusak.
Anjir, udah di-expect.
Getting punished for it.
Udah di-cover sama temennya.
Coba sih time out-nya
berarti. Meteor continuing to have his sights trained in towards mid. By swinging onto the corner, will be able to find that.
Monyet kenapa? Aduh, monyetnya sendiri bahkan nggak tahu kenapa ya.
Ya gitu biasanya bikin kesalahan dikit kalau orang udah overthink tuh udah kayak jir lah. Langsung gitu sih. Kalau menurutku.
I'm not sure if this was necessarily called out in their comms, but Karon not peeking once more after activating the grab well. It just shows how much experience he's gained throughout this tournament as an entirely new rookie. Because obviously, with the grab well activated, he saw that the Omen was still stuck in that area of effect. He could have gone for it, but if he dies there while everyone is waiting for that,
ini jahat banget, tolong monyet beliin pisang parah.
Over one more chance for PRX to claw back into the round, so he just says, "I won't give it to you. I'll wait for more backup to come."
Cenat-cenut gini ya, emang harus gitu kalau nonton PRX ya guys ya. Harus cenat-cenut dulu. Yoi. Harus nonton sampai habis. Info kondisi meja Coach Alex itu kameranya bergetar tuh.
It's when someone obviously just enters into that tournament for the very first time and they're able to go all the way to the very end, winning the title. And for Karon, it's not just this tier of tournament. It's not just
Meja
this
sudah mulai
event or this series
bergetar.
of VCT. It is just everything in the entire professional Valorant ecosystem. This is going to be
Giliran
his
gue
first
tinggal
time
menang terus,
playing
giliran
at
gue
an official
nonton
tournament
kalah.
during a regular season. And for him to
Mungkin.
win a title of Pacific Kings would be nothing short of miraculous.
Yep. It's on a good pace.
Kok gampang banget terus smoke, gue juga gak ngerti.
Gen.G.
Kok bisa ya
Let's say they
digituin.
take the series. Right now, Karon making a damn good argument for MVP of
Gue
this
gak
grand
nonton
final.
lagi.
See what happens. So there's still plenty more Valorant to be played.
Dinyalain aja
PRX
tapi
still out in the
tapi
lead
nggak
by
lo
4
nggak lo
rounds.
lihat gitu.
Gen.G want to try to claw that back
Bang,
as much
hit
as
aja
possible.
kota itu.
Back from Divide, anticipating some forward aggression. Keeps that state
Menurut Min Fuyu tuh meja Coach Alex aman nggak?
PRX found themselves out
Nyampe
here
beres
again.
kayaknya sih.
Ya ampun nih orang dari tadi.
Oh my god.
Hoki mulu anjir.
Go rushing forward.
Lakia,
Some nice
Lakia.
trade damage back there on the Lakia. Putting him down to 48.
Itu ngejoliknya
Still is not found.
orang-orang penting lagi yang nembak nembaknya.
No idea how many more members
Theo per
might
tim
be
berapa
near
kali?
rank in the site
Dua
on A,
kali.
so they are a
Kalau
little
overtime
cautious.
nambah.
And that gives time for Lakia to get the information he needs to start the rotate over to A.
Laki ya.
Somehow.
Ya boleh.
Making it out of there with his life intact. Drop down from Monyet, rushing forward. And Munchkin cannot find the
Nice
spray.
monyet.
Come up with a kill.
Yang baru satu lagi, satu dulu.
Back into a 4v4. Rest of the team rotating over.
Sebaiknya tidak langsung senang.
Now going to be invested.
Iya, sebaiknya tidak gegabah sih.
I mean, this is a gamble if I've ever seen one.
Convict Divide. Not sure how much it's going to be realistically doing here for the side of Gen.G. We'll see how they often play around
Nice.
this one, but something spotted the gun barrel. We'll find the headshot there on a Meteor. Just continue to play around the back side. Lock up, finished off.
Nice.
Coming up with another kill now. Updrafts here on top of the screen. Finds texture.
Something is
Kayak lu yang
angry.
telat sekarang ya.
Something to get the fourth to put him down and stop
Oh,
the
oke.
run back
Dapat,
coming
dapat.
through.
Ya udah gue
Maksudnya,
yang itu deh.
kayaknya lu yang telat ya
Gua
sekarang
Not
maksud gua.
working for them. They get
Kayaknya
themselves now up
di
to
press.
8, looking for 9.
Yeah, I think 8's where you feel okay with it, but 9 would make it very
Menit keberapa?
comfortable
Detik
because
keberapa?
they
Gue
just win that
20.
pistol. And with this
19.
composition, surely you
Kayaknya
just cook up a
gua
little
lebih
bit,
cepat
a
dikit
couple
masih.
more options
Gak tau
for the
kenapa.
pistol round. Make
Kok
sure you
bisa?
secure the
Gak tahu.
2-3
Kok
rounds
bisa?
on the half off the back of the pistol. And then try to get it. This third kill is just
Sekarang?
not fair. Right at the
Nah,
end,
ini masih
Replay.
replay.
he adjusted towards the
Iya.
bottom before he dashes out. But the updraft is smart.
Satu.
You know,
Tiga,
the
dua.
side is there. They're not
Satu.
going to hear it entirely
Kosong.
clearly.
Harusnya sama deh
9.
harusnya.
Ya harusnya
Now
beda lah ya.
Forsaken, starting off this last round of the half very quickly.
Anjay,
Rushing forward, Judge
Freddy
in hand,
Arya
finds
Sandi
Karon.
memberikan 5 membership.
Thank you Freddy. Respect. Yang
kasih
dapat
ya,
dari
yang
Freddy berterima kasih kepada sponsornya.
Jangan lupa dipakai emojinya. Waduh, miss semua. Udah baik mungkin udah baik. Kayaknya sih nggak tahu nggak sih udah baik di situ.
On this alley side, locking out, giving credence to potential position. Starts checking in behind.
Yeah, you gotta suspect it one way or the other. I'm fine with you refilling the pit, but you know where Devi's been playing in that match yesterday against T1. No, he loves those lurks. Now 50 seconds.
saving
I mean,
kah?
Devi could clear here.
Eh,
go
Paman
back
Bro
up
juga
there,
memberikan
but
satu
he's
gift
got all the
membership. Thank you
options he
Paman
needs.
Beruang.
Thank you Paman Beruang.
Spot is gonna be
Wah,
spotted.
kena timing salah ya.
Checking
Susah
right.
sih kalau sanda di
Munchkin finds
Viper
him.
Speed
Gen.G
gitu ya guys ya.
will be able to finish the half with 4 rounds. Which is more than it
Half
was
time-nya
looking
berapa
like it was
tuh?
going to be.
84.
Oke lah.
Jauh lah.
Control.
No, I think the scoreline itself, both teams are
Oke
probably
lah.
okay with it, but given how it started, Gen.G probably feeling a bit better going into the second half.
Pakai
looking at
green
their
screen
chances.
curang, mana ada
Both
curang
teams going to be
coy.
eyeing that ever so precious pistol round to see if they can chain it in to the 2 free wins. That would get PRX just 3 steps away from trying to tie up the series 1-1.
Ini kenapa Kaito Kojiro yang jadi
It's great to see so many
kamplem?
fans out here, not just for Gen.G, but of course the reigning champions Pacific
Ini
as
main
well.
berapa
I mean,
map?
the fan base that
5.
they created here in Korea after the impressive
Well, kalau
performances
misalkan
last
yang
year,
satu udah
including
skor
the
3
finals at
sih,
the
berarti
Jeongju
mainnya
Stadium,
cuma 4 map ya guys
has
ya.
been very, very amazing to see. But now they have to prove it once more. A new start.
Kapan
The
giveaway-nya?
2024 season.
Giveaway-nya itu nanti in between break antara map, soalnya dia agak lama kan guys ya.
for PRX. But yeah, I mean that, you know, just their history and camaraderie with DRX throughout the multiple internationals that you know they have appeared at together, which has basically been every international until now.
Yes. Yeah, it's crazy to really think about the history that the two teams have created, and now we're already seeing
Mapnya
a bit
apa
of a
aja,
shakeup.
Min?
And
Tadi
maybe a little bit more
tadi
of it as well.
Irsen,
As
sekarang
Papers are already
split.
down
Tuh
one
next
map,
tuh di pojok kiri
trying
atas
to
ada
get their
tulisannya
map choices
Lotus ya.
split. The pistol, this is where it
Terus
starts.
habis Lotus apa gue
Be
lupa.
a 3-2 split for PRX.
Tadi kan ambil
Pokoknya
makan pas
terakhir
map.
beri
No gate crash just yet.
deg-degan mulu tiap halftime.
PRX
Ya,
not being at an international.
namanya juga
feels
nonton
like
PRX
dad going
ya.
out to get milk.
We'll leave it right
Wonder
there.
if he's gonna come back.
Oh, habis Lotus bain,
We'll
oke.
finish it,
Oke,
I
oke.
guess. Well, unfortunately,
Kemarin
he didn't go for the
Gen.G
sheriff.
gacor juga sih bainnya.
What?
The first kill, but they
Kagak
don't
dicek monyet ya. Nice lah, nice lah.
look to the left.
Monyet nice.
Take it down.
Coba, Bang.
Oh, no.
Hold here with the
Jason.
sheriff
Bang,
as he
sheriff mo,
crash
Bang.
back across the opposite side
Lagi
of the
bau
map.
bang kayaknya bang.
Two
Jason
sheriffs,
lagi bau, belum
PRX are
mandi
just
kayaknya.
Sheriffnya, sheriffnya doang.
swinging
Dari
with
tadi
these
tuh sheriff.
duels. The train.
Nice.
Arriving, able to find one, giving them back into
Tuh,
the
dia nggak bisa kayak gitu.
Happy with the first one, the swing out the back pillar. Munchkin catching the
Aduh,
bind,
Jasonnya jauh
unawares.
banget lagi tadi.
Now it's
TP-nya
all
ternyata.
on Forsaken. Low HP,
Nice.
Winnable.
Ah, ketahuan nih, ketahuan.
Walaupun dia harus nembak kepala tuh 2 kali sih.
Still more work to be done.
Forsaken
It's
trying
down
to-
the stairs, but this is going to
Tadi.
cost him a significant amount of time.
Yeah, he's just gonna
Aduh,
need to swing at the
kayaknya,
last second, get that kill. But it
Tapi-
might just work out. Oh no!
Hampir ay.
Oh my God.
Seemed like that would have been
Nice,
such a
nice,
devastating
nice.
loss, but
Oh my
PRX, they
God.
will maintain dominance in these pistol rounds now, 3
Dia
to 1.
cosplay com tadi.
They will get up to 9.
Ya,
Iya, jauh
cosplay
banget
com
coy
dikit
tadi.
itu.
Catch you in that corner, and you just don't suspect it in the pistol round. Especially
Untung
after,
si
you know,
apa
that
namanya
you see
si
one person
Vipernya
flash,
Munchkin
there's
ya,
just no
Munchkin
reaction,
melakukan
no spray,
kesalahan
nothing else.
sedikit.
Gen.G
Tadi pikir
thought they
bakalan
Kurang
dari
hoki.
atas lagi. Soalnya
But the
Nggak
double
mungkin-
kill
kayaknya nggak
was
mungkin seniat
just
itu dia
enough. I
mikirnya
was
gitu.
afraid that we
Iya.
saw the double
Muter
team
ke,
die and something trying
City.
to go for the early peaks before Forsaken was able to arrive, but dwindling the numbers down just enough. Now,
Enggak
double
gitu juga
outlaw.
sih, nggak
They
sampai
wanna
kayak gitu
snowball
sih.
as many
Mungkin
rounds as they can,
itu
'cause listen,
hoki
just
di Jasonnya
one
sih kalau
round
menurut
here
gue
and
ya.
then maybe another with all your ults online, and then you're close to the win.
Bro jangan
One
mundur.
outlaw, easy
Bro
enough
dia
to
pikir
read.
Michael
Looks like there's
Jackson.
going to be 2.
nice.
I mean,
Let's go
it's
Outlaw
such a
Gaming.
commitment too.
Timingnya nih.
Forsaken looking for it. The shot whipping, but
Nice.
swings further
Huh?
out, finds Kara.
Masih dapet coy.
They still
Dua.
don't even know that something has one over in this A site, which is where they're about to start heading.
Yeah, and the gate crash once again set up for A side as well, and
Ah,
almost feels like
outlaw.
Forsaken gets some kind of armor when he tries to gate crash out. Always so good with it.
Something now. Sets the shot.
Makanan sih.
5
Wah,
forward. able to
dipinis,
find
Dibersih
dipinis.
sama
Aduh.
Davai.
Lakia is
Ente,
able to
ente.
take him down.
Ente dah baik. Ah, hati-hati remnya
More
nih.
damage from here, though. Let's start hurting PRX a little bit more, but for now, lost the Spectre, not going to be that's 2 kills.
Nice.
2 bullets, 2 kills. PRX
Bullet
with the
2
double
kills. What
A lot of
parties?
value off of this new weapon introduced here in 2024. And they can
Kasih
continue
mamam
with it.
outlaw
Now,
nggak sih?
most people on Gen.G will have full armor, so it won't be as devastating
Cakep banget
as,
tuh Mbak ya, bersih
all
banget.
bought up to things like marshals and sheriffs, but with the shots that these players are able to hit, and this position on Divide, as soon as he
Ini
knows
maksa
that there's
mereka
contact
harus
around,
ini,
he's been
harus
using
beli
that
full
to
armor.
really punish
Iya.
and just cut off a little bit of
Udah tahu,
reinforcement. So
ada
Biar
outlaw 2.
mukanya si Jason glowing anjir.
Full stack from Gen.G, ready to send it here at A.
Pinkarnya efektif berarti.
Like something going to be going for the peak. Sends out one. It's a flash. Texture trying to chase in. Will get a good amount of damage.
Itu wallbang ya? Oh iya wallbang coy. Meresahkan.
40 once again. Drawn out the
Nice.
into the cloudburst. Something finds the kill. Drops out on the top.
Baru mau hilang.
Nice, nice.
Takes out Texture. Lakia,
Ah,
however, arriving.
waduh dabai bau nih dabai.
One yet. Backside judge in
Oke. Oke nyet, oke nyet. Oke nyet. Haters-mu turun nih.
Haters turun, social blade balik hijau lagi. Udah
Enggak
nggak
sih, enggak
mau.
sampai hijau sih, cuma apa tambahnya 10
I
dong.
love it.
Oh gitu.
Oh, kalau
Tunggu,
turun
tunggu.
1000.
Jangan-jangan
Kalau turun
Selama ini
1000,
gue
kalau naik
nyebut
cuma
social blade
15
cuman
gitu.
gue doang yang ngerti.
Bisa naikin RR aja.
Lu pada tahu nggak sih social blade apaan? Lu tahu nggak social blade apaan?
Ya, tahu lah.
Ya, oke.
Kayak orang lain emang ngerti kan masalah itu ya.
Ya, itu makanya.
Lalu lu istilah aneh-aneh juga.
Sunset against Gen.G as well. They just keep rolling with it.
Yep. This time he's way out in front. Be a hell of a shot to try to stop this one, but I mean, even covering fire there from something.
Nice.
So Moniette getting a piece, speed
Tadi
will be
outlaw
taken down.
masih di
It is
tangan
cleared
dia.
out. Spike stranded in ramen.
And the gate crashed back as well. And it's things like this that'll really start to make you question your understanding of the economy. Because obviously some
Sniper
rounds you
plus
just can't help
shorty.
it.
Ya
but
emang harus
how
kayak
many
gitu
of
sih,
those
soalnya kan
rounds are you willing
kalau
to make happen?
sniper kan
Because
emang
you, of course, you might have your own set plays
cara
with some
counternya kan
rifles,
lumayan
maybe with
deket ya.
shotguns, things like that. But
Ya
the moment
kalau
you buy that
kalau orang
half
main
armor,
deket tuh counternya pakai
it
apa ya?
just
Pakai
feels bad.
shotgun,
Got sight.
shorty.
Yep. Saw enough of each other there, and Moniette
Kelihatan ya tadi
wisely backing
badannya
away,
lewat.
knows that a clean shot to the chest will take him down.
Turun cuma 100, masih ada 12.350.
Recovered, we'll see
Oke.
much any additional damage here. Ripping his way up, and as it stands up, it's right into the crosshair.
Datang ke crosshairnya ya sudah.
Gak
3
dikasih
klik
ampun
dong.
coy.
12
Tapi emang
for
dari kemarin
PRX.
splitnya si apa PRX ini solid
Gacor,
banget.
gacor emang.
With the loss on Ascent, feeling
Lawan
right at
T1
home
juga
with this triple
solid
duelist.
coy.
Yep, everyone putting up the numbers
Cuman
they need,
kecolongan
playing
aja
the
tuh
role that they
sama
need to.
sama siapa?
Obviously,
Kokepin
some of these long range
dikasih
duels
wallnya
really
nyebelin banget.
assisting the scoreline
Atau kalau
for
nggak sebenarnya
Senpai
itu
for
masalahnya tuh texture sama
But they're
something
also
itu harus pakai jet udah gitu aja.
a lot of these
Kayaknya
strategies
mungkin
every
ya,
now and
bisa
then
jadi.
it's a division between
Dan
the
kasih
jet
yang lain
and
aja.
Raze. But once it comes to that defense, just one more round is all they need. And now it's an operator. They want to close this out as soon as possible.
Lawan T1 seru iya anjir.
Forward, gets himself past that outlaw.
Lebih berasa final.
Got the tempo to try to really rush in and take it down. They're also wary about that covering fire that could be there backing it up. But look at this line. Nebula coming in, all the timing just
Masih depan.
barely off.
Oh.
Trying to build to find the
Oh,
kill.
masih
Mine's still there.
tapi mati
He's
lagi.
gonna be taken out. But Mind Freak fighting one, Moniette getting the other. TP in the backside.
Nice.
Moniette just blowing
Let's
carries
go.
with her
Let's finish
ease.
this.
Finds the kill. Munchkin on the rope somehow winning out that fight.
Let's finish this dong.
Gonna rotate all the way around to the spot and
Ish.
doesn't get the upper
Dia
cut.
tembak dari belakang anjir Petrus.
Kok cepet?
13 to
Ih,
4.
lucu banget ya. Kaosnya nyala gitu.
Dia rada-rada glow in the dark gitu kan bener. Jadi gara neon banget itu warnanya.
Kayaknya gara-gara lampu UV gitu gak sih kalau menurut gua?
Ini neon banget itunya warna neon gitu. Jago neon. Ya cocok. Langsung iklan bentar. Mari kita lanjut giveaway tapi kayaknya member saja ya.
Kenapa?
Kenapa?
Ya nggak apa-apa lah, kasih siapa aja.
Kita member dulu.
Ya udah.
Chatnya kita jadi member dulu ya, bentar ya. Bentar. Kita ngambil 4 orang lagi by the way. Yuk siap-siap ya yuk. Siap. Ayo Raman, welcome back to the member. Thank you udah jadi member lagi. Anjir,
Langsung balik membership coy.
ya, ini emang strategi. Bentar, kita kasih waktu dia naruh nama-namanya 30 detik lagi. Ketika 16.29 gua roll 1.
Boleh.
Udah nggak usah di spam akunya.
Hashtag member only nggak tuh? Ayo.
Udah 29 emangnya? Belum.
Oke.
Nah ini udah nih. Ayo roll yang pertama. Syahrul Mubarak. Apakah ada Syahrul Mubarak? Coba
Kepada saudara Syahrul
Instagramnya
Mubarak,
mana
silahkan.
Instagramnya? Absennya
Silahkan
pakai
di
Instagram ya?
Instagramnya apa?
Aku pertama, welcome to the membership. Welcome. Nggak usah anjay
langsung
jawabnya.
Anjay gitu orangnya.
Nggak usah jawabnya anjay. Instagramnya apa ya?
Instagramnya apa terus langsung DM kita ya.
Ya DM habis itu biar kita konfirmasi nama Instagram lu. Tuh Sharum01 DM ya. Oke, next ya. Kita langsung ke
Ya, next.
roll berikutnya. Sudah kan ini? Next.
Udah.
Like. Like TXT, welcome.
Anjay, Light.
Welcome. Anda dapat kayak gini loh. Kok enak ya? Langsung Instagramnya.
Gitu, betul. Seperti Light ya. Jadikan Light panutan kalian.
Habis itu DM ya, like ya. Ini kan cepet ya. Gila, gini loh cepet anjing.
DM kita.
Yuk, kita langsung roll lagi. Gila cepet banget kalau kayak gitu. Langsung itu kalian pencet ini ya, jangan lupa langsung Instagramnya, terus DM. Let's go. Om Neko ada nggak Om Neko? Congratulations. Dapat in-game
Ada.
kode redeem.
Saudara Om Neko.
Tolong Instagramnya.
Ada udah.
Abdi WSBS ya, silakan DM habis itu ya.
Habis itu DM ya. Bentar ya, gue urusnya mas. Habis ini ya.
Gila emang kalau member tuh lebih mantap emang.
Emang.
Satu lagi ya.
Boleh.
Berarti tersisa berapa ya? Sudah tersisa 8 lah ya kalau ini udah kita kasih.
Iya, berarti tinggal 8.
Habis itu oke. Roll it. Oh hey, Cesar, ini sering ada nih Cesar nih. Instagramnya
Cesar
Cesar.
ada Platiron gak sih kalau nggak salah?
Habis itu DM apa?
Cesar apa nih Instagramnya Cesar?
Patch Platiron nih. Ingat gua kalau yang Platiron ini.
Zaif yang Platiron kasih.
Tuh Cesar Wongkar.
Oke, udah gue catet ya. Tolong pada DM.
Yoi,
Langsung gua kirimkan kodenya.
Kita nanti giveaway lagi nextnya pas udah lagi break lagi ya, sabar ya.
Oke, Yokai carry dulu ya bentar, gue mau ngurus karena ini ada yang mau beli merch sama gue mau ke toilet sama mau ngurus.
Anjay,
kode.
banyak tuh.
Iya.
Udah, by the way gue
agen
angkat
banyak
dulu,
nih.
angkat membership dulu. Bentar. Sorry, maksudnya angkat komen, sabar. Ya, abu-abu sudah boleh kembali. Welcome to the lane. Para abu kembali ke lane. Yuk farming lagi yuk, bunuh kroco lagi yuk. Halo abang-abang yang hijau, aduh Raffi lagi. Welcome back. By the way yang like, sorry. By the way yang belum like, di like dulu ya guys ya. Sorry banget nih, fokus gue lagi kurang hari ini. Maklum belum tidur coy. Enggak, gue tuh tidur cuma bentar doang aja gara-gara ngejar pesawat pagi. Tumben nih kayak nggak ada apa ini. Hah? Maksudnya nggak ada apa ini? Maksudnya apa? Yang belum dapat ente ya, sabar aja. Kita masih ada giveaway, masih banyak kok. Masih ada 8 lagi untuk kode. Terus nanti masih ada 1 buat VCT tim kapsul ya by the way ya. By the way, bentar, gue mau ini dulu. Sekarang tinggal 8 orang dulu ya. Tinggal 8 kodenya. Bentar. Biar nggak scam nih, biar nggak dibilang scam, bentar. Oke, kita replace dulu pencetnya. Aku mau tim kapsul, oke. Siapkan dirimu menjadi member. Member dulu dong, raffle dong. Setidaknya. Kenapa VCT kapsul RRQ kayak nggak PRX? Tadi pas gua fun match gua yang kalah soalnya. Kalau gua yang menang mungkin dia yang beli PRX. Mungkin ya. Cuman gua sendiri sih tadi. Yang udah dapat kemungkinan dapat 2 kali nggak Min? Kayaknya nggak masalah. Tapi kalau kode enggak. Kayaknya yang tim kapsul bisa. Yang tim kapsul bebas siapapun sih nanti yang member tapi. Minimal hijau, keren. By the way, kayaknya udah mau mulai. Yap.
This is gonna be fun.
Wait.
Reina is back.
I like it. Yo, PRX.
Something Reina is back, kawan-kawanku.
Cesar, DM gua.
Reina in something in Lotus, what the heck?
Dallas, it's gotta be.
Cesar.
Oh my god.
I mean, why not?
He
I
was
guess.
Jet before, but if you go into Arena now, I have to think you're trying to play off of
Cesar
device
mana?
Yeah, exactly. Right. You're trying to set up.
Gila,
kind of
berubah
a
lagi
standard,
ininya.
You know, Lear flash
Formsnya.
combos, things like that.
Nah, nih,
that
nih.
really can, you know, make
Baru
things work really nicely for the side. PRX, we've seen it.
Reina is back, bro. Reina is back.
I'm not too surprised that they're going to lean into this. I think maybe they felt like they needed a change versus.
Udah dia selalu Jet ya dulu ya, Jet di
Give
sini.
Gen.G a little bit of a different look because Gen.G looked really good on this map.
Soalnya sekarang semua orang pakai Rex kali ya, makanya.
So excited for this Lotus. It's gonna be a
Ya tapi dia harusnya jadi ini ya hero lagi. Agent nyamannya something sih. Agent nyamannya something nih. Harusnya sih gacor ya. Masa sih 0 kill?
PRX this time around.
Alias, welcome back to the membership. Thank you di join member lagi.
Ascent.
Yeah.
But now we go over to Lotus and they say, hey, you know what?
Lebih juga, welcome to the membership. Thank you udah join lah. Bukan join lagi, join aja. Dipakai emojinya biar abu-abu lain iri. Let's go.
Was with the double duelist of Jet and Raze, you can just power your way through that seaside setup. A lot of other teams.
Mbak ungu aja, mbak ungu
now
nggak
with
tuh?
Arena, you basically have to send Monyet in on an island again if you want to go into that site. But of course, again, lots of flashes, lots of projectiles.
Ya nggak ada Viper, iya ya. Tapi Viper X doang di
Okay, looking for the creep across.
sana ada di game. Anjir. W gaming beneran tapi
The line, finding 2 kills.
Tapi
Trading 1 back and now Texture arriving
tidak
around.
dicek.
It's the Tink, doesn't find the
Nice.
elimination.
Gila W gaming cok mainnya cok.
Divine.
Gak peduli gitu loh, cuek.
Go ahead and just try to top them
W
back up.
gaming cuy.
Health will return up to 100.
Bela lagi gak sih?
For now, PRX.
Oh kecek coy,
Leaving
kecek.
a spawn.
Tes, suara gue masuk gak sih?
Ada.
Jadi gue suruh Cesar Dem kagak itu coy, kagak lo anggapin coy.
Tapi kan itu kalimat perintah. Emang gue harus apa? Gue pikir udah lu aja yang ngasih tahu kan maksud gue. Cesar DM.
Udah, telat.
Alah.
Gen.G just looking to stay widely corralled together. We'll wait for that spike plant to come in.
Masih bisa menang wah
It's
ini.
getting ready to execute, but it seems like PRX finally sufficiently happy.
Oke, mereka mau kontrol
They are in the clear.
lobbynya. Apa city-nya?
Much utility for the retake though, whereas PRX they have everything to push out if they
Wah,
get an inkling.
main freak punya paranoia, masih bisa banget nih.
Well, they slow things down right before they would have gotten into audio distance. Things coming down.
Ketahuan ada 2.
The presence of at least one known, but they anticipate that all 3 players are going to be right around this corner. Flash comes in to try to slow things up. Munchkin taking a ton of damage through the box. Now down to 4 HP. Fight holds close. Smoke blooms.
Waduh.
Munchkin still able to find one now. Lockheed going to be taken out, but a lot of this rests on Karen, who's now going to be revealed. The push up.
Waduh.
Munchkin gets himself the 4K.
Pusing gaming coy di pos dari belakang juga.
Fuse will come through. They're going to be even closer to that pit. And Gen.G will take this pistol out of the way.
What a monster! I thought PRX had everything set up. They had the trip, they had the cam to make sure they spot so you don't have someone who's sneakily trying to go for the defuse. It was good. It was meant to keep Karen at bay, but Munchkin is just able to push through the smoke at the right time.
Anjir, 4 HP Munchkinnya anjir. Serempet peluru tuh pada bisa. Cuma gara-gara tadi di defuse ya, jadi fokusnya langsung pecah anjir.
Look at this.
Harus ngeliatin orang yang defuse.
Oh, it's here.
Saw him going forward yesterday
Okay.
with a lot of success, but now the force buy coming back in once more. Gen.G, have they accounted for this? Well, they certainly know about it now.
Yeah, they take down the outlaw as well. That's one of the biggest difficulties.
Waduh.
What a great pick from Lakia.
Lakia just
Mau nembak turret aja kagak bisa anjir, ngancurin turret aja kagak bisa, Cok.
pump bullets through that toxic
Defense-nya solid sih ini.
Free tagged up just a hair here. Answering back with some of that bulldog fire, but so quickly shut down here is this force buy. It's Karan now saying, you know what? I like the outlaw.
Outlaw?
Use it.
I'll find a lot of value with it for sure. That's
There
just
we
a
go,
warning
Trailblazer.
shot.
Whoa.
Swing in, Mind Freak gone,
Udah
Texture
sih.
still nearby, spotting him, but 10 HP, they don't want to surrender any weapons. Reload will come through, they'll just back off.
Anjir.
Just trying
Oh,
to
dapat
draw
dapat
him in
bulldog.
as back of our eyes.
Ooh.
Ah. Texture a little scared. He's a little trapped with only 10 HP.
See the camera reaction there. Wasn't anticipating that one. But
Ya, teksturnya nggak boleh mati anjir.
just really a
Mahal
question of how
soalnya
much
kalau
damage
teksturnya
can he
mati.
deal, but just the one kill is all it's going to be as Gen.G taking the first 2 rounds here on Lotus.
It's a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
start,
itu ya.
and I am
Force ya.
curious. I mean, sure, going for a curveball on the force spy, it can work, but when you're going up against the likes of a Viper, a Raze, a Killjoy, where you can just get so
baru
much
saving.
chip damage done to you before you even reach the site. Surely PRX will reconsider that in the future against other teams, or maybe even if they face Gen.G once again, as this is a map that Gen.G has felt very confident on throughout this entire kickoff.
Just going to be the Sheriff buy coming in here from PRX. Paranoia sent their way. Paint Shells just driving them out and over towards Meteor, who's got the
Ya
outlaw in hand.
ampun.
Fights and kills, just the classic for the pack
Tapi
up
no
here.
armor ya.
Not really anybody to try to bail him out. Munchkin now arriving, but they already managed to push forward and take him down. Weapon is grabbed from Munchkin, finding him looking for more.
Masih dapat sih.
Back over to the Sheriff, gonna be good.
Oke.
Just pick up yet another kill here. It was swiftly shut down by Lakia.
I know PRX has been on
Bang, udah giveaway apa aja telat tadi. Ini baru 8 kode. Kode redeem in game. Masih ada 8 lagi untuk itu. Habis itu baru yang kapsul.
Approaching these sites at all in these 2 rounds, and if that's the comms that we're going to continue to see, Gen.G should be able to go right back up to 2 points. And the Meteor calling for the Outlaw, really wants to continue using that. I mean, it's a good pickup for the Killjoy as well, right? I mean, we've seen some of the pros talk about
Itu VP kan? Apanya itu VP?
Nanoswarm, everything, even the alarm bot assisting for those one-shot kills. GG's ready for this.
Something trying to rush in. Does mention
Dapat di ke IG iya ya DM terus kasih tahu juga tapi di live chat nama Instagram lo biar kita bisa konfirmasi. Coba tahu ada orang yang imposter
It is nice to see the dismiss
pakai nama lu tiba-tiba gitu. Jadi kita harus konfirmasi ID lu.
Right up here against the smoke. Here's the run forward.
Oh,
Instant headshot from Meteor, but
kan itu in game.
now pull back.
Kayak item.
Wait for the reload. Sheriff in hand. Spike now planted. Trailblazer at the ready here. On the hunt, seeing what he can spot. So far, it's just the turret. Meteor managing to avoid getting detected here. He's gonna push downstairs. The double swing could be brutal for him. Spots one. Oh, worked down at 12 HP.
Waduh. Kapsul klasik, iya. Kapsul yang baru ini.
4 bullets remaining in the Sheriff. Time dwindling. Meteor, can he do the impossible? The tap onto the spike, trying to see if he gets any aggression out of the fire whatsoever. But Devi, stalwart, stays still, gets the kill. But good lord, so much damage dealt here, and he will barely survive.
Masih hidup.
Man, I was worried when he stood still
Ya,
for a second.
masih nolnya. Tekstur juga sih. Ini 2 kenapa nih 2 nih?
Will continue to stride ahead. I'm real scared with Meteor.
2 lagi bau aja.
This is why you use Arena. If you're able to get those first kills, create that aggro, and then the rest of your team can follow up once again at a cross angle. And Gen.G, they'll have to keep knowing that you cannot hunt for something like the Reyna anymore.
Oke, bentar. Baru aja.
Iya.
Still not in a fully comfortable spot. Plenty of half armor out here, but just for their sake on PRX, no outlaw on the opposite side.
Yep.
So there are some very critical ultimates available for Gen.G. Lakia gonna swing downstairs. Smoke about to dissipate, pulls back around the corner as Texture.
Aku kasih inisialnya sama ini ya.
Knowing that this is
Dari FI ya.
up on the A side here for PRX.
A lot of damage onto Divide through the wall there as he's trying to take that orb.
Yuk.
Spamming. Caron now setting out that paranoia. Massive.
Wah, babi nih orang.
Not caught by it.
Babi-babi.
FA kan? Ya bukan.
Hanging out backside slot.
Hah?
Swinging in. Cleared out Manya, coming up with one. Lakia pushing forward, but he's
berapa tuh?
blind. Classic from Manya with
85. Belakangnya.
The elimination
Iya.
Texture.
Udah.
Orang gua lagi dijagangguin, lu bisa babi-babi sendiri. Nyantai nape?
You know, I was just thinking about it as Devi was trying to go for that ult orb as well. With the Reyna now, you've got 3 agents on the side of PRX who don't really rely on their ultimates too much. You're not really looking at those ultimates to turn an entire round, on its head. Sure, Neural Death does help a lot if you're able to get the first kill. But outside of that, and yes, the Reyna with the Empress can go for some insane clutches, a lot of aggro, but again, not things you're building set plays around. It's curious that they're using that on a map like Lotus where you can try to greed for those ult orbs on the attack. Maybe just trying to say that we want to go up slowly up to the site, just like they did on A, ignore that C site that has been difficult to break through against Gen.G's setup, and continue to play around that revolving door with things like the Leer.
PRX right back on the saddle here. Going to catch up as they've dealt a significant amount of damage here to the economy on the side of Gen.G. Operator obviously still held.
Kenapa ini, chat?
The buy, like going to be some sheriffs, maybe. A force up on something like a marshal. I'll just wait and see what they have, but very nicely taken. And okay, looks like a hero rifle in the hands of Meteor.
Yeah, do you want to support that operator at least one way or another?
Ya ampun.
Make sure you don't go into rounds back to back to back where you're just trying to save it.
Needs all the support he can get, because right now, once again, PRX looking to just send it over towards A.
Yeah, the showstopper this time, it can be even quicker. Going in through tree.
Nightfall at the ready. Lakia, ooh. Tap here on to the Torment. What a great headshot. Finds one, but
Okay.
Freak answering back in kind. Helps take down Texture before that op. Find any value. Now some 3 players left, and Munchkin caught, trying to work his way down rope.
Dia udah confirm 3-3.
Spotted. Meteor
Yang
actually
penting.
below the spray there of something. Avoids it, but eventually
Okay.
gets sussed out. Ends up falling, and now it's down to Karon to see if he can deal any additional damage here. And he can. Finds the headshot. Now in a 1v2. Defy gonna stop him before he can start heating up.
Anjir, hijau banget nih chat nih.
Karon once again proving though that he's not a guy that you can underestimate. I mean, that was really anybody's shot there if they kept coming out one by one by one. So keep your eye on that new recruit. We've had so many successful new recruits here at VCT Pacific as we watch them grow even just within the past week of kickoff. But obviously Karon, one of the brightest
Hijau for real.
reached the finals, going for that Royal Road here. Now the Odin. And we're piecing together the true PRX one piece at a time. We've got the Reyna, we've got the Odin.
Now they're very well aware of this. Want to try to back away. Take some safer positions outside of the A site. Munchkin setting down that bite. Lear going to be cleared out. Just delaying the Trailblazer for a bit. Dive in should clear that close left side.
With the Nanoswarm still here, that's been the real bane of it. The Poison Cloud into the Nanoswarm, and just one Snakebite still on hold. That's good enough. No one's biting that Shadow Step. There's still 2 members in the side of C, and PRX is not exactly aware of that.
I mean, it's effectively 3 players here. You still have Lakia lingering around Waterfall. Tap onto the door. We'll make him rotate maybe back over towards this B site, but for now it is going to be Karon who's looking to intercept all of this aggression that's coming through. To the blast packs forward. Monyet gets himself around a back rubble. Shots exchanged. Karon getting the worst of it. Now down so very low on HP. 2 health remaining for him as Mind Freak TP's in a drop.
Mind Freak's been hit.
Prowler not scouting him though.
Oh, dia ada persis di situ anjir.
Finds one. Karon somehow coming away with a headshot. Does manage to shut him down. Now the shift. PRX working their way over towards C. The Nanoswarms, the alarm bots.
Bozan, jangan gitu.
Also going to be TPing over.
Time out loh.
He just wants to buy time. It doesn't matter if he's low on health. The Nanoswarm should be enough to help him peek out just one more time.
12 seconds remaining. Spike still being brought forward into the site. Handed off now to Monyet. Swing onto the corner, in towards Waterfall. Something finding one, but Texture quick to reply. But there's the Odin spray. Texture will go down.
Okay.
Now it's all on Munchkin. Clears out the camp, but displacing this Odin is going to prove to be a pain in the rear for him. To jump up, Monyet in a high ground position. And a little bit of damage there. I mean, for taking knocked down to 6 HP. This is still such a rough task for Munchkin.
Such a strain. Yeah, you have to save. I mean, maybe looking for that early kill and knowing that you might have gotten the tags. Maybe see if you can take down the op, bring it back. But outside of that, it's PRX finally gaining some momentum.
Gonna be taking the lead here. For the first time on Lotus. Gen.G just continuously getting knocked down time and time again when it comes to this economy.
But that's sometimes where they thrive.
Eh, lu
I don't know if
nge-ban
they
apa
really
lagi?
count them out just yet.
Weh,
But the calls have been good for PRX. Yes, they were cutting it close. I won't say that rotation was necessarily very well calculated.
Itu yang kayak gitu nggak usah
Of
di-ban,
course,
Mars.
you know, the push onto the site, drawing them all the way over because of the from the shadows. Him getting that kill onto Lakia really sells it all the way to the
Jangan
end.
gitu, jangan gitu.
Forces Gen.G to have to come in. Karon saves it because if he doesn't get the kill there, surely it just ends on the A site right away. But outside of that, it's PRX just saying immediately, okay, we still don't know exactly how many more have arrived just yet. We don't have anyone in the site to help with the
kenapa
pinch.
rasis juga dah?
That's the call to rotate
What the heck?
over. And of course, you can see Coach Alex also not entirely happy as it has been a close map here on Gen.G's pick.
Doing a lot of talking, Solo here doing some listening, allowing for the secondary coaches as well to get involved.
Di satu-satu kak, iya
I
betul.
want to give a good shout to HSK as well. We all know Solo from his new turn days, but HSK also kind of from that era and squad alongside Solo and Termi from the old days. And now, after finishing his military service, a lot of the Korean pros were wondering if he will enter Valorant, if he'll enter as a pro, if he'll come back as a coach. He had a very brief stint as a player, and then a disastrous first year as a coach last year on the squad of DFM and VCT Pacific. And it's just building doubt amongst the entire global community. And he comes in and builds this squad, taking down PRX, taking the title of Korean Kings, and now looking to take it over for Pacific.
Here.
See if that takeover can start here on the round, where PRX are going to be able to stretch the lead. Spy still not looking great. Spray through, Texture hanging far enough back to not get clipped by anything. As Meteor with that Marshall for shot to go wide. Swing out from Munchkin as well. Not finding purchase. 2 kills picked up here for Divide. Now the Trailblazer into the site.
Ini berarti cuma memperebutkan kedudukan 1-2 kan sama ke Madrid. Dua-duanya ke Madrid, cuman yang juara 1 dapat tambahan championship point dan duit lebih banyak tentu saja.
Nice and easy setup is PRX.
Championship point-nya cuma dapat yang juara 1 soal plus 3.
With the shorty, knowing that it's going to be shorter guns here for Gen.G. That's just some heads up, classic something maneuver. And this is a good round to abuse that C site, knowing that they're going to have weaker weapons, weaker utility. Plant that seed of doubt that the C site can always be struck.
Hello.
Ya lah.
That's a nice track.
Nice one indeed.
Nge-save gak sih? Masa
Lakia
iya?
still in a really rough spot. Will
Gue kira
not be
mau
able to hold
nge-save.
on to Vandal, not be able to do any additional damage.
Siapa
4
tahu.
players strong here. And
Di
plenty of cash
Di
is-
back.
Something is working out those legs. The squats are coming in.
Yeah, a little bit of a rumble from the crowd. Of course, you know, the Korean fans, no strangers to it, thanks to particular members on DRX. Won't name any names, but nice to get a little bit of that rivalry going. You can see just how tough it's been for both of these squads. I mean, PRX usually all just laughing and enjoying the game regardless of the scoreline, and right now they don't want to lose that title. They also, obviously, both teams looking to get the higher seed at Madrid as well.
Higher seed, but also championship points on the line. As they try to go Odin v Odin, and it will be Forsaken getting the worse end of it, but still relatively healthy. And Divide, of course, with the heals, could just hop back up to 100. Tap on the orb, something checking close. Poison orb obfuscating as much as possible. As the Lear now going to be sent in.
They heard the Prowler in B as well.
I'm getting the reveal, but Meteor not spotted. Quick little jump peek. Checks down below. Nightbot crashing across. Trailblazer coming in from behind, though. Meteor noted. Taken down. Monyet trying to...
Ini kayak fun match tadi ada replaynya kan? Ada tadi.
Falling, and now the pit going to be invested.
Ada di tab replay.
Finding Mind Freak, but Munchkin gone. The pit instantly dropping as Divide brings it down. Off shot from something. Whipping a pit. He re-peeks, and Karen has to swing back. Showstopper in the ready. Is he ready for him to be close? Yes, he is. Texture taking him down, but now dead as the paint shells come flying through. Divide force back. Him versus Karon.
Yuk, kena
Both
timingnya,
players having been so clutch for each
Wah,
other.
ente.
Yang tinggi, nge-whip.
Will be able to get the kill.
Ganti.
Had the HP advantage. Gets it. Gen.G will stop this round win streak that we saw from PRX. Was 5 consecutively. They keep it close.
Here.
You know, I just thought maybe PRX would try to sell this as much as possible, draw out that Nightfall, and rotate back over to B. They still had time. They still had Mind Freak on B, because again, this C site has just been a wall against their opponents for Gen.G. And
Okay,
they
bye,
are
Mars.
pushing them
Thank you
into
for
that C site. They're
watching.
doing everything they can to force him out there.
Jump forward. Texture likely noted. Yep. Has been spotted. Has to try to blast back his way out to safety. Does manage to do so. Avoiding all this forward aggression that we're seeing as the push comes in and something.
How does he do it?
Continues the +4 towards these.
Damn.
Find the kills. Lockyer flushed out, Forsaken with the elimination. Managing to find it.
Panas
Neural
sih ini
Theft
mereka.
getting the spot. The instant headshot into the spray down. Mind Freak eliminates Meteor. And just like that, PRX say, okay, you want to stop our win streak, we're just going to hound you down.
It's
Halo
just
admin
unfair
Fuyu,
that
Yok
PRX
Fuyok,
has
admin
this hidden
Fuyok.
card that they can
Halo
use against operators,
Hexas.
and it's simply called something.
Hex.
He just swings
Hexazor.
out, takes down the scope
Hi.
every single time.
Push forward. Judge able to find one. Yet needs to be the one to wide swing in to try to save them here. Dink is going to be found, but 20 HP in. Kalian off in Narnia. I think much else is going to be found here for Gen.G. PRX is going to be keeping them at an arm's length distance.
Oh, they want this
Dikejar,
kill.
coy.
I
Nggak
mean,
dikasih
he's not
saving.
that close to his ultimate. Credits are running very dry. I mean, absolutely dry for Kalian. So PRX just trying to snowball whatever they can. That's the confidence they have. Now reaching that 6 on
Panas,
the
panas.
scoreboard, they would like nothing more than to extend it at least to that 7. Feel a bit more comfortable going into the second pistol.
Laser guided.
Yeah. Not much more to break down on that one.
Something on the arena. Delivering once more.
Another weak buy for Gen.G, and that's when PRX look to C-Site once again. I mean, they always start to try to shake things up. The problem is there's so much utility to try to get through before you sell the fake. But now they know it's a weak buy.
Actually, maunya sama-sama beban pakai res lagi dua-duanya.
Haven't spotted that hailstorm quite yet. We're fishing for it. It looks like something.
Waduh, dimasukin tuh,
Let's heal
digelitikin
it back up.
kakinya.
Let's get a kill, and then I'll just, go ahead and use a devour.
That sounds like a good counter to the
Kena
next
granat
phase.
sirik dikit gak ngaruh. Anjir.
Takes himself out to safety. Meteor finding one, finding two.
Oh my god,
Getting involved, gets
overhit,
another.
overhit.
Now suddenly it's just Mind Freak and Forsaken. Mind Freak still rotating over. The cam goes in, tries to get the dart out. I believe he actually whipped. Comes up onto the box, finding the
Aduh.
elimination.
Oh.
It's Mind Freak now put into a 1v1. Meteor swinging out, down so low, 7 HP from him. Kind of toying around with Mind Freak, who's now going to drop down off the box.
Meteor solo. Mind Freak
Kelihatan,
has to know
kelihatan,
this.
I mean, he
kelihatan.
knows exactly where
Oh.
took one bullet. The fadeaway shot finally will find him. The damn close.
Aiso udah pernah keluar nggak di tour? Kalau udah match yang mana main Fuyu? So far belum. Katanya sih, gue kan cuma nonton yang ini doang ya. Gue nggak nonton yang Amerika, gue nggak nonton yang EMEA. Tapi katanya sih belum ada.
Because this was a, again, very targeted execute onto the C site. And it's just a classic blood, even with the nanostorm, like you said, just fully confident that they can overpower him. But it wasn't as easy as PRX thought it would be.
Certainly not, but just given the bank, I mean, they've been fine, for this half.
Showstopper. I would love to see some other way to break this setup on C site. No one's done it successfully so far in Pacific.
And Meteor in a far forward spot. Poison Orb does give it an opportunity to maybe rotate up.
Baca yokai tadi Aiso keluar. Beda, ini nanya VCT coy.
That's already both guiding lights gone, by the way, for PRX.
Just popping them off the rip. Now going to be relying
Waduh.
on those layers. Showstopper does come in. That's going to be Lockyer dead, but he managed to get Mind Freak. That
3
last
lawan 2
shot
masih
going
salah
off
ya.
right before
3 lawan 2.
he gets taken down. Could be everything for them.
Yokai Brimstone pernah dipakai
Just
di
gotta hope that
Bind.
the Empress comes in big
biasanya.
for something.
Di Bind kemarin keluar.
Lockdown still held. The creep
Di...
up.
kok T1?
Clear out.
Gen.G
Something
DRX
swings
ya?
the corner, but no,
Keluar
not
tuh.
going to come to play. Mon yet now. Everything to
Aduh,
do as
monyet.
he tries to get himself up onto the site. Munchkin nails the headshot.
Ente dah.
Last round of the half going the way of Gen.G. 7-5.
Half time.
Scoreline separating
Tiba-tiba
the
udah
teams.
half time.
And this is where the trouble is going to begin for PRX. Because sure, when you're on the attack, you can throw all those blinds alongside the guiding light, the leers, the paint shells, everything to distract him. But on defense, yeah, you can do it. But if they don't meet you where you throw that utility initially,
Pusing.
that retake is looking nigh
Gen.G
impossible.
pusing, PRX pusing,
And it's a
dua-duanya
great
sama-sama
idea
pusing. Soalnya
against,
neck to neck
you know,
ya.
the enemy
Sebenarnya ya
fighter
nggak
trying
terlalu
to
neck to
break
neck
through
sih,
that
cuman
cross screen, even with the decay,
beda 2 tuh
just
lumayan
gotta
deket ya
eat
guys ya.
that disadvantage and go through it. But again, Gen.G, after a couple of rounds, surely, if that's the style that PRX brings, they read into it. And they hold back, and PRX just won't have much to work with on the
Razer pada
retakes.
nge-throw dua-duanya. Gak tau dah.
20 more seconds to gather their thoughts as we get ready to swap sides and see how Gen.G is going to be faring.
Minum air putih jangan lupa. Iya. Udah tadi.
Making this look a bit more like an international Lotus rather than a Pacific one.
That's true. Keeping it on the side that it should be. Pacific's always had these weird tendencies across a lot of the maps, quite frankly.
We'll see though if they can maintain the dominance here on that defending side.
Monyet suruh ganti nama bagusan dikit siapa tau jadi gacor. Ada ya teori kayak gitu. Keberatan nama gitu jadi makanya nggak bisa gacor.
Funnel him into Forsaken
Gak usah
setup,
bagus
says he's
mainnya.
always been so good with the Cypher, especially once he gets Theoden. So Gen.G, if they can shut that down early, they should have a lot
Orang
more
Korea
breathing
kalau
room.
main Valo pakai server apa ya? Udah tahu pakai server
So far,
Seoul
the
kan
biggest
ada server
achievement
Seoul. Emang nggak
really
ada.
here for PRX.
Korea ada
It's
sendiri.
been just
Iya,
denying
makanya.
texture from finding value.
Caution here.
Karen as well. Both of them down there at the bottom of the scoreboard for the side of Gen.G. We'll see if that changes now that they go to the attack, but
Monyet suruh pakai 3 atau oh biar
texture not
biar
finding
gacor
nearly as
kayak
much
tekstur
value.
atau Forsaken
PRX
ya
gotta be feeling
boleh.
cozy.
Turrets destroyed.
Okay, turret noting one. Meteor trying to break line of sight, makes it around the corner just in time. Now re-swings.
Yeah, should have caught sight of multiple as well.
He's going to continue to hold decently close here. Sheriff shot's not connecting yet as there's the jump forward. Munchkin with covering fire, hoping to find the elimination. With paranoia, Munchkin
Kok posisinya
coming up
begini.
huge. Texture in the meantime, taking out Forsaken to take on the Dubai. The full rotate around from the back. Might not be finding value here for PRX. Nade goes forward. Texture finds the enemy sky.
Dek sama caster Jepang Monyet dipanggilnya Monet.
Gen.G.
Ya soalnya nggak ada bunyi nye ya di bahasa Jepang.
Well, the Gen.G marketing team smiling on that one.
Nge
As
juga
Gen.G
nggak ada
Classic
yang
comes out on top over PRX's. But it's a good call from Gen.G. They realize that PRX
Nggak
is just
ngingo-ngingo,
not stopping at
nyanyi-nyanyi
anything.
tuh
And they
nggak
just say
ada.
hold, stop, turn around, just one person watch out for the peek out from whoever is anchoring on A. We will meet them right here on Rubble.
Nggak apa-apa
Very
cuman
different look of the
pistol
Rubble
round.
fight, but a Rubble fight nonetheless.
In pistol round anything can happen lah.
And good shots from Munchkin. He's feeling that confidence once again. Back on top of the scoreboard as the IG.
Tapi masalah nama tuh lu berarti harusnya udah
No force buy this time around.
apa? Udah harus nentuin dari awal sih.
PRX just gonna see if they can try to get a
Itu
turret
basically
done
in game
at the
name
match.
nggak sih
Just that
sebenarnya
sheriff.
diangkat jadi nama pro
Here
player?
they
Ya
It's
misalnya
Dubai.
kalau jadi misalnya kayak teh botol aja kan harus
Everybody
ganti ya.
overall, that's
Nama
seaside.
pro.
Ya,
Produk.
soalnya trademark gak sih?
Ya makanya nggak bisa, makanya harus dipikirin sebenarnya
Iya.
nama itu nggak bisa sembarangan.
Walaupun sayang sih sebenarnya karena kayak entah kenapa gue lebih familiar dengan nama teh botol sih jujur aja ya.
Ya masalahnya
Mungkin
itu.
karena pas pertama kali gue kenal ya gue kenalnya dengan nama teh
Ya,
botol.
yang pertama tuh pasti yang lebih
Dikenal.
diingat orang
Say
kayak
Gitu
Budi
ya,
Meister gitu.
On a set. Crazy one that they were able to close out basically just
Itu ya guys kenapa branding itu penting. Dan rebrand di tengah-tengah lu udah terkenal tuh susah.
A big cause for concern for Gen.G, but they'll hold on to the most expensive weapons. Upgrade it to some sheriffs
Ini
as well.
kenapa chat gue balik lagi ke settingan pesan populer ya padahal udah diubah. Biasanya kalau habis refresh gitu.
PRX, you did what you could. Got a couple extra ult points. That's all you were going to get, especially coming out of that choke point over by
Kenapa
Baby
ini
Door.
PRX ya tadi kan
But now the
anti
real
Iko
question is that
roundnya
Odin
PRX ya jadi kan dikasih
is gonna take a
counter
little bit.
anti Iko
Wow.
ya gitulah emang.
Okay, Lakia.
You know, there's something about Lakia. He just hides his power until texture needs a break. And then he just rises to the top. Has some impressive multi-kills on a lot of
Masih
these
bisa.
maps. Some good acrobatics as well.
Nade going forward. Swing C's coming out. It's Mind Freak. They're swinging out the door. Not yet, however, going to be able to find an opening kill. Texture going to be taken down. Locky as well. Found Aaron on that swing. Able to get a connection. No HP bar on something. He'll back away. Fly doesn't have the healing. With no charges either. Something's stuck at 20.
Bot coming back, recalling my bot.
Not quite the situation PRX would like, where they're trying to absolutely win the round, turn things around. They don't really feel
Masa
like they have a
iya?
numbers advantage.
Masa iya
So
bonusnya
they'll
cair?
stick two
Tapi kalau
people
misalnya
together still.
bonus yang nggak
Safety
cair
goes
pun ya
once.
ini mahal sih itu
See.
udah mati 3
So
mati
close
2
to
sorry
backing him
mati 2 PRX.
Through that smoke.
Wah ketahuan
Player
posisinya.
standing.
Divide
Oh,
will be
tinggal
able to
dia.
find him. Now it's all on Meteor.
Placing alarm
1v3.
bot.
Alarm bot going to be set up. Spike is in hand.
PRX nggak main, emang udah
Challenge
inaktif.
for a kill first.
Exactly.
Kayaknya monyetnya
Wants to
main.
dwindle the numbers down, and he
Oh,
knows
ambil,
he should know
coy.
something is low.
Well, push out.
Aduh.
Swing again, dead. Lear now going to be cleared out. Something. Again, just chipped away at.
Kieran.
Now looking for the double push. Can't even get the one
nice.
somehow. Something dodging out those bullets. Keeps himself alive.
Itu
PRX
ada yang
yokai
nanya kalau
kapan
Indomie
main?
seleraku, ya itu udah pasti nggak. Gue tunggu. Actually gue nggak tahu sih.
You know, his swings have been just so good.
Kira itu
whether
boleh
it's
atau
against
nggak, soalnya kan
skills, whether it's against
pasti
rivals.
trademarknya
20
dengan
HP
E
to
ya.
get that last kill. They're even running forward
Tapi kayaknya sih
past
bakal
the
tetap
person
suruh ganti
supposed
sih
to be
kalau
kind of
menurut gue.
great dismiss amidst that chaos and rubble to keep the aggro
Yang
going.
terdengar sama pun
Again, that's why you
bisa
pick the
kena.
Reyna. Now we've seen it try time and
Kak,
time
gue
again.
nggak tahu
Of
maksudnya di
course,
Indonesia
as
tuh
always, it gets
kayaknya
shut down once you
bisa
can't
jadi
get
nggak
that first
seketat
kill.
itu coy. Tapi gue
But
nggak
it
tahu
only
juga.
took PRX.
Gue bukan
Look at the Vi though. Glass cannon.
bukan pengacara ahli
Yeah, no armor.
branding dan
Cash
trademark
right
dan
now,
IP ya guys
situation
ya.
not looking good for them. They want to be able to have those full rifle in his hand, I suppose, instead of going for something like a bulldog.
I think
Texture wanting to grab that orb, but the camera is enough to dissuade.
going for that no armor, just trying to get some extra damage, and I think they're really trying to feed something these kills, make sure that they can go for the trades. But that means they're banking a lot on this round to try to win out the map.
Here.
Station's back over towards the safe site, already begun. Meteor pushed up just outside of B, alongside this trap wire. Clears it now, so Monyet made aware. Just gonna go back and away. Mind Freak trying to swing out, but Kalian finding the headshot. Shoots down the enemy Omen. Paranoia.
Hey Red, welcome to the membership. Thank you to your members.
Retake attempt. Forsaken goes sliding down, gets himself situated over a drop. Pushing forward ahead of his own trap wire, up against the cyber cage, and as it drops, tries to get that transfer. Nearly had it. Karen will answer it back.
Mundur,
Given
rotate
the
dia.
lead, Paranoia now going to be sent out, connecting on Amanyet as
Eh
he
nggak
pulls
rotate
away.
nih, ternyata udah planning.
Something starts swinging in behind, open baby door, which now is going to be broken.
Emang sengaja
Lear
mundur
down,
aja.
Munchkin still. Sights turn
Ya,
towards
aduh.
Getar gitu.
where the spike
Lagi
is at,
bau.
but it doesn't even matter. Karen finds one, Texture gets the other two. And Gen.G tie it up at 8-8.
Min, siapa yang
Gen.G,
menangin
I
baju
don't know
PRX
if they
sama
called it ahead, if
Dismat,
it's just built in to
Dasmat,
their protocols,
ISO.
whatever it might be,
Ada
they
tuh
did
tadi
not all
baju
turn to
PRX.
shoot down the leader.
Tadi
They
ada tuh
knew
orangnya
exactly
dicet.
what each other's jobs were.
Nah tuh,
And this is where this team starts to get scary. All of them
tuh keluar
have the
tuh.
ability to shoot
Si
back,
Rakun.
pick up those kills on those trades. So as long as you're not all distracted by the same thing, you are usually going to win out on these fights. Very good post-plant setup from Gen.G, and that'll draw the time out, especially with that buy. PRX doubling down on that 16th
Something
round.
belum
Now
mandi,
they'll have to
Shots.
take a bit of a breather.
For the life of me, I mean, Munchkin just riding left.
Anjay, referee-nya.
Right outside that door, trusting in Karen to be able to get the kill.
Yeah.
Ends up working out. 8-8. So, timeout
Struggle
called here from
gini.
PRX. One
Ya
apiece burned so
gimana?
far in the map. See more can be utilized.
X-nya suka bikin viewers yang deg-degan. Dari
Alex
mana
wanting
itu
to
X-nya
Make sure
suka
that they're
bikin
not letting
viewers
it slip away from
deg-degan?
them. Gen.G trying to get the win here. Take this.
Beli jersey PRX di mana? Nggak beli.
Match point.
Wonder if Gen.G is going to suspect a different default setup here and maybe try to go for something like a B push, because I would have imagined that one of the things PRX can try, of course, I guess this one's going to be an eco, but outside of it, will be to try to really push out from one side, hold their defender
Selain
spawn
PRX yang
entry
timnya
points
GG
with two
apaan?
people,
Yokai,
and go for the
fuyu.
retake with something like
Sorry,
the
belum tahu
spy cam. We'll see if it
apa-apa
comes to
tim
fruition
e-sport
in the next
Valo,
spy
hehe.
round, but for this
Gen.G?
one, just the singular
Gen.G,
outlaw.
kalau Pasifik kita so far ya, kita ngeliat ada Gen.G
Of
nih
course,
lumayan.
outlaw on the other
Ini
side
oke
really
lah.
abuse the econ situation as well.
Gak usah langsung ini aja top 4 lah, langsung top 4. Top 4 playoff.
Top 4 playoff, ya berarti 3 tim Korea. T1 Gen.G DRX sama PRX. Kok begini? Tapi tadi barusan Eko ya?
Very swiftly
Oh
dealing
iya.
with what limited firepower PRX had.
You know, Munchkin's been hitting amazing shots throughout this tournament, but if you look carefully, a lot of it is, again, that experience shining through, just knowing how these trades are set up, how the crossfires are set up, going for those pre-fires. That's how he's so snappy. A lot of times he's correct.
T1
That's
nggak
how
ada
he gets
faker
these
kah?
17 kills
Salah
so far
game.
in the 17 rounds.
Beda game.
By example,
Itu game
now the
sebelah.
operator in hand for something, and the Odin. I mean, they desperately needed this. We'll see if it works.
Yet again, rushing forward, trying to get a catch. Let's get pinged by the Haunt. And ultimately, there's no one there to find. Everybody from Gen.G. And out on this left side of the map. Prowler goes and checks forward. Nothing going to be spotted. Texture just going to be leading in. Cam's still set up here from Forsaken. Oh,
they
now
find
going to be
it.
spotted.
Ketahuan.
Clear out on the dart, and wisely does back down. It's not a default plan. It's just off to the side, and now the pin is going to be invested as well.
Waduh.
Seekers are on the way. Something gets a nice opening kill through the door, though.
You're gone, Aaron. Trying to hold things
Waduh,
close.
something.
He's bouncing forward with that dismiss. Now the Vice
Nice,
swinging
nice
back
trick.
out. We'll find him. Showstopper in. Texture fighting one, but
3 lawan 2,
nice
yuk.
headshot
Bisa yuk. Masa iya? Waduh.
gives this
Di ulti.
advantage over to PRX. Munchkin.
Waduh.
Hit now going to drop lock. You spammed down.
Gua nggak tahu kenapa
PRX very nicely.
tadi keluar si
Tie us up once more.
si Gen.G-nya. Kenapa dia keluar ya?
I cannot imagine having to play against PRX in any capacity. Not that that's ever going to happen in my career, but the chaos that they bring, just the way
Bikin
they
out
use
dulu,
the
oke,
Odin. And you see
Trafi.
this with a lot of teams that use the Odin often, is that more often than not, it's not even suppression fire to keep them kind of zoned in. It's just this distraction in the audio, really muffling everything up, just trying to make sure they don't know where to look, that they can't find the other tracers, and you just don't know where else you can move. You keep them pinned
PRX yang
in,
mana?
frozen,
Iya, yang
like turn the
defending tuh, lihat
headlights.
kan dia
That's the retake for PRX.
warnanya hijau ya.
Reset of the blast back to count forward. Manya and Texture both racing over towards Rubble. Gonna be able to find one apiece, but now Texture doubling up. Finds himself another elimination, but somehow the Vice doesn't get that kill. Texture
Waduh, kok sisa 2 gini?
just readjusts, finds the elimination. I cannot believe my
Yuk
eyes.
ngintip. Tapi kayak mereka nggak mungkin ngintip sih, mereka udah tahu something bawa OP.
So hungry for it. Won't be able to get himself an
Fine.
ace. Munchkin, he will take that kill away.
Connect to neck
Good God, it
gini.
feels like Texture just bailed
Kok
Gen.G
bikin-
out. Start of a round,
bikin
they had
takut
no right
gini.
to win.
Well, I mean,
And that's
ini
the
map
conversation
pilihannya
coming away once
Gen.G
again
sih, cuman
against
nggak
PRX.
berarti harus
I mean, if you're
dikasih
gonna have
juga
the
kan,
Reyna,
walaupun itu map
ideally you
pilihan.
want something like the Lear that can really help
Gue
you
lebih
push on
khawatir kalau
points.
misalnya sampai
Toxic screen.
2-2, terus mereka harus pergi ke decider map.
Oh no, not again. That's deja vu. Just give this man his ace, man.
Happened
Oh,
yesterday on Vine. It happens here.
nah itu tuh. Kemarin di Bind juga udah kayak gitu.
He just isn't content in that way. It's just,
Yeah.
just
Kalau
good
5 map gue
reactions.
khawatir
Oh, it's
PRX
Solo
kalah
is
sih
a
jujur aja
very
ya.
rare smile.
Gak tau.
he's
Gak mau
very
mikir
evident.
sampai
It's
segitu
gotta be
sih, gak mau
something that
negatif
he's
thinking
gonna
doang sih
cause, right?
sebenarnya
Reactions
gue.
like that, knowing that your players are kind of feeling good, able to joke with each other despite it being a very tight game, and knowing that your players had the right read in that last round to bounce back. I mean, Solo looked so
Oke, senjata
nervous
Ars pernah
coming into
dipakai di
Kickoff,
VCT.
and I can't imagine with
Jarang
the
banget kayaknya.
pedigree that you have as a player, people globally looking at you as a legend for Asian FPS.
Breeze Gen.G belum pernah kalah kak. Nggak tahu sih belum pernah kalah atau nggak. Cuman track recordnya waktu itu
Over on D+.
main
Now saying,
Breeze
"I'll take one more
PRX.
shot, be the figurehead here, be the grand leader for Gen.G alongside HSK.
Ya gitu
Really
lah,
guide these
gitu lah
players
ya.
who are just looking for one more chance
Ya
to
udah
prove
selesai.
themselves.
Belum lo nih deh,
They
tapi
see
buat
the
member
light at the
aja.
end of the tunnel.
Hijau kan?
And now another
Soalnya tadi
absolutely
kalau
broken
chaos
by a
banget kalau
judge
nggak
for something.
dibatasin buat
Down to
member.
850. Sure, it's the Reyna. You can always kind of try to rely on that half armor, but the Outlaw is in the hands of Meteor. Don't know if something's going to account
Gua
for
min
that.
sama.
Showstopper at the ready from Monyet. They feel that they can get this into a winnable position. We very well could see that pulled out. Try to turn the tides. But now Gen.G taking things very cautiously. Spamming boxes, checking corners.
And it's just going to be a stack. No early rubble fight. PRX just saying, this is the best shot we got. Again, you got to take your chances when you're on these broken buys, these ecos.
Tap on the door. Something on the opposite side of the box. Not going to be spotted. As Meteor, he's pushing into this one, but he's got the Outlaw. Something says
Kasih
hello.
mamam judge.
Now he can open the
Snatches
door.
up the weapon. He's going to look for it. Gets the shot into Munchkin, putting him down.
Mau tidur tapi udah sore banget. Sekalian sampai besok gak sih tidurnya?
Trade this one back. The door getting opened once again. PRX reading a rotation. How far forward do they want to try to push here? Looks like Forsaken.
Ya tapi somethingnya
Wanted to
kecil
maybe
juga ya,
get posted
kecil
up.
ya.
Top of A over at Rope to try to put this Outlaw to use.
Yeah, they don't spawn anyone B main either, so he's going to have a shot. But he's a little shaky with it.
No,
Just
bau
on the
bau.
opposite sides of Munchkin's legs. Cannot
Nggak
find
kena
the
coy.
connection there. Munchkin somehow still in this fight. Paranoia in cross back sight. Mind Freak getting clipped by that for now. HL's sent his way. Showstopper up close personal mod yet, putting it at the feet of Lakia, taking them down.
Delivered sih galonnya.
Swinging around, but now caught off guard. Stitcher comes in from the side. Spike gets planted. Jump shot there from Divine. Good for one. Caron quickly shuts it down. 11-9.
Kayaknya something emang harus pakai jet ya.
Moving up 2-1 in this series.
It's a Hail Mary from PRX,
Gimana ya?
but one that was worthy just because of the time.
Tapi di map ini emang lebih sering pakai Razer sih dibandingkan jet. Dulu pakai jet sih. Gue inget banget soalnya gara-gara yang something updraft 2 kali buat ngintip ke dalam waterfall. Cuman kayak ya, sekarang jet updraftnya cuma tinggal 1.
Smoke down, aggressive push out of B.
Agresif.
You're back away, avoiding that aggression as Munchkin, the lone operative now.
PRX kalah gue bolos 1 minggu ya, nggak gitu kali konsepnya.
Seems like wants to see what the rest of the team can report as far as the setup here on B. The smoke as well going to be coming out of Mind Free. Both of those now on cooldown.
Just have the double tripwires right up close to the entrance here for Forsaken. It's a bit of a gamble, especially with the Raze as a showstopper.
I spotted him. No movement here from the PRX camp.
Dipegang janjinya dimarahin mama nggak masalah. Nah loyo disuruh bolos 1 minggu kalau sampai PRX kalah.
You really want to take down the showstopper. Forsaken has the read that if that's going to be the execute, you know the ult's online.
And Munchkin dead. Something finding him as he tries to cut across to the rest of the team, and there it is. The trap wire coming through has the reveal, but the haunt also finding Forsaken as he tries to back
kena tali jemuran kayak itu dia. Tekstur.
Gak ada follow up.
Kill not gonna be found.
Iya percuma sih.
Meteor.
Waduh meteor nih.
Aduh. Take some space here on the side. Lakia able to shut it down. Forsaken creeping back out from waterfall, but angle watch. Caron finding it. Lakia trying to go for the plant, but just baits Divine forward. Finds the kill.
Aduh.
All on something. Heal rolling. They interrupt the plant. They can't pass it now over to Caron.
Takut gua.
Lakia looking to hold the corner. Swings back around. Puts him low. Puts him down to 21. Spike planted. No leers. No dismisses. No nothing.
Nggak ada ability juga dia.
So the haunt goes out. Something revealing himself.
Wah, tawan. Wah, udah sih.
Smoke invested. He's looking for the cross.
Wah, ente. Somethingnya udah low juga, gimana? Nggak ada util, nggak ada leer. Kalau ada leer, bisa, masih bisa mungkin.
Lakia with the mind games, running across the screen one last time before being to make sure that something doesn't have the opportunity to disrupt the plant. And yeah, it's back-to-back rounds where it got dicey with the timer. But Gen.G keep their calm. I mean...
Ketargetir nih gue, jujur aja ya gue ketargetir nih kalau misalnya sampai breeze.
Bold call to shift that spike over as well. So few seconds left. Want to make sure that they can try to get it planted down, but now PRX looking to fight fire with fire. Something finding one. Mind Freak getting texture. I mean, it's just quintessential PRX round.
Bener tinggal 2-1.
We now find ourselves in a 1v2.
Apa yang terjadi?
Yeah, you still have all your setups for Cypher.
Skor matchnya berapa?
Side, so just stay doubled up. That's the game plan for PRX.
Skor matchnya maksudnya apa itu?
Not sure if they'd be curious enough to push all the way through this toxic screen.
Rata Gen.G ya, iya aja rata, tapi tinggal 2 ini juga. Gue khawatir sih ini.
Destroys it, just gonna be a plant here in the open. Doesn't get to read that this is gonna be approached from main. No bites to speak of.
Oh, skor match ya? Oh, oke ya, 1 sama ya.
Flush against the wall.
He's going to want to pop that poison cloud. Yeah, try to act like he might be hiding in the smoke as well. Just some extra distractions. We'll see if it works.
Wah, nggak expect dia dari main.
Here's one. Poison now coming down, and they're just holding for this one. The spray gets him off the defuse for a moment.
Oh, nice.
Swings back out of the smoke. He's able to collect the kill. PRX hanging on by
sampai berapa fuyu skor? Ya 3-1 atau 3-2.
Try to recover. PRX, they keep themselves in this game. 2 rounds to try to take us into overtime.
You just know it's a good match so far when we have back-to-back of these rounds.
Ini tadi ada yang bilang tadi gue ditelepon Cahya katanya cuman nge-troll doang. Tadi biar panas aja ya. Ada tuh teori kayak gitu.
As Munchkin is distracted trying to fire back against the Tracers. Small things like that really make the
Sire
difference
hampir mau
between a
bolos
clutch
ya.
and just a standard
Tolong
2v1
jangan biarkan
victory.
Sire bolos, biarkan dia sekolah.
Odin for Lakia really trying to bully their way and punish PRX for pushing out aggressively.
Seekers at the ready here from Levi as well. Once again, I mean, they're looking to take the fight again over at A, but Gen.G saying, we didn't like how that went for us. So we're not going to try to challenge into it again.
But that's all of Rubble cleared. A main cleared. I mean, you could just leave one person holding here and you have the entire map figured out.
At least for now, especially considering you have the trap wire still set up. Double push in towards B now. PRX expecting that this is just going to be a pile into the site.
Oh, this is good from Gen.G though. Before the 1 minute mark, they're going to reclaim some control. They heard the footsteps.
Gue takut ya dia nge-picknya kayak gitu. Gue tahu sih nge-picknya emang tekniknya ada kayak gitu.
Double push out for the flash. Meteor himself safe for now. Now Monyet going to be taken down. Tuck into the corner. Meteor trying to survive.
Oh, nice.
Ends up falling.
Kalau sampai itu meteorit tetap hidup, tapi monyet mati. Monyet? Mana dia? Tolong kasih tahu gue kenapa monyet tadi mati.
But you're gonna have to give up the site for now, so it has to be used to try to attack through the pit.
Everest, 25% remaining.
Wah ini nih.
Starts coming through, trying to prevent the grab on the door. Finding the kill. The one tap through the smoke finds Karen.
Ketahuan juga. Nice.
Oh nice. Nggak dikasih coy, nggak dikasih.
Only Forsaken was close enough to follow up against the Seekers.
Curang pakai green screen. Kagak curang tuh ultinya.
They take the game
Gila, bikin
and hold the
ngetertir.
doubles right around the revolving door, and something just with the one taps, the dismiss end to the site to get them vision.
Bener-bener gak dikasih tahu ya itu monyet mati karena apa tuh?
And then just scouts, and there's just nothing more to be done. Timeout now called, and we'll see. It is going to be from the
OT
Gen.G
ngasih,
camp.
masa enggak?
This one was
OT ngasih.
very much up in the air as far as who could be. Oh, never mind. PRX. Well, the second one. I didn't write it down. My bad.
I mean,
I thought they still had one.
You know, PRX, yeah, I think they used it a little bit early on in the second half, but I mean, it's been tough from both sides. The real crazy part here is I think that had to have been off of the Seekers.
Anjay, Alex,
just kind of keeping track of
rapiin
that.
rambut dulu gak sih gitu?
But whatever it was, a one tap is just filthy from something, and it's what's gonna maybe give them this chance for the overtime. Now, lockdown still available on the side of Gen.G. They didn't have that ready to go as Meteor was taken out on the flank, and that's something that PRX will look to do again, cutting off the lurk nice and early.
Kayak missing from
So
net
I wonder
ada.
if Gen.G, do they just go for a rush this time around? You have the Nightfall as well, just push through, then put up the lockdown on the post plant. It's an option. It looks like it will be in.
Immense amount of options here for Gen.G.
Lu muter dulu apa tuh maksudnya?
One that,
Good luck lah. Good luck lah muternya tuh.
key ultimates
Biar hoki
into a
mesti
round,
muter dulu.
end up going into overtime.
Itu B. Oh B-nya ada
Tilty.
trapwire-nya si Forsaken.
Launch out for now, up over the top and check towards Mounds. Nothing going to be spotted. Forsaken again, just playing the side solo with that Odin in hand. We're checking the B box. Lockdown now going to be invested to shove them back. But I mean, you see something. Mind Freak, they're actually inching their way forward. Paranoia going to be sent in. Munchkin, not going to be caught by it. Ends up finding the kill. Lockdown now, getting ready to roll through. 1 more second remaining. They managed to back out. No one going to be detained here.
Kayak bakal main retake sih.
Can they try to retake? Boombot not getting cleared. It's drifting, in fact.
Pusat Bumba bisa kayak gitu.
Manages to clear it out. Trying to hold the door.
Bener-bener dikejar coy sama Bumbot.
Flush up against the wall. Devi looking to try to help his comrade push through that position. The flash goes in. It turns from it, but no, Monyet still able to get taken down. Lakia now trying to survive, trying to back away, but Karen swings in from main. From the side itself, I should say. Finds the kill. Finds himself another one. Mind Freak and Devi. The last one standing. You know where this guy is at. Now it's all on the shoulder to try to get it done. He finds the second kill, but cannot get the third.
Neck to neck gini.
14 to 11, Gen.G will narrowly close out their match.
So close yet so far ya guys ya.
To match point.
It's a good call after that timeout. In fact, just one step further, not going for the rush.
Anjay.
Sign giveaway dulu ya. Ntar membership lagi. Members only ya.
Wah, kecewa tuh muka-mukanya coy.
Kan dikit lagi so.
Lah, Seiren kan bolosnya kalau kalah kompetisi kan, kalau maksudnya yang juara 1 Gen.G kan, bukan kalah map ini kan.
Nih gua kasih waktu sampai 25 ya guys ya. 17.25. 4 orang lagi. Masih 20 detik. 10. Ingat ya, kalau udah dapat kalian drop IG Instagram sama kalian DM. Oke, 1, 2, let's go. Nopal. Congrats. Nopal. IG Instagramnya Nopal. Habis itu DM ya. Oke, Nopal you. Tadi DM ya, Nopal ya. DM.
Ya langsung reroll lagi, langsung aja.
Alex. Instagramnya.
Ini lagi ente Pradika parah banget coy.
Alex. Tuh ada tuh. Arios. Oke. Next.
Bentar.
DM ya, by the way.
Oke.
Next, 1, 2, 3. Aiden Alemsya. Instagramnya, terus DM. Oh, ada. Aiden Alemsya. Oke. DM ya. Harusnya terakhir untuk break kali ini. Bentar, 1. OTW DM. Oke, Alims ya. Terakhir. Sebelum Abu join force. Kelvin. Congrats. Instagramnya Kelvin. Terus DM. Tuh. Kelvin 3627. DM ya. Yang belum dapat ente. Masih ada kesempatan lain. 4 lagi habis ini, 4 lagi. Habis map yang ini. Udah. Oke. Bentar, kita kembalikan chatnya dulu sebentar. Subscribers only. Oke. Welcome back. Keluarga Abu. Habis ini last ya untuk yang in-game redeem code-nya 4 lagi ya. Anjir nih kalau 31
Gue 31 gue juga nggak tahu. Kalau misalnya 22 gue juga nggak tahu, soalnya brisnya PRX menurut gue bau sih. Dua-duanya cukup mengkhawatirkan menurut gue. Isinya apa aja? Kodenya tuh isinya ada spray, player card, sama gun body ya guys ya.
VCT kapsul RRQ belum tuh, nanti terakhir.
Ini juga PRX woy. Tadi si Stray jadi. Stray jadi ngasih.
Emang udah di-donate tadi?
Enggak, nanti urusannya sama kita.
Oke. Berarti nambah ya guys ya. Berarti nambah ya guys ya. VCT kapsulnya RRQ 1, PRX 1. Bentar gua pin chat dulu.
PRX-nya dari Higon kan, jadi salah. Dari Stray ya guys. Disponsorin. Ini masih ada satu yang belum DM by the way.
Tuh DM tuh yang udah menang tuh. Mau hadiah
Yang
nggak?
udah DM, yang udah DM gue ada Nopal, Arya AWS, sama Aidin. Kelvin belum, Kelvin.
Anjir, Bain, apakah Yoru Gaming lagi?
Thank you, Min. Oke. Sama-sama. Kelvin mana Kelvin? Panggilin dong Kelvin.
But maybe it's actually PRX. They have amazing creative plays. You can see them
Sudah ku DM. Waduh,
constantly
belum
with their
masuk.
ideas, with their team comms.
Bentar,
But maybe
coba
you guys
gua
are right.
refresh.
Maybe they need actually more time to adjust to this new style
Kok nggak ada
with
sih?
Bonyet in the loop.
Masuk
Because
general kah?
Jing is
Kok nggak
one of
ada?
a kind.
Yes.
There is no other Jing
Hidden
in
request.
this world.
There's no other man yet.
And there is, but Monyet too is fantastic. So the thing is, a lot of their plays in the past was circled around Jing's particular
Oke.
playstyle. So they
Ternyata
just
masuk
have to
hidden
figure it out
request.
again. But that said, they're not a pushover.
No,
Okay.
absolutely not. Like, if you think
Udah ya,
PRX is out of
Kelvin ya.
this, you are wrong. Like, there is no way in hell that I think they're just going to go out with a whimper here on Bind. I would expect them. We have no idea what they're going to play. Like, that's the first thing that comes to my mind is I can foresee a whole bunch of futures on this Bind map, and I don't think I'm going to be right about any of them. Like, I could see something like your Reina here, things like that could come through for them. I don't think Gen.G is going to change a damn thing. Like, there's no way. They haven't shown that they're willing to adapt. You know, we saw it on Split earlier. So certainly on this map, Gen.G is going to run what they normally run. What the heck is PRX going to do? Nobody knows. Gen.G doesn't know. Like, only Coach Alex knows. Like, he's the only one.
Haven't seen it since Chaps.
You can literally do a roulette of the agents.
Just like
And then that's like
throw out a
paper
dart for
top.
it. That's the
Like,
agent
really?
I want.
It could
In
be
the tail
like,
of the donkey. Just like,
it could be 5 dollars. Honestly,
Pilih decidernya Breeze.
oh,
Ya,
okay, cool.
tampaknya begitu.
PRX is doing crazy things again.
Deadlock. Let's go.
I saw you were kind of up
I
there.
think this is a map for ISO. I think if there's ever a time that you're going to
Gak
pull
tahu.
ISO out of it,
Menurut
it's a really
gua-
good opportunity. I've seen some
Aduh,
teams
nggak
do
tahu.
this
Gua
on Vine,
negative
where they
thinking
really
sih,
isolate, like,
tapi
the Sky player
honestly.
over at the long B side, and you can really punish them with some of
Pengennya
the
sih
deadlock,
PRX menang,
particularly
cuman
ultimate, when you can just take them out of the route, and that
sulit
makes it so
kayaknya.
much easier to get into that B site, get the plant down, and utilize the natural advantages.
Makanya
you
tadi
have
kan
as an
si
attacker
siapa
playing plant on
Coach
B
Alex
side.
juga ada kayak senyum-senyum, nggak tahu senyumnya tanda
Paired up with another duelist, though.
tanda bagus ternyata mereka punya strat rahasia atau tanda tidak bagus.
That's very true. Now, let's talk about the first and the second map. That second map on Split was very dominant by PRX. How do we think, like, yeah, we don't know what they're gonna do with their comp now, but judging by how these first 3 maps have played out.
Judging
Kak,
by
cara
how the
dapat
first 3
redeem
maps
code-nya
played out,
gimana?
I mean, first of all, you got to talk about Ascent and
Menangin
how
giveaway.
much Gen.G adjusted. You know, they had a really aggressive texture. Karen, of course, still doing Karen things. But then that support coming in from a player like Munchkin, for example, the flash
enggak, mau ngantuk.
is all thanks to Munchkin's support. And they really knew how to aggressively take down
Kak,
PRX.
cara dapat redeem codenya gimana? Gua raffle tapi hanya untuk membership.
That carried them over at the edge. And then once they swapped over onto attack, you know, they started to lurk. So Gen.G shows a lot of flexibility. I think that's one of the biggest things because they always adapt. They
Kak Alex senyum-senyum gitu sih kayaknya tahu mau pakai strategi yang mana lawan Gen.G. Apa iya?
Positional plays when they start out on defense. We saw a bit of that on Lotus as well. Split was just a bit different because PRX does PRX things. You got that triple duelist of all things. How do you adjust to that?
Yeah, I actually want to talk about Bind.
Ini kita teori mendecipher senyuman Alex artinya apa.
You were casting yesterday with
Welcome to the membership, Hamasan. By the way.
I remember. Yeah, it was.
Gak tahu info ya, aku ketar-ketir. Lah bukannya kata kalau misalnya PRX kalau kamu bisa bolos 1 minggu.
Like, you know, Buzz was doing his thing on Yoru, everything seemed to be going well. Flashback.
Aku Alex. Oke Alex. Oke dah.
Everything seemed to be kind of going the normal DRX way, and then all of a sudden, like you talked about earlier, Vic, like it's that one moment, that one clutch.
Okay, dah.
Karen, right? Who had that one clutch, and then all of a sudden, all the momentum was gone for DRX. All their mentality seemed to just kind of leave them. Mako started kind of visibly having a hard time at his desk, and that completely shook them. And from there, it was just, you know, Gen.G has shown again tremendous mental resilience. That's
Gak mau bolos dosa ujian, jir.
so far is that even though this is, you know, what's fascinating to me is this is a team with players who have kind of a reputation of maybe being tiltable, but it hasn't shown so far this year.
Yeah.
Not too
Jangan
much.
bolos,
I did
jangan
see like
bolos.
texture start to like.
Well,
not cry,
he is the one I'm talking about. He is a little
Ini
bit
PRX belum ritual homina kayaknya.
Well, he was
Iya
a little
nih.
upset, especially when his ace was
Parah banget.
taken away from him, but not fully tilted yet. But maybe this is why their off-cam chemistry is really important. The support that they have for each other.
Tuh ditanyain tuh Kak ya, abis Pacific Libur sama VCL nonton Legend lain nggak?
Like a team that's supporting you like this, maybe that's
Enggak
a
nggak sih
missing
kayaknya.
piece. And we were talking about Munchkin. Munchkin was absolutely
Yokai.
crucial. What I really liked in the last map is
Tanyain.
he started using his detail again.
Yay!
Abis ini apakah bakal libur sampai nonton VCL atau bakal nonton Legend lain?
Betul, lihat dulu.
Where they're just not willing to use their Viper's Pit. And I'm not exactly sure what's going on, if they're just forgetting about it, if it's just so intense, they're just kind of like getting lost in the moment or something like that. But all right, here we go. The comps.
Oke.
Okay, Yoru,
Tuh Brimstone
Yoru,
keluar.
Raze, Gecko,
Brimstone
Razer.
bener-bener keluarnya
This is
cuma di
basically
bind doang
like-
ya.
What we saw with DRX.
Yeah. Similar to what DRX does, but not quite the same. It's so
Well,
like
there's the
obviously
second
with the
duelist
Raze.
now.
Yeah, exactly.
True. So second duel is in the form of Monyet. Forsaken's Yoru, a little bit different from Buzz Yoru perhaps. But then again, you got to look at that double initiator. Divide on the fade and something on the Gecko again.
This is so funny. We were just talking about the difference between
Buat
the
apa ujian
regions and
sekolah
how
lebih
some
berguna
seem to
ujian
be more
hidup?
sentinel
Aduh.
heavy and
Tidak
really here in Pacific,
kami Ironsenpai tidak mengendorse
especially PRX. Look at
pesan
them, they're just
seperti
like,
itu ya guys ya.
I don't want to use sentinel.
I mean, they're the team that makes the most sense, really. Like, it's like they don't really play like they need one anyway, so whatever.
All right, we are going to go into our fourth map, Bind, and we know this is going to be a hot one. Let's go back to our casters, Achilles and William.
Thank you very much. Here we go.
Mulai gak sih?
For map
Mulai
number
gak sih?
4.
Mulai gak sih?
We'll load up and see if PRX can rally back on yet another one of their map picks. Extend this, or if this
Ih
is going
curang
to be
pakai
Gen.G
Viper mulu. Emang
walking away
ada
with a
alasan?
3-1
Emang ada tuh
scoreline
peraturan VCT yang
of
bilang nggak boleh
champions here
main pakai
Oh,
Viper?
that would be one heck of a storyline. What a bounce back for Gen.G as a team and all these players individually. But my eyes for now on this bind is onto that PRX having just one controller. This is something that a lot of us talked about being such a weakness of the composition that Global Esports brought out at the very beginning of this tournament, saying, how are you going to play this map with a singular controller of Brimstone? PRX says, well, we have our own ideas, this time putting in that Yoru alongside. So it's really feels like triple initiator.
Terus itu main Viper sampai
alongside
mati
the
kayaknya
Raze.
kick off.
Now just
Full Viper ya
be a huge
gimana
fight
ya?
here for Showers control.
Waduh.
Able to find two something.
Udah
Just take down
keculik.
the enemy raises. TP sound
Tiga
around the
tuh.
back of
Wah.
Meteor, holding
Oh
in
my
that
god.
Cybercade. Able to find one.
2 lawan
Toggles
4
over
coy.
onto the cam. Dart going through. Swings back out. Divine now dropped something. The last one standing. Put some damage into Munchkin's. Princess sights back over.
Waduh.
Munchkin just re-aggro swings. Takes him down. Gen.G. Get the first pistol here on Bind.
And it starts to feel like the fans feel that they're close, that we're close to bringing that title back
Kak
to
Fuyu ikutan
Korea,
giveaway
but
gimana caranya
PRX,
ya?
they're no strangers to this. Had to play in
Gue
front
kan
of a massive crowd
gabung
last
member.
year against PRX at the Junction Stadium for the
Terus habis
Pacific
itu
Finals.
kalian
They overcame it.
tinggal
They
nanti di
reversed
level aja.
Yeah.
Yang member tinggal di level. Kalau misalnya lu hoki ya lu
Of course,
menang
Texture
gitu.
feeling it too.
Harus chat
They're
dulu.
one step away.
Iya, chat dulu sih.
Just
Gak
to
boleh
share
nyimak
for
ya.
Devi. Hasn't had as much of a blow-up performance as we're used to seeing from him.
Oh, on yet.
Greedy Orb.
Wanting to get this.
Wah.
And TP coming in to try to bail him out.
Waduh.
One tap's Forsaken as soon as the door is open. Good lord. Something trying to hold him here for the orb. Will be able to get Lakia. Nice reply fire from him.
Yang udah dapat bisa dapat lagi nggak Min?
Mind freaking goodbye.
Kayaknya bisa sih ya. Cuman
a bit
kayaknya
of a
chance-nya
push forward
kecil
here,
gak
Kara.
sih? I mean lu
Very well
tarung
back.
lawan
Spots
berapa
one,
ratus
takes
orang
him down,
coy.
saw the other. He's gonna re-swing aggressively, but Mind Freak does punish him for that. Weapon can be recovered. Sight taken. Texture not looking to try to guard things. Needs to bring this spike forward.
Yeah, and considering that only we had 3 people buying up from Gen.G, this could actually be a bit of trouble and a lot more damage that PRX could do. Now, of course, that does mean Gen.G can also buy up to match
Ya,
in the
mereka
next round.
Force buy ya
But right now,
ternyata.
Mind Freak has a good opportunity alongside something.
Launching smoke.
On the trap wire, something still making his way over. For the setup, Texture looking to take those hopes and
Anjir,
dreams away.
langsung di
Your Munchkin can also rotate over to try to grab that Bulldog. Here at the end of the round is something hearing. Toggle on the camera.
Dizzy's up top.
It's a trigger there, and Meteor just swings out from behind the box. Catching him in the back.
Iko guys, Iko
Gen.G
guys, santai dulu,
lose
santai
two
dulu.
players, but widely, some of the weapons recovered here. It's 2-0 start for them on Bind.
Yeah, great start. And a good read, too.
Tuh
that it
geng,
could be the
dua
split
orang
just
kagak
to
buy ya.
try to
Kayak
take
tadi
away
nggak buy
more
deh.
weapons. Having that Cypher utility set up across all the different ways that they could get taken out here on the retake.
Jir, gitu banget M-nya.
And just keeping calm. They know they're close. Don't want to overheat just yet on the 4th map. They haven't won it till the very end.
Neural Theft nearly online already. Meteor just one charge off of that. It's Forsaken getting darted.
Oke, bonus round.
Staying tucked for the time being.
Yeah, and we're seeing this a lot with the teams that are experimenting with Yoru that, again, with the sky gone, not able to just constantly cycle through utility to check B long, you have to kind of invest 2 people there alongside the flashes. Now they've been pushed back.
What? Okay,
Lah.
Meteor. Neural Theft now
Apaan
online.
tuh?
Makeup goes rushing forward. Forsaken swinging out. Spraying does get quite a bit of connection there.
Doesn't have help.
But now, yeah, is getting flushed out.
I
Quick
know
turn on the flash. And Neural
exactly
Theft going to be
Mati banget
invested.
Forsaken aja.
Wait to see if they can try to take him down. Karen
Udah,
will find it.
nggak tahu mau kabur kemana itu
Top
coy.
hook, come on yet. So finding one. Smoke dissipating.
Waduh.
Resteadying the aim there. As blast pack
Last player
sent
standing.
forward. Volley out from something. Will
Terkena
be
mental
able
itu,
to
Kak.
Tetap di hati.
It's all on
Dan sih
Mike.
gue udah
Meteor so low.
santai selama mereka masuk Madrid sih.
Now the heels come in.
You have to save. You don't have anything to work with, and you're already going to be down 3-0. And not the start that PRX was looking
Bacot,
for on
Min,
their
kalau ikut
paper.
membership
Penonton
harus
setia
bayar.
Irsen baru saja memberikan 100.000.
Hey,
Selesai live bobo dulu ya, Kai. Biar seger lagi.
Thank you.
For the entire world to see last year.
Just going to stay tucked right alongside this trap wire. Doesn't want to give them any inkling in case they come for the hunt.
The crazy part is they know, right? Because of the double trap wire set up, but they're not going to risk anything further either. They want to snowball the lead as much as possible. Just being wary just in case. Maybe he had another blast pack left over. Did used to, I believe, onto that site, but not taking any chances for Gen.G.
Yeah, and that's a big one because, I mean, Lakia went into that with just the ghost in hand. Carries over one of those rifles, so it's only one weapon lost here for the side of Gen.G.
I mean, Meteor already has 5,000 creds banked up here.
It just hasn't died.
Yeah. Activated that first neural theft already.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, just going through the comms as well. It seems like that's what they talked about during this break, just saying, don't get overly excited. Let's just win and then celebrate. And they're only 10 rounds away.
On yet, look at that.
Waduh,
Pace, trying to catch somebody off
agresif
guard
tuh.
there with that carryover rifle. Successfully backed away though is Gen.G. Now turning their sights once more over towards the B side. Trailblazer rushing forward, not catching a glimpse of Divide before he makes his way back over in towards Elbow. The walk down, the drop into the
Waduh.
smoke and texture. He's taking him out. Spray as well, softening up Monyet. The paint shell does come through. We'll interrupt the plant for now.
Nah ini orang di sini nih gue takut.
Spike planted.
Thrash.
Oh,
Okay, the check.
Nice
Meteor
info.
not getting caught by it. Swings around.
Waduh.
Will finally be felt,
Nice
but not
trade.
before finding Mind
Oke.
Freak.
3 lawan 4 masih bisa, tapi kalah senjata.
With the sheriff in hand, can't
Oh,
make it
iya.
happen. It's now once again on to Monyet. But
Masih
he was the one
semangat
to
Kamin
save,
Fuyu.
doesn't have the
Amin
money built up.
lumayan
He's gonna have to be the
capek,
one that
cuman
saves again.
kayak ya keep it positif lah
So
ya.
far, obviously, 2 rounds with some iffy purchases on the side of PRX, but what we're really seeing here is Gen.G aware that that's going to be the setup that you often find with these
Mahal
early
sih,
defaults.
I
So
mean-
you're on B, trying to gate crash out somewhere else, maybe ready to take the TP just to throw a bit of a curveball. But oftentimes you're going to need some other support. So the Fade is there with him. They try to pressure it. They try to push it back into the site as fast as possible. Worst case comes if the TP comes through. Meteor's ready for it. He's watching for that teleport, for that
Capek
showers
lihat
control,
PRX
so he's not
asli,
giving
capek
it up for
berharap. Ya
free.
udah tinggal
It's a
ya udah
strong
kalau gitu
default
gini
from
gini
Gen.G,
gini.
and quite
Di enjoyin
frankly,
aja,
what
di
that
enjoyin
PRX
aja
has
nontonnya.
to be
Jangan
team has to figure out the
jangan
answer
mikir
to.
PRX bakal kalah, jangan mikir
Clean so
mikir
far here in
PRX
this
bakal
map.
menang.
Movement there,
Santai
dodging
aja,
out
boy.
on the
Bawa
crash
santai, bawa
into the
santai.
cyber cage, being able to trade one before getting taken down.
ASEAN Cahaya cok ke pressure sama mental ya, I think so.
Signs for PRX, which is why we see
Ya itulah ya, ada kan dimana kayak oke kalau misalnya lu udah menang sekali itu tuh kayak langsung percaya diri, tapi begitu lu membuat kesalahan satu aja langsung bubar mental lu. Itu ada kayak gitu. I mean gak usah jauh-jauh, gue aja kombe ngerasain kayak gitu loh. So ya.
Obviously Gen.G showed one iteration of their bind yesterday against DRX, who also was running a Euro composition. So PRX, they not much time, but they had some data to go off of. And this time Gen.G is just saying, let's try to get a read on PRX first. So let them make the first move. They're going to be antsy for it, and they would have identified that absolutely correctly.
We'll see what the call is going to be here. After Alex's intervention, operator does come through.
Semoga TO-nya berhasil lah guys ya.
Which I don't have the updated stats right now, but coming into this map, even being down in the series and having Gen.G be at match point, Something's impact has been impeccable.
Yes.
Tied for top fragging alongside Karon, both of them dropping 50 kills so far in the series. He's 16 and 5 in first kills, first deaths.
Jeez.
The start of the value here, something that's been amazing. But Forsaken now trying to get it first kill of his own.
Dapat sih, dapat satu tapi ke trade somethingnya juga, aduh.
Outside of B, just gets punished.
Yeah, and he just thinks because of the hard push that
OP-nya
they're going to be
nih,
holding
OP-nya
further
diambil
back
nggak sih,
away from Fountain, but Meteor's just up close.
Tell him, hey, this is how it feels. To be scoped in and instantly done.
Nice.
Mind Freak, however,
Oh my god, Mind Freak.
instantly finding 3.
Oh
Extra
no.
one back,
Oh,
We'll be able to finish him off. Fantastically done by Mind Freak.
Mind Freak masih berharap PRX
Able to
menang.
bail him out.
I mean, apa salahnya berharap? Maksudnya kayak kalau misalnya kalah juga nggak apa-apa sih sebenarnya. Kalau misalnya gue ya kalah ya udah paling sedih, terus ya udah gitu. I mean buat gue ya kayak di bawah santai aja gitu loh. Gila Aaron, mau dia butuh duit.
Finals alone, right? The controllers, Mind Freak and Karon. You mentioned it. Obviously, there's the fragging potential between Something and Karon. The duelist, of course, Texture. Really trying to continue.
Semoga itu sesuatu yang membuat mejanya berbalik ya guys ya, turntable gitu. Waduh.
Dapat reinforcement here from Monyet. Orbital strike just cutting off that access. So he gets isolated and taken down. Move out into the corner. Forsaken makes his way into the dimensional drift. See what he opts for here. As okay, flash out, showstopper sent towards heaven. Mask comes off. That's the fake out Texture. Not falling for it, but actually just gets flushed out into the
Nice.
open.
Nice. Nah ini turntable. Oh my god. Bisa 3 lawan 2. Ayo. Yuk bisa yuk.
Spot on the one. Mind Freak getting across towards Showers.
They should know that he's trapped somewhere in Lamps. He saw A little bit more info coming out from that Prowler as well.
Gak apa-apa, monyet
Going for
mati
the
jadi
teleport
tumbal.
play here is Mind Freak going to be creeping all the way around over towards short.
PRX is playing this safe, and I don't mind that, but that could be what gives Gen.G this opportunity. They have all the time to explore the entire site and figure out a different exit.
All that
Spike
time
down
for Mind
A.
Freak to just go on a walkabout. Gets
30
himself rotated
seconds
around.
left.
Hearing the jump peeking, Dizzy going out.
Kalau
Quick clear.
PRX ya kadang tuh lu lihat mainnya tuh mereka kayak kalau misalnya ada satu event yang satu round aja, somehow mereka berhasil membalikkan keadaan. Biasanya tuh momentumnya dapet sih kalau PRX, kalau gue pantau-pantau. Tapi ya nggak selalu kayak gitu ya.
To answer the call.
Tapi kayaknya Mind Freak lagi nyala sih.
Barely bringing them back into this. Forsaken committing to that spray was good, and also the dimensional drift just to make sure they can't commit.
Dava ini yang justru kebalik. Tadi kan Dava nyala banget ya di split ya kalau nggak salah. Tadi kayaknya kurang hoki. Gantian sama Mind
And it
Freak.
eventually leads to that round win that PRX so desperately needed. Op still, of course, in the hands of something as well.
Out, Lakia actually does swing.
Tawan.
Getting marked by it there. Aaron just holding back to see if there's going to be another aggro push out from something with his op.
Somethingnya masih agresif ya
But
mainnya di
that does
situ.
seem to be the adjustment that they made
Nggak, dia nggak.
since that timeout.
Tadi
Not
lebih
pushing
maju lagi sih
entirely
kalau
out,
menurut
not full W gaming, but they will force the hand a little bit. Make sure that these default setups for Gen.G can't stay the way they are. Getting the read that Gen.G's playing this offense like a defense. The classic Forsaken Yoru.
Blown out, jump peek. Not going to be spotting anything here. So for now, PRX still
Wah.
trying to really get a read on what
Apakah
Gen.G's
something
movement
akan
going to look
mendapatkan
like. This does
umpan?
send Forsaken back over towards this A site. So three-man stack
Ini
there.
mah
but
S
Operator
gaming.
Still posted up from something. They have to be ready
Dapat
for
ya.
it. There's still a lead the way.
Aduh,
Texture
something.
off the back of it. Yeah, he does get
Lagi
shot
bau.
through it. Manages to stay alive and lock it.
I
And
know exactly.
throw those heals out. Now another neural theft. Second one for Meteor so far here in the game. Coming down.
30 seconds
It's going to be a little bit of a
Ah,
bait and
rotate.
switch attempt here with the teleporters.
Ketarik
But
ke B semua. Oh tapi untungnya udah.
shot sent on that
Monyet-
entry. Tucks back
Monyet
towards
tahu,
Labs.
monyet confirm kalau misalnya infonya masuk.
No one there to back him up just
Planting,
yet.
planting mereka.
Shot flying with it's actually Mania
Uff.
finding a kill.
Nih, Yuhal tuh paling males tau gak sih?
Picture quick on that reply as
One
Meteor
takut
just
dari pantek,
dancing
coy.
around inside of the side of the
Waduh.
cage. And as the kills come in, the cleanup
Ganti
will
dah.
be there. 4 members still standing. Gen.G answering back with a fifth round win.
Gak tau kayak
That's a
something
really
emang kayak
well
pakai
read
Gecko
round.
kurang nih.
Quick adjustment to PRX. As soon as PRX starts to pressure the initial default just a bit, Gen.G just cuts all audio, doesn't invest more util, creeps up to the starting line, which this time is a little bit
Fuyu
further
berikan
behind,
kita
but it's going to
harapan
be that entry point
bisa.
into B long. They want to suss out this operator. They
Lebih
do it
pilih di
correctly. That's what you
PHP-in
get when you're not using
atau
something like the Razer, the Jet. You just have no escape. And
atau
Munchkin
dikasih harapan buat
following
menghibur
those
aja gitu.
seekers, leading him to victory.
Kenapa nggak Reina aja something? Kayak terakhir mereka di bind main pakai Reina nggak sih somethingnya, tapi kayak B aja gitu.
Wisely decides to creep back. Just has a stinger, so at range, not going to be doing him too many favors. But Forsaken, what a shot!
Right above the Trailblazer.
Dapet coy.
Yeah, finding
Dapet
Texas
tekstur.
head.
Aduh ini males
Taking it
banget sih
down,
line
taking
up-nya.
damage here. I'm spamming through the cyber cage, trying to find the shot. Lockett will be able to
Aduh,
get something.
somethingnya beneran bau coy.
Forsaken.
Waduh.
Trying to come up with goods, can't do it. But
Nice.
Mind Freak
Thrifty.
help deliver
Thrifty kah?
alongside
Oh enggak.
Monyet with a showstopper
Enggak.
delivery.
Enggak.
Will shut
Gue
down the
kira
attack, and PRX will keep things close.
gue kira Thrifty.
It's an excellent setup from both Forsaken and Divide. Divide, of course, just backing out, holding the cross from
Tapi gimana
elbow.
ya, Jad,
But it's
emang
Forsaken who not only gets the first shot, but sends that fate.
Nerfnya, kena nerfnya segitu sih.
Tied up, buys all the time for the backup to come.
No texture auto win.
Great re-entry.
Masih berlaku kah teori kayak gitu. Sedangkan kayak teman-temannya udah mulai nyala semua coy habis itu.
He's really been thrown into a couple islands here by PRX. He's finding his footing, and it's a push out from PRX.
Mosh pit over the top, right off the rim here. As Forsaken goes rushing forward, managing to find
Waduh.
one with the trade back. It's even better
Aduh,
for
dapet
Gen.G, finding 2
dua.
kills. Trailblazer cleared out the volley to try to slow, but Meteor looking forward.
Main
in the
Fuyu
shower,
semangat,
seems
coy.
like
Ada
Freak
harapan ini
realizes
ada.
He's already dead.
Emang kalau Thrifty tuh dapat bonus duit kalau berhasil. Emang iya, nggak tahu gua. Ya, 3 lawan 1 gimana itu?
Meteor finding 3. Again, just 2 charges away from yet another neural theft as Gen.G lock in 6 rounds on this attacking half.
Now, again, looking at the composition, as crazy as single controller does sound for either side of Bind, you gotta imagine that all the projectiles they can throw on and execute benefits PaperX a little bit more for the attacking
Info aku
side.
ngajak dulu ya,
But
kalau
all
kalah
things considered,
kabarin.
it does feel like PaperX is just not
Siapa yang
used to
kalah nih? Kalau siapa
losing
yang
out
kalah?
on these trades.
Ente
They
ngasih
push
info,
out,
ya
they lose
anjing,
two
ya
people to
udah
one.
kalau misalkan
You've
kalah
already
ya.
invested a molly. You have to use the second one just to buy
Ente
time.
berarti
After
mereka
that, you have
harus
nothing to delay.
evaluasi
Gen.G does
kan,
not
ya udah
respect
gitu
it.
aja sih kalau
They just
menurut
push
gua ya.
through from both showers and a short.
I must wait a moment.
Quick clear on the cam. Dart not found, but looks like Gen.G not looking to waste any time. Teleporter going to be instantly taken here. So Meteor will be watching the back line. TP actually back over towards the defender spawn. Top flash
Kok
gonna be
masih
sent
kayak
down.
kata
Yo.
Yokai ya, masih tetap ke Madrid juga gitu.
He shuts it down. Buying something again. Pushing forward, but ultimately may have to just call for the save.
You know what's crazy is Texture anti-flashes away from that by looking down because it's the Euroflash bounced up on the pop flash and then flicks right back up.
You could have just stopped the sentence after saying texture.
Yes, he is crazy. You are correct. Sometimes a little
Saving nggak sih?
long-winded on the commentary.
Mau apa lagi?
Oh, just
Iya,
impressive. This guy.
duitnya udah nggak ada, no lihat tuh.
Again, I can't
350 sama 950.
Tournament of his life. And he's always been great.
Terus dari situ dikasih tahu jangan keluar lewat, jangan keluar ke
Saved
defense
off.
spawn, jangan keluar ke sana.
Texture just making sure there's no attempts at some ninja diffusery going on here. Make his way back out to safety here. Damn near
Ke Madrid
flawless
buat
round
main
for
bola ya.
Gen.G.
Iya,
Now
ya
7
buat main bola.
rounds
Oh.
on this attack side. And I agree with you in regards to PaperX's comp likely having just,
TO.
better
TO
legs
nih,
under them
TO.
going onto the attack, but eventually
Tapi something
you hit a
masih
point where
lari.
it feels like it's the point of no return.
Yeah, and I think that's right here, right now. A little bit left to the ground and flicks right back up. Not surprised about this timeout. You want to get these last two rounds. And
Komputernya goyang-goyang, guys.
7-5 scoreline, excuse me.
Madrid nanti
is
jam
the
berapa kalau live
halfway
belum
point. I
tahu,
suppose the game
jadwalnya
will be
belum keluar
50-50,
guys.
but
Jadi belum tahu.
really more than that, as you mentioned, you need something to hold your hope on, and it can't just be we absolutely have to win the pistol. You need a little bit more than that, especially with a risky composition like this.
Alex udah pusing
One
lumayan
brimstone.
tuh.
I mean, that gets so tricky on when and
Coach
where
Alex
you
pakai
use
jersey,
those
perasaan
smokes,
tadi enggak, kayak biasanya dia tuh
all three
pakai
of those
hoodie
guys
gitu
in those
loh. Terus
smokes
entah,
have to
mungkin
find
hari ini
value.
pertandingannya panas kali, makanya dia kayak dah lah copot aja
Plenty
hoodie-nya.
to be said here from Alex. His last few seconds, getting ready to dwindle
Kamera
out.
Alex sampai getar, bukan kameranya yang getar, monitornya yang getar coy.
What kind of impact he's going to be
Kayak
able to
mejanya
have
dia
and whether or not they
getar-getar
can
gitu.
try to rescue the remainder of
Karena
this
dia kalau
half.
ngomong
Like you
sambil
said,
pakai
7-5,
tangan ya.
Given the composition, the setup here from PaperX.
Dan harap
Say those
masih
are
masuk
pretty
ke
decent
Minfuyu
odds for them.
masih. Jadi santai aja. Ini dua-duanya
These
sebenarnya udah
last two.
dapat tiket ke Madrid. Cuman
Showstopper pit available
urusan hadiahnya
alongside
dapat
Gen.G.
siapa
Yet
aja
another
gitu.
dimensional drift here for Forsaken.
Mejanya takut sama Alex. Iya nih kayaknya.
See what value it brings. I feel like, sure, you get some tricky kills now and then already in this match. He's done it before on Split, but outside of the kills themselves, hasn't been that easy to find amazing value for space, as Gen.G's been fairly prepared for it.
Gate crash back over. Forsaken joining in. Now they hear that Trailblazer coming, and that's going to be the rotation as well. Mindfreak looks to make his way over to the side. Texture just disrespecting the poison damage since the Showstopper out at the fake, however. Now he's kind of going to be stuck within that smoke. Tries to push out, but Levi able to find the kill. To give him down, the pin's going to be invested. Thrash jumping forward.
Derax kemarin gimana performanya menurut Minfuyu? Kurang sih
Singer
menurut
rushes
gua.
in.
Tapi at one point ya sebenarnya Gen.G-nya juga gila banget sih.
Nokia with util in hand, takes him down with the shorty, draws down that phantom, finds another kill. Meteor now gone. Aaron forced to the other side, the tap onto the spike, the swing out.
Waduh.
But something will be able to clean him up.
Coy. Oh my god.
Munchkin with the clad too,
Nice,
and then something to
nice.
answer right back as they line up through the tube. It could have been
MVP-nya
disaster. I didn't
wingman,
mind
coy.
to bait them out with the fake diffuse, but lining up like that against someone like Munchkin and Charon, a risky endeavor.
I need to see that one back here. As Texture trying to find the value, hearing that Odin spamming through lab. Good covering fire from Devi.
I mean,
Something with those two kills in the back.
Ini juara 2 tetap dapat hadiah, dapat, cuman nggak sebanyak juara 1. Sama nggak dapet championship, champions championship, champion
Still have
point.
that
Ya
dimensional
itulah.
drift as well. The Odin for the pressure.
Oh,
Waduh. Oh my
How does he win
god.
out against both?
Well, speaking of fours, I believe that's the fourth neural step from Meteor
Cage trigger.
in this half. Not the spot on a mind freak. Flash goes in. He swings
Waduh.
around the box. Meteor now maybe looking for an ace. Some of the crowd start chanting it. Seiren sprinting around, trying to
2 lawan 5
apakah
apakah?
the Gen.G members. Odin in hand, just wants to start slow swinging off the box. They double face him. Here will be able to take him down. No ace to be found, but a 4K and a flawless round. I'm sure Meteor is more than happy with that.
Flawless coy, halfnya
Gen.G
diakhirin flawless.
Start off bind 8-4 in the half.
Absolutely nasty double kill for Meteor to open that up. I'm not quite sure if that first shot from PRX was intentional or not.
Itu sih, itu menurut gue udah kalah orang dari awal sih. Itu udah mati duluan berdua, monyet sama something. Itu gimana coy?
I mean, he's not a stranger to having to
Juara 2 hadiahnya
with
plus
these
1000
impossible
haters
rounds,
cuman
impossible
buat
fights. He's so used to fighting these 1vx
Oh,
situations.
that's a chin.
Yes.
He's frowning and smiling simultaneously.
Oh no, some of the PRX fans perhaps kind of staring
udah
down
itu udah
the end of
lewat,
this
Ren.
match. It's not over just yet, but it is looking tough.
Lah, udah kemarin coy. Tadi kemarin diumuminnya tadi kita fan match-nya.
Defend the title of Pacific Kings, champions of Pacific, but they've been here
Jadwalnya
so
sudah ada tuh.
many times.
Iya,
So
waktu
close
di
to
video udah
trying to
disebutin
lead
kan
and
ya
close
kita
out a
pengumumannya
match,
kapan.
And they just haven't been able to do it. As soon as they
Sama
faced an opponent
sama
that they
acaranya
thought they
tanggal
should
berapa.
beat, and they were challenged, they've crumbled in the last leg of it.
Well, it all needs to begin right here.
Ini nih
Monsters
harus
run back
step
ahead
up
of them.
PRX.
They want to extend this
Kalau nggak
into that
sulit.
fifth final map of Breeze.
begitu sulit. Enteren.
Now, I mean, it's just been
Semuanya
such a dominant showing. I mean, 12 rounds played, 5 deaths only for Meteor. Been impeccable for him.
Yeah, such a clean game from Meteor. Has that Cypher, and what a pick against this composition and this team of PRX. Another good example of how to just turn a crazy cracked duelist aimer into another stable role here.
See what PRX want to do ultimately for now. Everybody very fanned out. Cypher Util set up here on the A site, but Meteor still going to be playing over towards B. Seems like they're very much expecting that PRX are going to end up going towards the site. As okay, Lakia, Pixel out of place spotted.
Mereka
Mark
mainnya
sending a
jauh
warning
lebih
shot.
hati-hati
Now,
sini.
the forces of
Cuman,
PRX start gathering up. getting
Gen.G
ready to
mainnya
attack the A
sabar
site.
banget sih.
Yeah, I mean, the
Gimana ya
A-site,
guys ya?
even the spy cam and everything set up for a retake. You see that deep
Info
tripwire,
ya sampai
they just
jumpa
wanna
di
know if
Madrid
backside is
nanti.
taken or not. Munchkin will try to get some shots in.
Sabar sih.
Does.
Actually, a lot.
Oh, Spawn yet up on top of the box. Still wants to try to send down that bite. He's greeting for
Oh,
Red.
Oh,
Oh
my god.
Goes for the reload. That's a pretty decent advantage here for the side of Gen.G, considering the damage already out onto something. Texture now swinging around from behind. Mind
I need more bullets.
tucked away, backing away from let's go for the time being. As Meteor fighting for Seiren. Swinging out to the side. Munchkin now.
Aduh.
Coming up with another one, finishing.
Nice trade,
the job
tapi
that he
4
started.
lawan.
Comes up with a
Udah
kill.
di
Meteor,
stick.
however, getting distracted.
Udah di defuse by the way. Defuse masih
Another
half.
more coming through. His texture
Nice.
falls. Lockett, last one standing.
Masih bisa, masih bisa, masih
Launching
bisa.
forward. and he
Yo.
gets it. The half hour is finished, but either way, he had all the time in the world.
Emende.
Lockett, the last one standing, as Gen.G move up to 9.
Suara klasiknya mirip
It's such
suara
a good
skin
setup
Spectrum
from
yang
Gen.G,
kapsul kah?
Abusing the fact that Cypher, obviously global utility, sets it up in A, but not to delay. Even the
Dabai
top
lagi
screen,
bau.
it's
Ya
not
dari
meant to
tadi
delay,
nih.
it's just
Dari
meant to make
ya
sure
emang
that
di
the
map
retake
ini
is
mungkin
easier. I mean, they get the free gift of their early kill onto Magnet. But they had the
Mungkin
trick
nggak
set,
nyaman
spy
pakai
cams up
Fate
to
kali
make
ya.
sure that PRX can't find a
I
good
don't know.
post-plant position. And Munchkin feels good about that.
Aduh,
What a read,
taunting
what a
gitu.
call from the IGL. And a good first kill. Shoves Mind Freak out into showers, and now PRX, they can't. They're not going for the force. They want to go for the
Oh
long
boy.
one.
Sakit malah gue obatnya cuman PRX
Around
mah.
the corner. There's the push in. There's one there.
Aduh.
With the judge.
Sorry guys, gue masih ketawa. Kayaknya itu cara gue coping ya. Cara gue coping dengan rasa sedih gue harus ketawa coy.
He'll get himself a second.
Oh
Karen
my
gets a third. A flawless anti-eco. This Gen.G now up to double
Oh
digits.
my
3
God.
rounds away from becoming the kings of the kickoff.
You play enough games on stage, and even a cracked gamer like Karen's going to be using the judge as well, getting the full Valorant experience.
Aduh, tapi emang sih kalau misalnya
swinging out on those
di
line swings, sometimes playing like a rat king, and he'll do it all.
apa sih di window di hookah situ emang kok di hookah window nggak sih?
I mean, what do you do as Paper
Ya ini
X?
pokoknya di situ emang rawan di judge sih, males banget emang.
You're just finally the buy round,
Sempit.
and you're already down 6 rounds.
Not many chances and no timeouts as well to work with. All of them having to be burned within those first 10 rounds.
Oh no.
Push out, the turn for the flash. 2 kills
Dapat tuh
now,
guys.
three gonna be
Ya.
found. Some good answer
3 lawan
back
2.
here. Something and divide by
Masih
one
sulit
base
nih.
divide now finding himself a
Wow.
single, but it's
Dapat
another
coy.
flank and you miss it
Gak deh.
around between these two squads.
Gue salah lihat, gue kira
Picks up a 3K with the Guardian, and Gen.G
Soset never mind.
continue to strive
Gen.G sih
towards
lagi
the
di
throne.
atas angin sih.
It's just as if
Kayaknya iya sih udah dapat
Momentum.
momentumnya, udah dapat confidence-nya.
absolute disrespect.
Dari
Susah
awal
sih.
season
You can win every duel. Look at just how confident
Jangan menangis Winfo ya, nggak sih santai. Gue cuman gue lebih ke arah malu karena gue kira tadi PRX defending, sorry banget.
Knows every single angle they're going to peek from.
I mean, this could be the start to just one heck of an insane year for Texture.
Prowler in, but snake bite to delay. Paint shells. Where those ones went. Full flash
Waduh,
though on a
masuk
Munchkin.
dari sini semua.
Lock in, Lockya lurking.
Waduh,
Inside Garden, managing to find one. Something with the Guardian. However, able to get Texture.
kayak bakal kecewa berat sama kalian
bisa,
PRX
bisa.
juga.
No HP.
Last
Karon.
player standing. One enemy
We're gonna shut it
remaining.
down. 7
Nah, ini
health
1v1.
remaining. The rookie versus the band. The rookie.
Oh
stands
my god.
tall. The odds were stacked against him. Forsaken needed that one. Gen.G
The disrespect.
now at series point.
PRX to DRX,
This
nice throw.
squad is
Now
building
DRX to PRX,
something
nice throw. Iya.
insane. I mean, obviously the year has just started, sure, but with the performances they've had,
Harus
throughout
evaluasi sih kalau kayak gini berarti
so many
PRX.
maps,
Oh,
having
menurut
to
gue.
play through so many matches, all going the full distance.
This goes here.
I don't think we can say that this is just a kickoff thing. I think they are building towards an absolute
runner-up.
monstrous year.
Stop roasting guys.
And if they get
Jangan
the 3
terlalu.
championship points right off the bat, going to Masters of Madrid at a higher seed.
Waduh, nice trade.
One step forward, one step back. Things equalized.
Texture Meteor terlalu OP. I mean, awalnya kita bikin bercanda gitu kan Texture Meteor ngeri, tapi lama-lama teammate yang lain juga step up, man.
Thrash will lead the charge. Texture hanging back. Trying to avoid detection. Orbital strike sent in from Karen, just delaying. Monyet up in front of it. Being decayed
Monyet,
down lower and lower.
Monyet
Lands the
kenapa
target here as Texture tries to
Waduh.
make his way out the same thing. He barely does. Flash from Lockya. The drag across. Finds one. Munchkin swinging the corner.
nice.
Finds
Hit
another.
trade.
2v2.
Fight back. Now it's just down to Monyet.
Gue sumpahin mereka pulang. Siapa yang pulang?
The TP is going to be used.
Karon.
Karon. The classic in hand.
Ya ampun, masih dapat
Oh my God.
satu.
Finds one.
What
Waduh.
in the world?
3 HP separating. the
Waduh,
two
ini
remaining
siapapun
players.
bisa
Paint shell
menang, coy.
in the hands of Monyet.
Oh my god.
The
No.
Boomba here for Texture.
I cannot watch.
Plant comes
Actually, I
down.
cannot watch.
Texture playing it patiently. But we can see Monyet tucking and swinging around through the elbow. And so far,
I
Texture
cannot watch actually.
not getting a sense of this at all. But now
It's a
he will
timer.
turn his sights over.
Ya ampun, ketahuan. GG.
13-4. The players already
Oh
on
my
their
God.
feet. Texture will get the
They have their
news as the
momentum
rest
here.
start the celebration.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Gen.G,
They deserve
they
it,
have
actually, yeah.
control. Chaos and carnage.
I mean, dari awal season emang kayak gitu emang.
And they are the kings of the Pacific Kickoff.
Also, kayaknya menurut gue mereka salah satu tim yang mainnya paling banyak, weh. Gak sih? Dari awal pertandingan kayaknya entah kenapa mereka main mulu nih. So, mungkin itu salah satu contributing factor yang bikin mereka kayak ya emang udah terlatih ya untuk main di atas panggung gitu.
An unbelievable start to the season from Gen.G.
Congrats Gen.G
From a
lah.
team that
I think they
struggled
deserve it,
so much
honestly.
In the
Deserve
opening
sih, maksud
debut
gua.
season of VCT Pacific, the 4-0 start into the
GG.
cataclysmic fall to obscurity. They came into this season with many a question mark surrounding The roster, the decision making,
Kenapa sih
the
mukanya gitu
decision to
banget?
pick up a player who had never even had the opportunity to prove himself in any capacity with Karon.
Oke, main di Korea coba main di Indo diacak-acak Gen.G. I mean kalau menurut gua ya emang bukannya ngebelain Gen.G atau gimana nih menurut gua. Gen.G emang serem sih teksturnya sama meteornya gimana dong gitu. Bahkan gue sendiri juga udah ragu kan, gue merasa kayak kok gue punya feeling kalau misalnya Gen.G bakal menang ya, tapi gue pengennya PRX menang honestly gitu aja sih. Aaron kayak side eye gitu gak sih, kayak apaan sih gitu. Gitu doang, kick off doang gitu.
Absolutely astounding here from Gen.G. And an incredibly well-deserved win.
Aaron kesel coy sama monyet, kata siapa, jangan bikin drama yang sebenarnya tidak ada.
As the home crowd continues to go electric for them, but that will just about do it for myself here. It's been an absolute pleasure to guide you guys through these 4 maps. But I will get ready to hand it over to my co-caster.
Aimnya tajam banget asimeter sama tekstur. I mean, lihat aja tuh tadi banyak yang gak cuma mereka berdua doang. Lihat tuh tadi siapa ya yang pakai Guardian one shot. Pakai Ghost aja one shot mana ada coy.
Dako, welcome to the membership. Thank you the new member. Kita lagi itu giveaway ya, bentar ya.
Sama sekalian yang roll yang itu nggak sih yang tim kapsul? Oke. Minfoy gimana ini? Ya gimana dong? Win is a win, I think they deserve it sih.
Langsung
jujur
aja.
aja udah.
Yuk langsung aja.
Nggak mau nonton dulu nih.
Apa yang mau dilihat?
Sedih ya soalnya ya udah.
Gak sedih-sedih juga sih. Sebenarnya selama udah masuk Madrid ya, udah nyantai aku.
Sebenarnya kalau menurut gua ini justru jadi kesempatan yang bagus buat PRX buat evaluasi sih. Mumpung ini masih kick off ya.
Soalnya
Jadi mereka
tipe-tipe line up-nya tuh kalau menurut gua gak bisa diulangi gitu loh. Tipe-tipe line up yang gak bisa diulangi kalau menurut gua. Sekali dipakai udah langsung kebaca, ngerti gak sih? Mungkin awalnya efektif tapi kan ini rematch juga lawan Gen.G-nya.
Iya sih. Yang lolos dua-duanya ya guys ya. Jadi PRX tetap berangkat ke Madrid, berangkat juga. Cuman ya emang juara 2 aja, udah kebetulan gitu.
Oke, kita ubah jadi members only dulu bentar.
Oke.
Nih nyari 4 orang dulu ya untuk in-game code, redeem code.
Oke, tunggu. Let's make it clear actually. Kalau orang yang udah dapat code bisa dapat tim kapsul lagi nggak? Bisa, oke.
Beda.
Let's just make that clear actually. Ya. Jangan spam ya, jangan spam. Sabar, belum dinyalain tuh. Yang buat draw-nya itu apa? Nightbot-nya yang buat nge-raffle ya guys ya.
Oke. Silakan ngechat, kita tungguin sampai 18.13.
Oh, by the way layarnya masih kecil tuh.
Masih 15 detik lagi guys, 15 detik lagi. Gua roll. Berarti 4 lagi ya, 4 pemenang sama 2 VCT kapsul.
Jangan lupa yang menang yang namanya kesebut kasih tahu username Instagram kalian secepatnya dan jangan lupa DM kita ya.
Oke, gua roll ya yang pertama. Risa. Congrats Risa.
Waduh, Risa.
Instagram. Ini udah pernah deh kayaknya kita Risa kan?
Terus Risa tuh tanda seru claim.
Risa udah pernah. Maksudnya udah pernah DM.
Udah pernah DM.
Kita langsung deh kalau Risa.
Apa emang Instagramnya emang? Nah makanya itu. Instagramnya Risa tolong ya.
Tapi Instagramnya buat konfirmasi Risa.
Iya.
Instagramnya. Itu chat aja.
Di pulpen gua nggak nyata coy, bentar.
Saputra. Oke.
Bisa Putra, oke.
Next. Udin sama. Ada Udin sama. Jadi kalau ini langsung ketik itu Instagramnya ya. Langsung ketik nama Instagramnya.
Pada Udin sama.
Gak usah hadir, langsung Instagram. Terus DM.
Tuh, FU Distira 047, oke. Lanjut.
Udah 2 kan, berarti 2 lagi kan?
Ya, terakhir ya guys, 2 terakhir guys.
Venatus.
Anjay, Venatus. Dapet coy, Venatus.
Nightbotnya.
Iya, emang ada.
Oke, itu Instagramnya. Jangan lupa DM ya.
Aldi, oke. Lanjut.
Oke, terakhir buat code. Congratulations to anjing lah. Hamu.
Lah, kamu kan gak member.
Iya ya.
Gimana nih?
Gak Hamu nggak bisa. Hamu kan udah main sama kita, udah dikasih juga.
Oh iya, Hamu kan udah dapet. Gak bisa ya Hamu ya, nggak bisa ya. Hamu kan tadi kamu udah dapet Hamu. Udah ya.
Shire.
Enggak lagi. Jangan betul. Shire. Silakan Shire. Ente Hamu lagi. Tuh udah muncul. Oke. Next, mau RRQ dulu atau mau PRX dulu nih?
Oke, habis ini bakalan itu ya untuk giveaway VCT tim kapsul RRQ sama PRX, satu orang satu ya. RRQ ataupun PRX. Dipastikan kalian udah chat dan member.
Ini yang Hamu nggak jadi ya guys ya. Tadi dia udah dapet, tapi habis itu di cancel soalnya tadi dia udah dapet juga.
Oke, RRQ dulu. Iya, RRQ dulu ya, RRQ dulu. Sama ya ininya prosesnya ya. Di Instagram ya. Kita roll ya. Aman ya. 1 2 QT. Congrats kepada QT mendapatkan VCT tim kapsul untuk RRQ. Apakah orangnya ada?
IG yang di DM yang mana? Yang itu Instagram. Ya itu ironsenpai IG ya.
Oh ini ada nih RQ.
Tuh ada tuh RQT KY02. Sama ya, nanti Instagram DM kita dulu biar bisa diproses guys ya.
Jangan lupa tulis itu RRQ ya.
RRQ ya udah gue catat kok.
Golden, welcome to the membership. Walaupun sudah terlalu sedikit tapi gak apa-apa, aman.
Kalau bisa sampai golden yang dapat PRX itu berarti rezekinya dia sih.
Langsung chat dulu. Chat dulu
ya, ini gue kumpulin dulu, nanti gue proses habis live ya guys ya.
Harus chat dulu soalnya nih. Dia ngedeteknya dari chat soalnya. Oke. Yang terakhir ya. PRX VCT tim kapsul PRX ya. Aman ya. Yap. Let's go. 1 2 3 4 5
gitu kayak berapa?
6 7 8 9.
Ini the real senam jantung sih.
10 11 12. Lama. Dimzi. Congratulations Dimzi. Mendapatkan VCT tim kapsul PRX. Congratulations bro.
Dimas Indra, oke, udah.
Congrats untuk para pemenang. Congrats.
Congrats ya.
Nanti selanjutnya kita lanjutkan di DM ya. Setelah
Iya.
live stream selesai.
Sekali lagi thank you buat tadi disponsorin ya ini sama Stray ya yang PRX. Baik banget tuh dia.
Congratulations yang menang. Oke, sepertinya sudah bisa dibubarkan.
Iya, heeh.
Jadi guys, thank you ya guys ya yang udah menemani kita selama VCT Pacific Kickoff. Watch party-nya akhirnya wrap di sini untuk yang VCT Pacific ya. Nanti kita ketemu lagi mungkin di VCL.
Wah,
VCL
Draco
Indonesia.
kasih membership coy.
Draco memberikan 5 gift membership. Thank you Draco. Walaupun sudah cukup telat untuk warga Abu yang baru masuk karena giveaway ya udah selesai. Thank you ya, respect. Thank you Draco.
Thank you.
Oh, follow. Thank you yang itu tadi ada beberapa yang ngasih gift juga. Thank you ya, yang udah jadi member juga secara mandiri. Thank you yang udah nyawer, thank you yang udah nge-like juga. Kita off dulu ya guys ya. Kita off dulu. Thank you. Nanti yang menang giveaway nanti kita proses setelah ini ya. Oke ya. Thank you. Bye-bye guys. Bye-bye. See you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.